Son Goku, born Kakarot, is the main protagonist of the Dragon Ball metaseries. Goku is a Saiyan male originally sent to destroy Earth as an infant. However, a head injury at an early age alters his memory, ridding him of his initial destructive nature and allowing him to grow up to become one of Earth's greatest defenders. He constantly strives and trains to be the greatest warrior possible, which has kept the Earth and the universe safe from destruction many times. Welcome to the Amagi. In today's video, we're going over the life of Goku. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. And with that out of the way, let's get into the video. Background: Goku was named Kakarot at birth. In the manga, Kakarot was born on planet Vegeta 3 years before its destruction, while in the anime, Goku was born shortly before the destruction of the planet. When Frieza destroyed planet Vegeta, Goku survived as he was being sent to Earth. After landing on Earth, the young Saiyan was found in the woods by an old man named Gohan and became his adopted grandson. Grandpa Gohan names him Son Goku. Jaco, the Galactic Patrolman. Kakarot had been inside his incubation chamber for 3 years since his birth when his father Bardock and his mother Gine decided to release him. Bardock makes his decision to send Kakarot away to Earth in an attack ball since he's worried about Frieza's ambitions. Frieza destroys planet Vegeta a month after Kakarot had been sent away. Days later, after being sent to Earth, Kakarot lands on Mount Paozu. While there, he was found by an elderly man, Gohan. He takes him in and feeds the newly found alien. Kakarot is eating when he's given the name Son Goku. Between Jaco and Dragon Ball. At first, Goku was extremely violent and ill-tempered, not obeying Gohan at all, but one day he fell down a deep ravine and hit his head, suffering severe head trauma that sent him into a coma and very nearly killed him and caused him to suffer long-term amnesia. After he woke up, he had lost all of his Saiyan aggression due to not remembering his mission, becoming a kind and mild-mannered young boy. His grandpa Gohan taught him about martial arts and told him about such things as the city and people, as they lived in a very remote place in Mount Paozu, with no communication with other people. Gohan one day discovered Goku's full moon transformation and thus told him to never look at the full moon. However, one night Goku did, and he transformed into a great ape, causing him to unknowingly kill Gohan. After his grandpa's death, Goku stayed at his home, carrying out his daily life of survival. From a young age, Goku developed the impression that his birth parents abandoned him in the mountains as a baby, leaving him for Grandpa Gohan to discover.
Dragon Ball SD. At the time when Goku, Krillin, and 18 were children, Gero tried to kidnap the young Lazuli to turn her into an android. However, upon seeing Goku in the vicinity, Gero sends Android 9 after him, but Goku defeats him in a single blow.
Emperor Pilaf Saga. Goku is introduced in the Dragon Ball manga and anime at 12 years of age. Initially, he claims to be 14, but it's later clarified during the Tournament Saga that this is because Goku had trouble counting. As a young boy living in obscurity on Mount Paozu, Goku owns the Power Pole and the 4-star Dragon Ball, inheritances from his grandfather. One day after doing his daily chores, Goku is hit by a car on his way home after catching a giant fish. Having never seen a car before, he assumes it's a monster attacking him. When the driver shoots Goku with a gun, she becomes scared after seeing that it hardly does any damage and surrenders, revealing herself to be a human girl named Bulma. Goku states that he's never seen a girl before and that the only human he's seen in his life is his deceased grandfather. Goku takes Bulma to his house, where she ends up discovering his 4-star Dragon Ball. However, Goku doesn't want Bulma touching it since it's precious to him, so Bulma decides to let Goku join her on her quest to collect all 7 Dragon Balls to summon the dragon, not revealing to him that the Dragon Balls would be scattered across the Earth once they succeeded. Later that night, when camping in Bulma's capsule house, Goku is introduced to various technologies such as television, lights, and even a bath. Early the next morning, Goku's surprised when he learns a bit about the anatomy of women after he takes Bulma's underwear off while she's sleeping. Later that morning, Goku meets Turtle, whom he decides to take back to the ocean, forcing Bulma to come along. After defeating a bear thief who wants to eat the turtle, they make it to the beach where he meets his future master, the turtle hermit, Master Roshi. When the turtle hermit meets them, he rewards Goku with a flying cloud called the Flying Nimbus that only allows people of pure heart to ride it, with which Goku has no difficulty. Bulma also receives the 3-star Dragon Ball out of this in exchange for showing the old horn dog her underwear. However, she's actually nude because Goku had pulled them off the night before. 3 days later, Goku and Bulma end up in Aru Village, which is under the control of an evil shapeshifter named Oolong, who kidnaps the villagers' daughters. After Goku fails to impersonate Pocahontas in an attempt to find the location of Oolong's hideout, he decides to face Oolong head-on. After chasing him outside the village, Goku manages to capture him, forcing Oolong to give the villagers back their daughters. Afterward, they're rewarded the 6-star Dragon Ball, and Oolong is forced to join Goku and Bulma on their quests. While crossing the Diablo Desert on their way to Fire Mountain, Goku fights a bandit named Yamcha, who's friends with a former classmate of Oolong named Puar. Goku and Yamcha have a duel, and Yamcha is surprised when Goku brings out his power pole, learning that he's the grandson of the legendary martial artist Gohan. After nearly losing to Yamcha's Wolf Fang fist due to hunger, Bulma awakens, causing Yamcha to flee due to his fear of women. Later that night, Goku and the others stay the night in Oolong's house wagon, where Goku tells Oolong about the Dragon Balls while Yamcha and Puar hide outside and listen, also learning of the mystical spheres. The next morning, Goku fights Yamcha again after he destroys the house wagon and attempts to rob them. Goku knocks out his opponent's tooth, and Yamcha, in a false display of apology, gives them a car that secretly has a tracking device for him to follow. 2 days later, the gang ends up at Fire Mountain, where Goku ends up fighting the Ox King after he attempts to kill Bulma and Oolong. After Goku summons the Flying Nimbus, the Ox King stops fighting and tells Goku that the man who gave Goku that cloud is the same master that taught him. In an effort to douse the fire surrounding the Ox King's castle at the top of the mountain, Goku is sent to retrieve the Bancho fan from Master Roshi after picking up the Ox King's daughter, Chi-Chi. When they arrive at Master Roshi's island, he tells them that he accidentally threw the fan out and decides to come there himself to put out the flames. When they get back to Fire Mountain, Master Roshi uses a technique called the Kamehameha to put out the flames, unfortunately destroying the mountain as well. Much to Master Roshi's surprise, Goku immediately imitates the wave and makes one big enough to destroy their car. While Bulma and Oolong find the Dragon Ball in the rubble, Master Roshi asks that Goku trains with him after finishing his quest for the Dragon Balls. On their way to the last Dragon Ball, they take a break at a town which is ruled by a gang known as the Rabbit Mob. While there, Goku and Bulma get into trouble with the Rabbit Mob, but Goku defeats their leader, Monster Carrot, with the help of Yamcha. When they get back on the road, they're attacked by a robot piloted by Shu, who steals 5 of their Dragon Balls. Luckily though, Goku insists on keeping his 4-star Dragon Ball with him instead of with the rest of the Dragon Balls. Yamcha gives them a lift to Pilaf's castle to get them back. However, once they arrive, they get locked in a room filled with sleeping gas where Goku's 4-star Dragon Ball is stolen. When they wake up, Emperor Pilaf summons Shenron and tries to use the wish to rule the world, but his plan is foiled when Oolong interferes and wishes for a pair of panties after getting out from a small hole made by Goku's Kamehameha. After trying to escape, the gang is placed into a special cell that will fry them when the sun comes out. Goku ends up looking at the full moon that night, causing him to turn into a great ape and destroy the cell along with the rest of Pilaf's castle. Seeing Goku out of control in the ape form, Yamcha grabs Goku's tail and has Puar turn into a pair of scissors to cut Goku's tail off, causing him to revert to his normal form. The next morning, Oolong begins to speculate that Goku isn't a human, raising the question of whether he's some kind of space alien. Declining the offer of his new friends to come with them to West City, Goku bids them goodbye to train with Roshi. While flying off on the Nimbus, Goku cheerfully says that the world is an amazing place.
Curse of the Blood Rubies. This movie retells Goku's first journey and his battle against King Gurumes. He meets Bulma, who tells him of the 7 magic Dragon Balls. Soon he encounters the Gurumes army after they steal his 4-star Dragon Ball. During their journey, Goku and Bulma rescue a girl named Pansy from Oolong. While pursuing Oolong, Goku is attacked by Yamcha and Puar. After the battle against Yamcha, Pansy tells the group about King Gurumes and the Blood Rubies. They meet Master Roshi and Turtle as Pansy thinks the Turtle Hermit can help her village against Gurumes' forces. On Roshi's island, they're attacked by King Gurumes' army, and Goku witnesses Master Roshi performing a max power Kamehameha to defeat Gurumes' men. Afterwards, Goku successfully pulls off a Kamehameha of his own. Master Roshi turns down Pansy's offer to help, suggesting that Goku is more than enough to get the job done. Soon afterwards, Goku and his friends head to the land of Gurumes and fight head-on against his forces. Goku battles against Bongo in a mid-air battle, and after using his power pole to shatter the flying disc that he was standing on, he fights him again inside the castle. There he encounters King Gurumes himself. When he eats the Dragon Balls, Bulma summons Shenron and the wish is used to remove the Blood Rubies from the land. Peace is restored and Goku heads out on the Flying Nimbus, bidding farewell to his friends. Shenron no Nazo. After the events of the Emperor Pilaf saga, Goku enters a kung fu tournament and battles several powerful foes. Goku borrows the Dragon Radar from Bulma and heads out in search of his grandpa Gohan's keepsake, the 4-star Dragon Ball. He detects a ball in space and heads there, finding that Monster Carrot has set up an operation there. Goku defeats Carillion, who had been hired by Monster Carrot, and then Monster Carrot himself. Goku obtains a Dragon Ball, but it's not the 4-star, and so he continues searching. Goku returns to Earth to obtain the Dragon Balls, adventuring through 7 Island, a jungle ruled by Bimbo, and then finally goes to Kanpei Tower and fights the MB army to obtain the ball. After defeating the MB army general, who Goku and co assume had the Dragon Ball, they find out that he did not have it and head to the next room in the tower and encounter a robot. Goku defeats this and obtains the 4-star Dragon Ball, then making a wish.
Tournament Saga. After finishing his quest for the Dragon Balls, Goku leaves Bulma and the others in order to train with Master Roshi. Roshi agrees to train Goku, but only if he finds him a pretty girl. After failing to bring him a decent girl, another wannabe student named Krillin arrives on the island, also wanting to train under Roshi, and assists Goku.
Sleeping Princess in Devil's Castle. After Goku arrives at Kame House in order to begin training under Master Roshi, he meets Krillin and wishes to undergo his training. In order to do so, he and Krillin must first travel to the Devil's Hand in search of the Sleeping Princess. While at Devil's Hand, they fight against Lucifer and his demons. It's revealed that the Sleeping Princess is a large diamond, and Lucifer wants to use its power to destroy the sun. After being captured by Lucifer's men and encased in a wall, Goku looks at the full moons and soon undergoes a transformation into a great ape. His tail is once again removed after Puar transforms into a pair of scissors and cuts it off, causing him to revert to normal state. Goku and Krillin then fight against Lucifer, manage to defeat him, and he is then killed by his Devil Castle cannon in the process after Goku fires a Kamehameha that moves the cannon towards him.
After Goku fights off some police officers while Krillin cowers behind them, they finally return with a girl with a split personality named Launch. Satisfied with Launch, Roshi then brings Goku and Krillin to his special training island to train them. They're put through very strange training that seems like it has nothing to do with martial arts, such as milk delivering to increase stamina, construction work for strength, swimming away from killer sharks, dodging bee stings, all while wearing very heavy turtle shells. After the hard work, the two develop into two of the most powerful fighters on Earth. The huge boulder Roshi showed the boys much earlier they could not push, they can now push, much to Roshi's surprise.
Mystical Adventure. As they completed their training earlier, Master Roshi takes his students to a martial arts tournament held by the Mifan Emperor Chiaotzu. In a bar the night before, the gang helps Bora and Upa against the Mifan army, and Goku has a brief fight against Major Metallotron. The next day, Goku witnesses Yamcha's defeat at the hands of Bora and Bora's death at the hands of General Tao. Furious, Goku enters the ring and fights against Tao, but is defeated and blasted by a Dodon ray from Mifan at the top of Korin Tower where he meets Korin. Korin gives Goku some advice, saying that the reason he lost against Tao was due to being angry during the fight and he wasn't seeing things clearly, which causes Goku to see the error of his ways. At the bottom of the tower, Goku meets Arale and the Gachans. They take on General Tao and manage to defeat him by kicking the missiles back at him. Goku returns to Mifan and rescues Upa from Major Metallotron by flying straight through his midsection. After the defeat of Minister Shen, the gang uses the Dragon Balls to resurrect Upa's father.
After 8 months of training, Roshi brings them to Papaya Island to compete in the 21st World Martial Arts Tournament to test their training. Upon their arrival, Goku is reunited with his friends Bulma, Yamcha, Oolong, and Puar. Goku gets through the elimination rounds easily without even trying, even he's surprised at his remarkable new power, and makes it to the main tournament. In the tournament, he's put up against a Gira named Giran in the quarterfinals. Goku struggles with the beast when he's trapped in Giran's merry-go-round gum, but his tail grows back, causing him to break free and win the match, with Giran forfeiting from being scared of the young boy's power. In the semifinals, he's put up against a warrior named Nam. Goku and Nam take the battle into the air, and each is almost knocked off the ring. Just before Goku is knocked out by Nam's cross-arm dive, Goku dodges and kicks him out of the ring. In the final round, Goku battles with defending champion Jackie Chun, really Master Roshi in disguise. During the battle, Goku turns back into a great ape and starts destroying the stadium. Jackie Chun, who can't leave the arena because they're still fighting, destroys the moon to revert Goku to his normal form. The two continue their match, both losing their energy at a rapid rate. Goku ends up losing the match and learns that he should always continue to train because there's always people out there who are more powerful. Red Ribbon Army Saga. After coming runner-up in the World Martial Arts Tournament, Goku is told by Master Roshi that he should go out and see the world, and Goku decides that he'll use this opportunity to search for his grandfather's 4-star Dragon Ball. At the beginning of his quest, he helps save Nam's village by accompanying him to Giran's village in order to get the river flowing again. After completing this task, he decides to go skinny dipping in an oasis where he gets his Dragon Radar stolen by a homeless kid that sells it to an antique store in a nearby town. Once Goku gets there and gets his Dragon Radar back, he confronts Emperor Pilaf, who's holding the 4-star Dragon Ball. After chasing Pilaf to his flying fortress, Goku receives the ball, finding out that it's a fake. While following the radar signal, he ends up meeting back up with Chi-Chi, who had a wedding prepared for them. Goku and Chi-Chi quickly go together back to the Ox King's village to find that an organization called the Red Ribbon Army has attacked. Goku and Chi-Chi fight off the troops until they fled. Goku leaves Chi-Chi and the Ox King in a hurry to go and chase them. He ends up in the desert where he gets into Pilaf's flying fortress while the Red Ribbon Army was attacking it. After Pilaf's fortress is destroyed, Goku is caught in the explosion and wakes up in a forest where he meets a family of monkeys. After Goku finds the Dragon Ball, he battles Colonel Silver, who destroys his flying Nimbus. Goku easily defeats Silver and knocks him out with his tail. After seeing that the Dragon Ball he found was not his grandfather's 4-star Dragon Ball, he has one of the army's autopilot droids fly him to the next Dragon Ball. The plane crashes when the droid freezes and Goku freezes, unable to move. When he awakens, he hears that the Red Ribbon Army is there as well. Goku goes to their closest base known as Muscle Tower. Once he gets in, he easily takes out 3 soldiers and then battles an android known as Major Metalotron. Goku wins the battle when Metalotron's batteries die and proceeds to the next floor where he fights the ninja Murasaki. Goku easily defeats Murasaki and humiliates him, an example when Murasaki lands on Goku's power pole. Goku proves to be a difficult match for Murasaki and even his brothers, so he resorts to releasing Android 8, otherwise known as Eighter. Android 8 ends up befriending Goku instead of fighting him because he dislikes violence, allowing Goku to reach the top of the Muscle Tower. General White, the commander of the tower, resorts to having his pet monster, Bouillon, eat them. The creature gets frozen and destroyed. General White is defeated and Goku saves the Jingle Village chief while obtaining another Dragon Ball that Android 8 was hiding from the army. Goku finds out from one of the village elders that his Nimbus still works and decides to go to West City to have Bulma fix his Dragon Radar that broke. Goku arrives at Bulma's house, Capsule Corporation, and has her fix the radar. Bulma then decides to join Goku on his quest for his Dragon Ball using her new invention, the Microband. While still in the city, Goku meets back up with Yamcha, Oolong, and Puar. They decide to spend the day in the new theme park, Dreamland, where they were stalked by a thief hired by the Red Ribbon Army named Haski. After being tricked by her, she tries to get away with Goku's 2 Dragon Balls, but he captures her and gets them back. Goku and Bulma travel to the site of the next Dragon Ball, which was located at the bottom of the sea. Not having a submarine, Goku and Bulma obtain one from Master Roshi, who has Krillin join them. Under the ocean, they find a pirate cave, where they're chased by the Red Ribbon Army's strongest operative, General Blue. Goku defeated a pirate robot and a giant octopus named Octopapa, while Krillin and Bulma were being attacked by Blue. Goku arrives to save them, but Goku is stunned by General Blue's telekinesis. Goku was able to break free when a mouse scares Blue. While the cave began to collapse, Goku quickly grabbed the Dragon Ball and saved his mouse friend and barely escaped with Bulma and Krillin in an old submarine they found. When they arrived back at Kame House, General Blue arrives and uses his telekinesis to tie everyone up and seal the Dragon Balls, along with putting a bomb in the island to kill them. Luckily, Launch returned and set Goku free to get rid of the bomb and chase Blue. Goku ends up chasing General Blue to Gengoro Island, where he crashes in a strange town named Penguin Village. While there, Goku meets Arale Norimaki and the Gachans, who try to help Goku look for General Blue and the Dragon Balls. Arale introduces Goku to Taro and Akane, who seemed interested in his flying Nimbus. Goku searched through Penguin Village and asked many of the residents if they've seen General Blue. Arale takes Goku to her house to have Senbei fix his radar. While at the Norimaki house, General Blue shows up to steal Senbei's plane and fights Goku again. While using his telekinesis again on Goku, Arale surprises Goku by easily defeating him and headbutts General Blue far away. While Goku got his Dragon Balls back, he got his Dragon Radar stolen by Blue. Senbei's son Turbo uses his powers to create him a new one with parts from Senbei's plane so he can continue his quest. Goku's next location was the sacred land of Korin, where he defeats Captain Yellow and finally retrieves his 4-star Dragon Ball. There, he meets 2 of the land's natives, a powerful warrior named Bora and his son Upa. Seeing that their best soldiers had failed against Goku, the Red Ribbon Army turned to the world's deadliest assassin, mercenary Tao, to kill him. Tao arrives to Goku's location and murders Bora with ease. Goku then attacks him. Goku loses against Tao in the battle against the Dodon Ray, but survived because of the 4-star Dragon Ball in his shirt blocked the full force of the blast. While Tao decides to stay in town for a couple of days, Goku decides to climb Korin Tower to get the secret water of Korin. When he gets to the top, it takes Goku 3 days to snatch it from him. Goku drinks the water, yet doesn't feel any different, which Korin explained was not that the water made him stronger, but the training to try and get to it made him stronger. When Tao returns, Goku comes back and defeats him in battle by kicking one of Tao's grenades back at him, thrown after he pretended to give up. Feeling sad for Upa, who lost his father to Tao, Goku decides that he will defeat the entire Red Ribbon Army and gather the Dragon Balls to bring his father back to life. Goku travels to the main Red Ribbon Army headquarters to defeat them. While Goku's taking out several of the soldiers, Staff Officer Black kills Commander Red after learning that he just wants to be tall and not achieve world domination. Goku fights Black, who uses a battle robot. Goku kills him, defeating the entire army and gathering 6 of the Dragon Balls. When Goku leaves the base, he sees all of his friends just outside of it ready to help him. But Goku tells them that he already defeated them, greatly surprising everyone.
Path to Power. This movie retells Goku's first journey and his battles against the Red Ribbon Army. He meets Bulma for the first time and also meets Oolong, Yamcha, and Puar while they're in the desert. After a battle with Yamcha, Goku and his friends accidentally run into Muscle Tower, but Goku is able to defend them. While inside the tower, he defeats Major Metalotron and beats Android 8, befriending him, giving him the nickname Eighter. After taking the Dragon Ball from Muscle Tower, they meet Turtle on the road. After returning him to the sea and meeting Master Roshi, who gives him the Nimbus Cloud, they're attacked by General Blue and his forces from the sea. After seeing Master Roshi perform one, Goku releases a Kamehameha that nearly destroys all of the enemy forces. Goku is knocked out by a missile, and after Goku's friends are kidnapped by the army, he attacks the main headquarters. He attacks Staff Officer Black while in his giant battle jacket after he ruthlessly murders Ader in front of him. Goku snaps and releases a Kamehameha that destroys Black, putting an end to the Red Ribbon Army. Goku then uses the Dragon Balls to revive Ader.
Baba Saga. After Goku's victory against the Red Ribbon Army, he's still missing one more Dragon Ball to revive Bora, but for some reason, Bulma's Dragon Raider can't locate it. Roshi tells Goku about his older sister Baba, who can find anything. Goku sets out to Fortuneteller Baba's palace with Yamcha, Krillin, Appa, and Puar. Baba turns out to not be so generous, forcing them to fight her 5 strongest warriors to get their request. The first 2 warriors are taken care of by Goku's friends, but Yamcha is defeated by the 3rd warrior, Bandages the Mummy. Goku, the team's last fighter, takes him out along with the 4th fighter, Spike the Devilman, in Devil's Toilet. After that, Goku's put up against the 5th fighter, who seems very familiar to Goku and Roshi, who had joined the group as a spectator. The mysterious fighter ruthlessly whips Goku around with his tail until it simply rips off. Goku then wins the fight, and the 5th fighter is revealed to be his grandpa Gohan, who was brought back from the other world for a day. Baba reveals the Dragon Ball to be in a case Emperor Pilaf has. Goku confronts Pilaf in his new robot fused with Shu and Mai's robots and easily defeats them. With all the Dragon Balls in his power, Goku calls Shenron and revives Bora. After the wish is granted, Goku grabs the 4-star Dragon Ball before the others scatter. Goku prepares for the next World Martial Arts Tournament by going out into the world and training himself by the request of Master Roshi. Goku ends up meeting a girl named Chao and saves her village from 2 bandits known as Terror and Plague. He later stumbles into a city where he meets Chin Taiken, the master of the Chin Star School, and defeats Sky Dragon, the master of the Panther Fang School, for the title of Master of Martial Arts. Goku goes to Demon Land and saves Princess Misa from Shula with the help of Gola and Melee. Goku later chases after a monster named Inoshikacho that he later finds out is working with 2 martial artists named Tien, Shinhan, and Chaozu in scamming villages. Goku saves Inoshikacho when Tien and Chaozu betray him, and with the help of Tanman, he convinces everyone that he's good. After 3 years are up, Goku begins his travel to Papaya Island, but gets a little delayed when his new friend Konkichi gets into trouble with a gang. Tien Shinhan Saga. By the time the 22nd World Martial Arts Tournament starts, Goku is 15 years old, though he still looks younger than 10. Goku's strongest opponent is Tien Shinhan, a warrior trained by Master Roshi's nemesis, Master Shen, the Crane Hermit. Like Yamcha, Puar, and Oolong before them, Tien, along with his best friend Chaozu, will eventually side with Goku. In the preliminaries, Goku is set up against a champion from a previous world tournament, King Chappa. Goku easily defeats him and then goes on to defeat Pamput, a famous movie star, in the quarterfinals. In the semifinals, Goku is set up against his best friend Krillin and defeats him after a fierce battle. Goku moves on to fight Tien and his Crane School style in the final round. Midway during the match, Goku is repeatedly paralyzed and pinned down after Chaozu and his telekinesis technique at the orders of Master Shen. After Goku's freed from Chaozu's telekinesis, the match continues as normal until Tien decides to use his Tri-Beam attack to destroy the stage. In midair, Goku knocks out Tien by using a Kamehameha to swiftly propel him into Tien's stomach. Falling at the same rate, Goku hits the ground first after crashing into a van, leaving Tien as the tournament winner. King Piccolo Saga. Right after the conclusion of the 22nd World Martial Arts Tournament, King Piccolo appears in the scene. Goku accidentally left his belongings behind, and when Krillin went to pick them up at the area, he's killed by Tambourine, one of King Piccolo's mutated sons. Goku becomes angry and chases after him through the skies, but still being fatigued from the tournament, Goku is defeated by Tambourine and his flying Nimbus is destroyed. While trying to recover in the wilderness, Goku sees a giant fish and eats it, which belonged to a samurai named Yajirobe, who has a Dragon Ball. Symbol, another one of Piccolo's sons, is sent to get the Dragon Ball, but is killed by Yajirobe with his sword. After sensing Symbol's death, Piccolo orders Tambourine to find his killer. Upon seeing Tambourine again, Goku finally destroys him. King Piccolo feels this and arrives at Goku and Yajirobe's location, Yajirobe's prairie. Soon after King Piccolo arrives, he fights Goku. Goku knocks him down a couple of times. It's then revealed that Piccolo was holding back on his power, and then he swiftly defeats Goku with a Masenko attack, causing Goku's heart to stop for a short time. Piccolo then takes the Dragon Ball Yajirobe gave to Goku. Yajirobe takes Goku to Korin Tower to help him recover. Meanwhile, Tien, Master Roshi, and Chaozu try to stop King Piccolo from gathering the Dragon Balls, but fail, and the latter two die in the attempt. King Piccolo calls Shenron and wishes for his youth to be restored, giving him the power he once had. King Piccolo then destroys Shenron and goes on to King Furi's palace in an attempt to rule the world. Once Goku's healed, he heads out on a quest to find the Ultra Divine Water, a sacred liquid that unleashes the drinkers' hidden powers if they have any, or kills them. Goku drinks the water and survives, then heads off to King Furry's castle where he finds King Piccolo's newest son, Drum, assaulting Tien Shinhan. Goku steps in and defeats Drum, knocking his eyeballs out with one kick, and challenges King Piccolo to a battle. Goku overpowers King Piccolo, even throwing him into the castle. King Piccolo eventually goes to full power, despite it shortening his life, but still can't defeat Goku. King Piccolo fires his signature attack, the explosive Demon Wave, at Goku, but Tien saves him by flying into the sky, but Goku's leg is broken. Towards the end of the fight, King Piccolo uses Tien as a hostage, attempting to force Goku to surrender. Goku nearly resumes the fight despite the fact that Tien will die, thinking he could revive Tien with the Dragon Balls until King Piccolo tells him that he had destroyed Shenron. This leaves Goku at King Piccolo's mercy. Goku ends up with a broken arm and 2 broken legs as a result of Piccolo's onslaught. As King Piccolo takes to the skies for his final attack, Goku, full of rage over the fact that Krillin and Master Roshi are gone forever, launches himself at King Piccolo with one arm he had left, punching a hole through his chest and killing him. Moments before King Piccolo's death, however, he manages to spit out an egg far off in the distance that contains his final son and reincarnation, Piccolo Jr., to avenge his death and spread evil across the planet. Piccolo Jr. Saga. After Goku defeats King Piccolo, he goes to Korin Tower where Korin tells him about the Lookout and that Kami, being the one that created the Dragon Balls, may be able to revive Shenron. At Kami's Lookout, Goku overcomes Mr. Popo's challenge of speed, and Kami, the Guardian of Earth, brings the Dragon Balls back by giving new life to Shenron. Using the Dragon Balls, Krillin, Chaozu, and Master Roshi are resurrected. In return, Kami asks Goku to train with him and Mr. Popo for the 23rd World Martial Arts Tournament to defeat Piccolo Jr., who wants revenge on Goku for killing his father. Goku's training consists of defeating Mr. Popo, who proves to be stronger than King Piccolo, and for Goku to face a doll version of himself as a way of conquering his own self. With deep meditation, being still like a rock, but faster than lightning, Goku endures the toughest training of his life. During or after the training, Goku's tail is permanently taken off for the 3rd and final time by Kami, who then makes a wish to the Eternal Dragon for the return of the moon. At some point during this training, Goku trained in the hyperbolic time chamber, but was unable to last more than a month in it due to its intensity. Goku returns 3 years later at the age of 18, or 19, because he spent some time in the hyperbolic time chamber, to meet up with his friends and join the tournament and show that he's grown into a young man that no one recognizes. In the preliminaries, Goku is put up against King Chappa, who wants to avenge his loss from 3 years prior, but fails again. In the quarterfinals, Goku is matched up against an unknown female fighter who seems to know who Goku is and knows the fighting style that Master Roshi teaches. After Goku defeats her, she reveals herself to be Chi-Chi, whom Goku had unknowingly promised to marry years before, thinking marriage was a type of food. Before leaving the ring, Goku asks for her hand in marriage. In the semifinals, Goku is put up against Tien Shinhan to settle the score from the last tournament. Goku and Tien seem to be even until Goku removes his weighted clothing and becomes much faster, winning the match and leaving him against Piccolo Jr. in the final round. Before the fight starts, Piccolo had trapped Kami inside a bottle with the evil containment wave technique and ate the bottle, putting Goku at a stalemate. If he kills Piccolo, Kami will die too. The fight goes on for a while, but when the word spreads that Piccolo Jr. is the son of King Piccolo, the crowd flees. Goku encourages Piccolo Jr. to transform into his giant form, tricking him to fly into his mouth and to retrieve the bottle Kami was in. Afterwards, the stage is destroyed as they go into full battle. Goku seems to be doing well against Piccolo, using the Meteor Combination Rush, seemingly knocking him out, but Piccolo blasts a hole in Goku's shoulder, seriously handicapping him. Piccolo then makes sure Goku has no arms or legs to use, saying he will not make the same mistake his father did, letting Goku have one free arm to kill him with in the end. As Goku is about to die, he discovers how to fly and uses that energy to avoid one of Piccolo's attacks. He then finishes Piccolo off with the last amount of energy he has left with a full force headbutt to the chest, giving Piccolo a ring out, thus giving Goku his first and only tournament win. After Goku is declared victor, he gives Piccolo Jr. a senzu bean to keep Kami alive and give himself a good rival. After Goku defeats Piccolo Jr., he travels with Chi-Chi to the Ox King's village to prepare for their wedding. But fire erupts at the castle, trapping the Ox King inside the flames. Goku and Chi-Chi travel to find the Bancho flame that Master Roshi once threw away in order to put out the fire. When they find it, they're forced to fight Anin, a guardian of the border between the living world and the other world. Goku defeats Anin and returns with the fan, which successfully extinguishes the fire. Goku and Chi-Chi get married, concluding the original Dragon Ball series. Interlude. When Gohan was born, Goku, Chi-Chi, and Ox King were trying to think of a name for him. When they couldn't come up with a good name, Goku decided to go fishing but was yelled at by Chi-Chi and asks if Grandpa Gohan taught him any manners. All of a sudden, the baby starts to laugh and they decide to name him in honor of Goku's adoptive grandfather, Gohan.
Dead Zone. 4 years after the defeat of Piccolo Jr. in the 23rd World Martial Arts Tournament, Garlic Jr.'s henchmen show up at Goku's house in order to get the 4-star Dragon Ball that Gohan wears on his hat, subsequently injuring Chi-Chi and Ox King as well as kidnapping Gohan. Goku visits Bulma at Kame House so he can use the Dragon Radar to track down Gohan's location, but heads off toward Garlic Castle in the Red Sea. Soon after arriving, Kami appears, and while he fights Garlic Jr., who has recently used Shenron to ask for immortality, Goku heads into the castle where he confronts the 3 henchmen. When Piccolo appears in order to get his revenge against Garlic Jr. and his minions, Goku takes his battle with Nikki and Ginger outside, where he promptly kills the two after firing a Kamehameha at them. Goku and Piccolo team up to battle Super Garlic Jr., and after removing their weighted clothing, they're able to stop him. Thinking Garlic defeated, they start to fight with each other due to Piccolo wanting to settle the score. In the middle of their duel, Garlic Jr. comes back and opens a portal to the Dead Zone, trying to suck everybody in. Gohan gets angry at seeing Goku in danger and, unconsciously releasing his power, pushes Garlic Jr. into the Dead Zone, sealing him inside. Surprised to see Gohan's power, and then later that he didn't realize that he had done so, Gohan decides not to tell Chi-Chi about what happened.
Saiyan Saga. In the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, Goku is 24 years old and is still living at Mount Paozu in a newly built house near his old house with his wife Chi-Chi and their 4-year-old son Gohan. After saving Gohan from falling down a waterfall, Goku drops by the Kame house with his son to introduce him to Bulma, Master Roshi, and Krillin. All seems to be well, but suddenly, Goku senses a huge power nearby. The new threat arrives from space. Raditz, Goku's older brother. Raditz reveals to Goku his Saiyan heritage and informs him that he was originally sent to Earth to destroy the planet's inhabitants and prepare it to be sold, but had forgotten about it due to his head injury as a baby. When Goku refuses to carry out his forgotten mission, Raditz delivers a single kick to Goku's ribs, knocking him down, and kidnaps Gohan, giving Goku an ultimatum. Raditz will kill Gohan unless Goku kills 100 humans within the next 24 hours, and leaves them on the beach. To defeat Raditz and save the Earth, Krillin and Master Roshi offer to help, but Goku doesn't accept their request due to the fact that if they die again, they can't be brought back since they've already been killed. Piccolo, who had been listening to Raditz's speech while hiding behind the Kame house, asks Goku to help him fight this new being, so they join forces. When Piccolo and Goku find Raditz with Gohan locked up in his space pod, Goku gives Raditz one last chance to free his son, but Raditz refuses. Goku and Piccolo both take off their weighted clothing to begin their fight. Even with their combined strength, Raditz still holds the upper hand. With the help of Gohan unleashing his inner powers to attack Raditz and weaken him, Goku and Piccolo come up with a plan to win. Goku makes the ultimate sacrifice by holding Raditz in place so Piccolo can kill him with the powerful special beam cannon, which manages to kill both Raditz and Goku. Just before he dies, however, Raditz informs Piccolo and Goku that 2 even more powerful Saiyans, Vegeta and Nappa, are on the way to Earth and will arrive in 1 year. With Krillin by his side, Goku dies and Kami takes him to Otherworld, where King Yenma tells Goku to take Snake Way to the planet of King Kai for additional training to defeat the Saiyans. During his journey, in Filler, he encounters and escapes Princess Snake and even manages to escape Hell after accidentally falling off Snake Way. When Goku finally makes it to King Kai's planet, he mistakes King Kai's monkey, Bubbles, for the king himself, and follows the monkey's actions until he meets the real King Kai. He's even given ridiculous challenges before he starts his training, including having to tell King Kai a joke, catching Bubbles, and smashing his pet cricket Gregory on the head with a heavy hammer. Due to the planet's higher gravity, Goku struggles with the challenges, but eventually completes them. After that, Goku masters several new techniques and increases his strength considerably. His friends on Earth manage to wish him back to life using the 7 Dragon Balls, but due to a miscalculation on King Kai's part, he forgot to take into account the time it would take to get back. He still must travel back down Snake Way, which King Kai estimates will take about 2 days at Goku's current power level in order to reach Earth and join the battle against the Saiyans, which was already underway and going badly for the Z-Fighters. By the time Goku arrives, Yamcha had been killed by a Cyberman, Chaozu had self-destructed in a failed attempt to kill Nappa, Tien Shinhan had killed himself by putting all his strength into a final but futile Spirit Tri-Beam, and Piccolo had sacrificed himself to save Gohan from a powerful attack launched by Nappa, which inadvertently killed Kami as well. Goku arrives on the scene, saving Gohan with the Nimbus Cloud from Nappa's power, and when he's informed by Krillin that everybody else had died in the battle, Goku goes in a rage, powering up, surprising Vegeta with his new power.
It's over 9,000!
Much to everyone's surprise, Goku had become powerful enough to defeat Nappa without much difficulty, avoiding Nappa's attacks, and taking Nappa's ultimate, the Break Cannon, head-on without a problem. Vegeta tells Nappa to stand down and tells Nappa to back down before he does, but he goes after Gohan and Krillin. When Nappa is about to kill Krillin and Gohan, Goku defeats him by using Kaioken Finish, but Vegeta is the one that kills him at the end. Knowing he will have to battle the more powerful Vegeta, Goku requests to move to an isolated location and Vegeta agrees. Before battling, Vegeta tries convincing Goku to join him, but Goku refuses because he's content on Earth. As the battle unfolds, they seem even. Vegeta gains the upper hand with even the Kaioken not working. Goku, in a desperate attempt, powers up to Kaioken times 3 and overpowers Vegeta, causing Vegeta to go in a rage and attempt to destroy the planet with a Gallic gun. Goku's Kaioken Kamehameha and Vegeta's Gallic gun blasts collide, and Goku beats Vegeta in the beam struggle by going Kaioken times 4, however causing his body great pain. When Vegeta returns, he transforms into a great ape using a power ball, and Goku realizes he's the one who killed his grandfather, and apologizes for it, hoping for forgiveness. After a long battle, Vegeta is eventually defeated by Goku's Kaioken and Spirit Bomb techniques, and the timely intervention of his remaining companions Krillin, Gohan, and Yajirobe. However, Goku had been brutally beaten to near death, with his legs getting crushed and broken by Vegeta in his great ape form. After the fight, Krillin attempts to take Vegeta's life using Yajirobe's katana, but is stopped by Goku, who convinces him to spare his life to give him a second chance at changing his evil ways, and hopes to have a rematch one day. After the battle with Vegeta, Goku is severely injured, to the extent that even the act of orderlies changing bandages was more than enough for him to undergo severe screaming fits out of agony that were loud enough for people immediately outside the ER to hear him. And Korin is out of senzu beans, so Goku has to stay behind in Wukong Hospital with Chi-Chi while Gohan, Krillin, and Bulma go to planet Namek to find the Namekian Dragon Balls in order to revive their fallen friends.
The world's strongest. After Master Roshi and Bulma are kidnapped by Dr. Kochin and the Biomen, Oolong visits Goku at his home and tells him what happened. Goku goes to Dr. Wheelo's fortress using the Flying Nimbus to save them. Goku overcomes several of the fortress defenses and battles against Misokatsun, though his rubbery body gives him trouble. Goku charges straight at his stomach and uses the Kaioken in order to fly through him. After defeating him, Goku next encounters Ebifuria and Kishime and ends up encased in ice. He's saved from a finishing blow due to the arrival of Gohan and Krillin, but after they end up in trouble, Goku frees himself from the ice using the Kaioken and swiftly defeats the two Bio Warriors. Heading further into the fortress where they find Bulma, Goku is approached by a brainwashed Piccolo. The two battle until the device shatters and Piccolo gains control of himself. When Dr. Wheelo enters the battle, Goku fires a Kamehameha alongside Gohan, Krillin, and Master Roshi, though it has no effect. After seeing his son get taken down, Goku uses the Kaioken times 3 and briefly gains an edge, and he attempts to finish off Dr. Wheelo with the Kamehameha, but gets overpowered until he uses the Kaioken times 4 and sends Dr. Wheelo upwards into the air, though he survives. Just as Dr. Wheelo is planning to fire a blast that will destroy the Earth, Goku forms a spirit bomb that he uses to destroy him and save the planet. The Tree of Might. Goku is bathing in a barrel outside of his house with his son when a dragon that Gohan had befriended named Icarus shows up. Chi-Chi says that he can't keep it and demands that he take it back to the mountains. Goku, however, shows Gohan a small cave nearby where Icarus can reside. At his home with the rest of the dragon team present, King Kai contacts them and informs them of the Tree of Might and the danger it possesses to the planet. The group head out to the tree and try to destroy it with a combined blast to no avail. The Dragon Team are confronted by the Turles Crusher Corps, but when Turles appears and forcibly transforms Gohan into a great ape, Goku tries to get him to see reason while also avoiding his mighty blows. Gohan appears to calm down when Icarus appears, and an annoyed Turles goes to kill him, though Goku saves him by firing a blast that removes Gohan's tail and returns him to normal. Though most of the Z-Fighters are defeated, Goku is able to best all of them using the Kaioken technique. Turles is far stronger, but Goku gives a fair fight. However, after Turles eats the fruit from the Tree of Might, Goku starts to lose ground. Goku attempts a Spirit Bomb while the Z-Fighters divert Turles' attention, but it's too weak due to the tree having absorbed too much of the planet's energy. Goku tries once again, this time taking the energy from the Tree of Might itself, and he's finally able to destroy both Turles and the Tree of Might. Afterwards, he goes on a camping trip with his friends. Lord Slug. When news reaches that an asteroid is heading for Earth, Goku and Krillin head out to slow it down, not wanting to destroy it, knowing that it is inhabited. The two fire Kamehameha waves at it, but fail as they are blown away by the fierce winds produced by the near clash of the planet with Earth. The asteroid in reality is home to Lord Slug, a very old Namekian that travels from planet to planet with his army. Lord Slug starts terraforming Earth to his liking and learns about and gathers the Dragon Balls in order to recover his youth. Soon after this, Yajirobe finds Goku and Krillin, gives a Senzu Bean, and then they head to the location of Lord Slug. Goku appears to save Gohan from Metamacha and Angela, who he kills with ease. The final battle against Lord Slug is left in the hands of Goku, and Slug starts taking the upper hand using the power of darkness. However, an angry Goku transforms into a pseudo Super Saiyan, allowing him to thrash Slug around, but the form only lasts for a brief period. Slug transforms into a giant version of himself to outclass Goku and chases him around the city. But thanks to Piccolo's help, Slug is subdued by his weakness, his extremely sensitive hearing. While Slug is distracted, Piccolo gives what little strength remained in him to Goku. Thanks to Piccolo, Goku is able to use the Kaioken times 100 and charges straight through Slug's midsection to seemingly defeat him. Goku begins to head upwards to destroy the terraforming generator, but Slug, still alive, latches onto him. Goku, now above the clouds, charges up a spirit bomb, which he launches at Slug, sending him backwards into the generator, destroying them both. Having saved the world once again, Goku joins his friends.
Frieza Saga. After a few weeks in the hospital, Goku learns from Master Roshi that Gohan, Krillin, and Bulma have run into trouble on planet Namek, a fully healed Vegeta and the Frieza Force whose leader is more powerful than Vegeta. Thankfully, Yajirobe delivers Korin's new batch of senzu beans and gives one to Goku, which heals him completely. Goku then uses Dr. Brief's new spaceship, which he constructed from Goku's original attack ball, to travel to Namek as well. During his 6-day trip to Namek, Goku uses the ship's artificial gravity machine to train himself for his upcoming battles. He starts off at 20 times Earth's gravity and eventually works his way up to 100 times. However, King Kai advises him to steer clear of Frieza, claiming that he's the strongest being in the universe and that Goku would stand no chance against his evil might. Arriving on Namek, once again, Goku enters a battle already in progress, this time saving Gohan, Krillin, and Vegeta, who teamed up with the others, from the assault of Recoome, a member of Frieza's elite fighting squad, the Ginyu Force, who were called to dispose of the three. Goku heals the three of them with senzu beans and shows his new powers by defeating Recoome with one elbow to the stomach, and then takes on Birder and Jace together. Goku fools them into thinking his power level is only 5,000, because Goku rose his power in only the instant he attacked or defended. After dodging Jace and Birder's attacks, Goku then takes out Birder, but is taken by surprise by the leader of the Force, Captain Ginyu, who has the ability to switch bodies with anyone he sees fit. After a little sparring, Goku powers up in front of Ginyu, with his power level scaring Ginyu and Chase, as it was much higher than theirs. Critically injuring himself, Captain Ginyu then swaps bodies with the more powerful Goku, but can't fully control his new body and power. Vegeta takes this chance to battle him, seriously injuring Goku's body. Goku manages to get his body back after intercepting a beam sent by Captain Ginyu to swap bodies with Vegeta. Goku's body, worn out and beaten, uses a medical machine inside Frieza's spaceship, taking several hours to heal. When he emerges, once again, it's time to join a battle in progress, where Vegeta meets his doom against Frieza. Goku hears Vegeta's tearful departure speech about the torture Frieza inflicted on Vegeta and the Saiyans, and buries Vegeta and gives his respects. In anger, he declares that he will defeat Frieza in the name of the Saiyans and Namekians he's killed. Goku and Frieza's battle begins, with Goku still having a decent amount of confidence in his abilities. Goku and Frieza start off evenly matched, but Frieza gains the upper hand after powering up to 50% of his full power. Goku's confidence transforms into frustration and fright at Frieza's power. Even with Frieza giving himself handicaps, such as not using his hands, Goku still cannot outmatch the tyrant. After Goku combines Kaioken times 20 and his Kamehameha to no effect, Frieza starts pummeling Goku, but Goku remembers his Spirit Bomb ability and decides to gather energy, leaving himself open. Piccolo, who had been resurrected and was transported to Namek to help, Gohan and Krillin attempt to distract Frieza from Goku so he can gather the energy. Finally, with all his might, Goku launches the attack, which hits a struggling Frieza and seemingly destroys him, along with a good portion of Namek in a devastating explosion. Worn out, Goku begins to laugh, along with his friends who believe Frieza had been defeated, but even the large Spirit Bomb fails to kill Frieza. However, when Frieza kills Krillin and critically injures Piccolo, Goku, in anger, taps into his inner power reserves and transforms into a Super Saiyan. After ordering Gohan to escape Namek with Piccolo and Bulma, Goku battles Frieza again, and at first easily outmatches him with his newfound power. Goku then taunts Frieza into going to 100%, saying how due to the damage sustained in his 70% form, he won't be able to hold on to his full power for long. After Frieza attempts to destroy Namek, Frieza finally goes to 100% power. At first, it seems that Frieza has outmatched Goku, but then Frieza is shocked to hear that Goku was holding back and was relieved that it wasn't his full power. As time goes on, Frieza begins to lose his stamina and his power levels drop like a stone. Goku then states he no longer wishes to fight Frieza because he says it's pointless. Goku then flies off and lets the Space Tyrant go. In desperation and frustration, Frieza uses his Death Saucer attack, creating 2 pink Destructo Discs and began throwing them at Goku. Goku moves too quickly for the attack and maneuvers himself so that Frieza is in between him and the discs. Goku yells a warning to Frieza, but Frieza is too slow and is cut in half, losing an arm in addition to his legs. The weak tyrant begs Goku to help him. Goku, believing that Frieza doesn't deserve to be forgiven or spared, gives him some of his energy as a show of mercy. Bitter at his defeat, Frieza uses it to launch a powerful energy wave at Goku. Goku notices the blast and fires an angry Kamehameha at Frieza, defeating him. Goku then flies the Frieza spaceship and presses buttons to try to cause the ship to fly. However, it doesn't work and Frieza's spaceship falls into the lava. Frieza-Androids Interlude. Goku quickly escapes Namek using one of the Ginyu Force space pods. The pod takes Goku to planet Yardrat, which was going to be the Ginyu Force's next target. His friends, who were teleported to Earth by a wish made by the Namekian Dragon Balls, believe him to be dead. However, months later, when they attempt to revive Goku and Krillin by warping them to the check-in station, they learn that Goku is alive. When they decide to transport him back to Earth, he declines, stating that he'll return later. While on Yardrat, Goku learns a new technique called the instant transmission. 2 years later, Goku returns to Earth where he's confronted by Trunks, the half-Saiyan son of Vegeta and Bulma from the future. The teenage Super Saiyan had just killed both Mecha Frieza and his father King Cold a few moments before Goku's arrival. Trunks then tests Goku's Super Saiyan strength in battle by assaulting him furiously with his sword, which Goku knocks away multiple times with one finger, albeit charged with energy, claiming that he knew Trunks would not use his full power. Satisfied, Trunks gives Goku medicine for a heart virus that he will contract 1 or 2 years later, telling him to use it when he starts feeling the virus's effects. Future Trunks also warns him about 2 androids that will threaten the Earth in 3 years. Goku, Gohan, and Piccolo then spend the next 3 years training for this new threat. However, Future Trunks' visit somehow alters the onset of the virus, so it doesn't manifest during those 3 years, 6 months prior to the android's arrival. Seeing no point in using the medicine when nothing appears to be wrong with him, Goku stopped taking it.
Cooler's Revenge. Goku, Gohan, Icarus, Krillin, and Oolong go on a camping trip in the woods when Cooler, Frieza's brother, comes to Earth with his troops in order to avenge his brother by defeating Goku. Goku battles against Cooler's armored squadron by himself, even gaining an advantage over them until he sees Cooler, who he mistakes for Frieza. When Cooler attempts to blast Gohan, who has shown up to back up his father, Goku tries to protect him and as a result is blasted in the back, causing him to be seriously injured. Gohan takes him to hide in a cave and goes to get Senzu beans to help him recover, while Cooler's troops try to find them. On his way back, he's attacked by Cooler's henchmen, but Piccolo stalls them long enough to let Gohan get a bean to Goku. Salza ultimately caught up with Gohan and destroyed the bean container, which caused Goku to express disbelief before passing out in despair, although he did manage to get another bean due to Yajirobe supplying Gohan with a free one earlier. After healing, he steps out to confront Cooler. Salza, who was also nearby, punches Goku in the jaw to no effect. Goku powers up, with the Force sending Salza flying and charges straight at Cooler. Goku then fights Cooler, first in the air and then underwater, seemingly evenly matched, or with Goku having a slight edge. Cooler explains to Goku that he's found a way to surpass his brother and transforms into his 5th form, where he greatly gains the upper hand even with Goku using the Kaioken. On the verge of defeat, Goku remembers his fallen friends and turns Super Saiyan, where he becomes so strong that Cooler can hardly phase him with a punch. An angered Cooler powers up Supernova Cooler, which pressures Goku and pushes him backward, but Goku retaliates with a Kamehameha, which pushes the Supernova back to Cooler, sending him out into space and into the sun, where he's killed. After the battle, a heavily drained Goku is surprised and helpless when Salza emerges from the rubble, but he's soon killed by Piccolo's special beam cannon.
Android Saga. 3 years later, 2 androids, Dr. Gero as Android 20 and Android 19, appear and attack a city. The Z-Fighters confront them and Yamcha is first to be attacked, having been impaled by Dr. Gero's hand and having his energy stolen. However, he's saved by the use of Senzu Bean, and the Z-Fighters lead the 2 killing machines out of the city to fight. Despite being a Super Saiyan, Goku is bested by Android 19 when he begins to drastically weaken from the heart disease he was warned of, which starts manifesting itself during the fight. Like I said, Goku's an idiot! However, Vegeta, who's now a Super Saiyan as well, manages to save Goku before he can be defeated by the androids, and after toying with it for a bit, destroys Android 19 with ease, enjoying the battle greatly. Yamcha takes Goku to Chi-Chi to get the medicine that will save his life from the killer virus. Meanwhile, the rest of the Z-Fighters learn from Trunks, who has returned to help them fight the androids, that history had somehow been altered, and that the androids of his time, future Android 17 and future Android 18, had not been the ones that they were fighting. Soon after, Dr. Gero states he will unleash number 17 and number 18, and he flees from the battlefield. They try to stop Dr. Gero from activating them, but fail. However, once Dr. Gero activates 17 and 18, they are revealed to be unruly and kill him, and activate another android, Android 16, as well, who was solely created to be Goku's assassin.
The return of Cooler. Sensing that New Namek is in danger, Goku and his friends travel there in a spaceship in order to help their Namekian friends. After getting there, they discover that Cooler was saved by the Big Gete star from his destruction and is now back as a machine, leading an army of robots that have enslaved the Namekians. While the Cyclopean guards manage to defeat and capture Goku's friends, Goku tries to fight Metacooler, but is no match for Cooler's new powers. He attempts to use the Kaioken, but still proves to be at a disadvantage, and his instant transmission is revealed to also be a technique that Cooler can use. Even after turning Super Saiyan, Goku fails to gain the upper hand due to Cooler's rebirth ability. When Goku is caught up in a chokehold, he's saved by Vegeta, who also turns into a Super Saiyan. Eventually, the two are able to combine their powers and stop Metacooler. Unfortunately for them, thousands of copies of Cooler appear, who proceed to knock down and capture the two Saiyans. They awaken to find themselves tangled up in front of the Metacooler core. Cooler tries to steal the Saiyans' energy to give more power to the Big Gete star, but Goku and Vegeta are able to overload it by sending all of their energy at once. They thus destroy the star and the robot army, and Goku and Vegeta manage to blast the last remains of Cooler. Super Android 13. Goku goes with Chi-Chi and Gohan on a shopping trip in the city, and later stops at a penthouse restaurant to eat, and they meet up with Krillin, Future Trunks, Master Roshi, and Oolong. They're suddenly attacked by two androids, Android 14 and Android 15, who were created by Dr. Gero's supercomputer, with their only goal being to destroy Goku. Goku confronts the two in the skies above the city, but fighting 2 against 1, he is at a disadvantage. When Trunks arrives to assist him, the two decide to move away from the city lest it be destroyed and head to the Arctic. The fighting begins once again, and Goku is pummeled upon until Android 13 appears. While Future Trunks takes on Android 14 and 15, Goku battles against Android 13, with Gohan and Krillin arriving at the arena to aid them. Goku is able to hold his own well, but is continually at a disadvantage. Soon after, Vegeta shows up and takes on Android 15. The 3 Saiyans transform into a Super Saiyan. Vegeta and Future Trunks manage to destroy their respective androids, but the more powerful 13 remains standing and absorbs their computer chips and power cells, causing him to transform into Super Android 13. Goku is completely overwhelmed by the powered-up android and blasted into the ocean. There he begins to gather energy to create a spirit bomb while the others are able to buy him some time. Wanting to get more energy, he turns Super Saiyan, which makes him accidentally absorb the spirit bomb. However, he is able to punch Super Android 13 and channel his energy into the attack, making the android explode. Afterward, Goku and his friends go to the hospital to tend to their wounds.
Cell Saga. While the Z-Fighters try and fail to stop the androids, Piccolo, who had recently fused with Kami, discovers a new threat named Cell, a large biological life form created by Dr. Gero, made with DNA taken from Goku, his allies, and foes they fought in the past. Cell was designed to absorb androids 17 and 18 in order to achieve a perfect state, kill Goku, and conquer the cosmos. Cell hunts down the androids and absorbs Android 17, transforming into his second stage. Meanwhile, Goku heals from his sickness and takes Gohan, Vegeta, and Future Trunks to the hyperbolic time chamber at Kami's lookout to obtain a year of training in 1 day under heavy gravity and incredibly volatile temperatures. Vegeta and Future Trunks go in first, and while Goku and Gohan enter the time chamber next, go to find and fight Cell. While in the chamber, Goku gets to Super Saiyan 3rd grade, and Gohan believes that Goku can beat Cell with his power. However, Goku explains that his speed has decreased in that form, and the power to keep the form is too much. Goku realizes that half Saiyan hybrids like Future Trunks can turn Super Saiyan, so he trains Gohan intensely and helps him become a Super Saiyan as well. During this training, Goku notices that the potential Gohan has can easily surpass Goku's own powers, especially after Gohan managed during their training to transform into an unprecedented Super Saiyan level before losing consciousness during a training session, and that, if he cannot kill Cell, Gohan will. While Goku trains, Cell absorbs Android 18 and reaches his perfect form thanks to Vegeta's interest to fight Cell in his perfect form. Vegeta was easily defeated when he challenged Cell, as did Trunks, who failed because his new Super Saiyan 3rd grade form had too much muscle mass to hit Cell quick enough, a flaw Goku noticed in the chamber. After Goku and Gohan finish their training, Cell announces that he will be holding the Cell Games in 10 more days, in order to give a chance to anyone who wants to challenge him. For 10 days, Goku and Gohan stay on Earth to train and relax while maintaining their Super Saiyan form the the entire time. Goku also uses this time to travel to New Namek to ask Dende to be the new guardian of Earth, as Piccolo had fused with Kami in an attempt to stop Cell, and the fusion had made the Dragon Balls useless. After Dende creates new Dragon Balls based on the old ones, Goku searches for those reactivated Dragon Balls in order to use them after they defeat Cell to correct everything Cell had put wrong.
Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan. Goku is in a suit in order to help Chi-Chi with getting Gohan in a school, repeatedly being told what to say to the interviewers so they can leave a good impression. During the interview, he's contacted by King Kai, who warns him about the appearance of the legendary Super Saiyan and the damage he has already dealt to the South Galaxy. Apologizing to Chi-Chi for having to leave, Goku teleports to King Kai's planet. There, after being fed a 10-course meal, he's told that this new Saiyan is even stronger than Goku, and he becomes excited. After King Kai points him in the right direction, Goku teleports around the galaxy, trying to focus on the legendary Super Saiyan's ki, eventually arriving on new planet Vegeta, with him accidentally being punched mid-instant transmission by Krillin as the latter was showing off. There, Goku met several of his friends, including Vegeta, who had been brought there by a Saiyan called Paragus. He also meets his son, Broly, who begins to lose control upon seeing him due to deep-down hatred of him stemming from traumatic events relating to his birth. During the night, Broly attacks Goku, who is forced to defend himself, but before Broly can get too out of control, Paragus appears and uses a device to calm him down. They eventually discover that Paragus' son, Broly, is in fact the legendary Super Saiyan. Broly breaks free of his father's control and attacks Goku and the Z-Fighters, who are no match for him. Goku is the last one standing, and all the beaten fighters give their energy to Goku, including Vegeta after some convincing. Goku then uses all the power that the Z-Fighters gave him to power one punch, defeating Broly. Goku escapes with his friends using instant transmission just before the asteroid destroys the planet. Upon returning home, he tells Chi-Chi that his favorite hobbies are reading and sports, the same phrase that Chi-Chi wanted Goku to say at the school interview. She then faints out of exasperation. Plan to eradicate the Saiyans. In this special, Goku and his friends go to investigate a gas called Destron, which has been accumulating on Earth and is slowly killing living beings. The gas is coming from 4 different points, but before splitting up to cover them all, Goku and the Z-Fighters are attacked by some weird monsters. Goku discovers that the Destron gas is also preventing them from using energy attacks. Goku goes to the Grand Apron and destroys the generator there after defeating its guardians, and after rejoining his friends, they destroy the last remaining generator in the Land of Ice. However, another one appears in the Western capital, so the Z-Fighters travel there to destroy it too. While there, they have to fight the Ghost Warriors of Frieza, Cooler, Turles, and Lord Slug, and eventually defeat them. However, in order to destroy the generator, they have to travel to the Dark Planet and defeat Dr. Lychee. After some trouble, they reach the Dark Planet and discover that everything was a ploy from Dr. Lychee to avenge the Tuffles that were destroyed by the Saiyans years ago. Dr. Lychee releases his ultimate creation, Hachiyak, and after a long fight, Goku and his friends defeat them. This destroys the last remaining generator on Earth.
After 10 days had passed, the Z-Fighters head to the Cell Games. After the supposed strongest person on Earth, Mr. Satan, is easily defeated, Goku offers to be the first Z-Fighter to fight Cell, believing that he's no match for the villain in order to truly test Cell's abilities. Goku finds himself almost equally matched, but still at a disadvantage against a heavily suppressed Perfect Cell in every way, and can't seem to gain the upper hand after many attempts. Even after trying the instant Kamehameha, a combination of the instant transmission and Kamehameha, which destroys Perfect Cell's upper half, he watches in horror as the android regenerates easily, thanks to Piccolo's cells in his body. After getting tired and worn out, Goku decides to give up and leave the battle to Gohan, whom he's convinced has the hidden power necessary to defeat Cell. Gohan then states that Goku had been holding back, only to learn he had not, leading to the conclusion that Gohan may be stronger than Goku, who is fighting at full power. Gohan then powers up to a point where his energy eclipses even Goku's, and fights with Cell, but half-heartedly. After Gohan tells Cell that when he gets angry, he gets much stronger, Cell starts to get curious and tries to force Gohan's inner powers out of him by making his children, the Cell Juniors, attack Gohan's friends and his father. All the Z-Fighters can't beat the Cell Juniors, including Goku, who is worn out from his battle with Cell. After Android 16 attempted self-destruct on Cell, who blasted him, 16 asks Mr. Satan to bring him, his remaining android head, to Gohan, and he then tries to convince Gohan that fighting is sometimes needed. When Cell destroys Android 16's head, this triggers a change in Gohan, forcing him to ascend to Super Saiyan 2, a form in which he greatly surpasses Perfect Cell even after the behemoth decides to unleash his earth-shattering full power, and a furthered up powered up power-weighted form, which Gohan easily overcomes to the point of forcing him to regurgitate Android 18 because of the damage he had sustained. When a beaten Cell tries to destroy the Earth as a last resort, Goku is forced to step in with his instant transmission technique when Cell is about to trigger his self-destruction. He teleports them both to King Kai's planet where he's killed by the explosion Cell caused, along with King Kai and his pets Bubbles and Gregory. However, Cell reconstructs himself as Super Perfect Cell, a trick even Cell himself didn't know he had, and uses the recently learned instant transmission to go back to Earth. Goku then motivates Gohan from the other world to help fuel Gohan's Kamehameha wave against the reconstructed Super Perfect Cell, which, after a lengthy beam lock, successfully obliterates him. After Cell's defeat, Goku insists that he should stay dead, even though they could resurrect him, because he's attracted too many problems to Earth, like Frieza and the Red Ribbon androids. Goku decides it will be safer for Earth if he doesn't return, and Earth has Gohan to protect it if needed.
Bojack Unbound. While a dead Goku is hanging around with King Kai in the other world, the Z-Fighters enter a tournament on Earth, which was hijacked by the alien mercenary Bojack. He'd been freed from his imprisonment when Cell made King Kai's planet explode thanks to Goku. The Z-Fighters are unable to defeat Bojack and his band, and when Bojack starts to bear hug Gohan to death, Goku teleports to Earth using instant transmission, somehow against the rules of the dead, which allows him to appear briefly and punch Bojack away. Goku then tells Gohan to protect the Earth and unleash all the anger and power he had in him. Goku then vanishes back to the other world. Not sure if he really saw his father, Gohan is nevertheless encouraged enough to release his power and defeat Bojack.
Great Saiyaman Saga. During a filler portion only seen within the anime, Goku is shown on Snake Way with King Kai, Bubbles, and Gregory after the battle with Cell left the Great King without his planet. King Kai insists they head to the Grand Kai's planet to go see the Grand Kai and enter the Otherworld tournament. The winner would be trained personally by the mighty Grand Kai himself. When they arrive, they confront King Kai's rival, the West Kai, accompanied by his strongest fighter, Pikkon. Grand Kai instructs Pikkon to travel to Hell and stop Cell, Frieza, King Cold, and the Ginyu Force from causing havoc. Goku accompanies Pikkon to the fight and takes down the Ginyu Force, only to be astonished when Pikkon takes down Cell with ease, and proceeds to fell Frieza and King Cold with one blow. Upon his return to King Kai, Goku is welcomed by many of King Kai's powerful warriors, such as Olibu, who was once the hero of Earth. During the tournament, Goku easily makes his way through the tournament by defeating Caterpie of the South Kai, Arqua of the East Kai, and Maraiko of the West Kai. Goku then faces off with Pikkon in the finals. After a long fight, they're both disqualified on a technicality, but the Grand Kai allows them both to train under him. Over the next 7 years, while Goku is training in Otherworld, he achieves Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3, the latter of which boosts his power even beyond his already powerful Super Saiyan 2, but delivers an excruciating strain and immeasurable ki consumption. 7 years later, Goku is given special permission to return to Earth for one day to participate in the 25th World Martial Arts Tournament, which he knows Gohan, Vegeta, Trunks, and his youngest son Goten will be attending. Upon his return, he meets his second son Goten, who had been born after his death in the Cell games, and Videl, Gohan's girlfriend from his high school, who's the daughter of Mr. Satan, the fraud who received the credit for saving the world from Cell.
Broly, Second Coming. Due to being long dead, Goku doesn't appear until he's brought back in spirit form after Goten thinks to himself, "I wish Dad was here," and Shenron grants the wish. Goku aids Gohan and Goten in their Kamehameha clash against Broly and his Omega Blaster. After helping his sons defeat Broly, he vanishes and returns to the other world. Bio Broly. Goku makes a brief appearance, shown eating while being given a message by Bubbles, saying that he and Pikkon have to go to Hell and calm Broly down because he's on a rampage, but Goku decides to finish his meal first.
World Tournament Saga. Goku was going to be set up against Vegeta in the 6th match, finally able to settle the rivalry, but had to be postponed because Videl was beaten badly by the supposed weakling Spopovich, who, along with Yamu, is controlled by the evil wizard Babidi. While Gohan is matched up against Kibito, the assistant of Shin, who is in the tournament as well, Spopovich and Yamu both steal Gohan's Super Saiyan 2 energy. Shin and Kibito introduce themselves and about the plans of Babidi, who wishes to bring destruction and terror across the universe by bringing back his extremely evil monster puppet by the name of Majin Buu. The Z-Warriors follow Spopovich to Babidi's ship, where they're ambushed by Dabura, the powerful ruler of the Demon Realm, who kills Kibito and turns Krillin and Piccolo to stone. Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, and Shin enter Babidi's ship, and they take turns defeating each of his minions in each of the rooms of the ship, their power leaving Shin in awe. Goku fights Yakon, who absorbs his energy, but Goku kills him by overpowering him and exploding him. While Gohan is against Dabura, Vegeta complains that he could do better. When Babidi hears that, he possesses Vegeta through the evil in his heart and turns him into Majin Vegeta, making him evil once again. They're transported back to the tournament where Vegeta blows up part of the stadium, killing many people to force Goku into a fight. Albeit reluctantly, Goku agrees. Goku and Vegeta are both transported to a deserted landscape for them to settle their battle, while Gohan and Shin continue on to stop Babidi. Goku and Majin Vegeta have an earth-shattering battle which gives more than enough energy for Majin Buu's awakening. Although they're evenly matched at Super Saiyan 2, Goku isn't surprised Vegeta has pushed his limits in training over the past 7 years. However, Goku is horrified when Vegeta admits he allowed Babidi to take control of him so he can reawaken the evil in him and defeat Goku, who condemns Vegeta for using this as an excuse for betraying his family. Majin Buu Saga. The battle between Goku and Vegeta abruptly ends when Goku senses that Majin Buu has been released and pleads with Vegeta to help him defeat Majin Buu. Vegeta refuses to listen even when told Majin Buu will kill his family, but Goku punches him down for bluffing. In a false show of agreement, Vegeta knocks Goku out from behind while he's getting a senzu bean out of a bag. Vegeta then eats the only senzu bean left and flies off to face Majin Buu alone. Upon awakening, Goku could sense neither Vegeta nor Gohan anywhere and comes to the conclusion that they have been killed in the battle, when actually Gohan was narrowly saved by the badly injured Supreme Kai, and only Vegeta died in a vain attempt to try and eradicate Majin Buu. He heads to Kami's lookout and is healed by Dende, who confirms that Vegeta sacrificed himself in an attempt to destroy Majin Buu. After transporting everyone to the lookout, he tells the bad news to them. With the little time he has left on Earth, with the help of Piccolo, he decides to teach Trunks and Goten the fusion dance, which he learned from Metamorans while in the other world, so that they may form one immensely powerful being that might stand a chance against Majin Buu. After finding out that the Dragon Radar is still in West City and Majin Buu is about to cause more destruction, Goku decides to distract him while allowing Trunks to head into West City and retrieve the Dragon Radar before it's destroyed along with everything else in West City by Majin Buu. Otherwise, they will never be able to find the Dragon Balls. Goku teleports to Majin Buu's location and shows him and everyone, via Babidi's telepathy, the incredible power of the new Super Saiyan 3 form, whose energy could be sensed all the way to Supreme Kai's planet. Goku then engages in a fight with Majin Buu, whom he overpowers blow for blow. Amazingly, Majin Buu is still having a good time and enjoying the fight, even forcing Goku to narrowly deflect an imitated version of his own Kamehameha, which chips over a tenth of the Earth. He later states that he probably could have won, but that he wanted to leave it in the hands of Gohan, Trunks, and Goten because he won't be there forever, and that they need to have a shot at saving the universe instead of a dead fighter. Unfortunately, the action of sustaining Super Saiyan 3 to briefly fight with Buu shortens Goku's time on Earth, and he's forced to return to the other world.
Fusion Reborn. Goku is fighting with Piccon in the Otherworld tournament ring when Janemba appeared and the barriers between dimensions were disrupted. Because Otherworld was no longer isolated from the physical plane, those who had died were able to walk amongst the living. Goku used instant transmission to go to King Yema's check-in station with Piccon, and saw the first form of Janemba sitting on the station's roof. Eager to engage Janemba in battle, Goku gleefully left Piccon behind to free Yema, much to Piccon's dismay. Goku was soon forced to use Super Saiyan 3 to combat Janemba's unique arsenal of techniques. At Super Saiyan 3, Goku made quick work of Janemba, only to be outclassed when Janemba transformed into a smaller, fiercer demon. Vegeta soon arrived on the scene, no longer being confined to Hell due to the disruption of the dimensional barriers, and was persuaded by Goku to attempt the fusion dance. Their first attempt failed and produced a fat Veku. Due to sheer luck, they were able to survive against Janemba until the fusion expired. After regrouping, Goku and Vegeta were able to fuse properly while Piccon distracted Janemba. Gogeta appeared as a Super Saiyan and destroyed Janemba with ease. Later, Goku and Vegeta are seen standing at the Blood Pond, where Vegeta vanishes and goes back to Hell. Goku hopes that they can see each other again, but like in the series, Vegeta only tells him we're never fusing again.
Once Goku has returned to Otherworld, he learns that his son Gohan is not dead, but in fact training with Shin on the Kai planet, teleporting there only to just miss having his head removed by Gohan practicing with the Z-Sword. Gohan has been training with the legendary Z-Sword, and to test its strength, Shin summons a block of the densest metal in the universe, Kachin, as testing material. Goku throws the cube at Gohan, expecting the Z-Sword to slice the block in half. Instead, the sword snaps in half, and from it emerges Old Kai, who tells them that he will fully unlock Gohan's potential with a ritual. Through a crystal ball, Goku watches the fight between Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks and Super Buu with much anticipation, amazed that the two boys who, alone, could only access the Super Saiyan state achieved Super Saiyan 3 so quickly when fused. As Gotenks is about to finish Super Buu after a lengthy battle, he reverts to his base form and quickly defuses. Gohan, after having his hidden power released, then arrives, effortlessly thrashing Buu with his newfound powers, but Super Buu escapes by self-destructing until Goten and Trunks can fuse again an hour later, and he then absorbs Gotenks and Piccolo, gaining the upper hand. When Gohan fails due to Super Buu's stolen powers, Old Kai gives his life to Goku so that he may return to Earth to help Gohan. Goku is also given Potara earrings so that he can fuse with Gohan in order to create an unmatched warrior that would easily destroy Buu without even the need to transform according to Old Kai. When Goku arrives on the battlefield, much to the surprise of Gohan and Super Buu, he cuts Super Buu in half with a Destructo Disc and tosses one of the earrings to Gohan. Gohan misses for the grab, and Goku tells Gohan to hurry and find the earring. He stalls Super Buu, fighting as a Super Saiyan 3. After the fight, Gotenks diffuses inside Super Buu, and his power drops to almost a third of his original power. Goku states that he's not much of a threat anymore, and realizes that they can easily beat Super Buu. However, Gohan is absorbed when Super Buu catches him off guard. At this moment of despair, the newly resurrected Vegeta appears, and Goku asks him to fuse with him. Vegeta refuses, and the two briefly battle Super Buu but fail miserably. Goku then tells Vegeta that their families and friends have been killed and begs for Vegeta to put their differences aside so they can save the Earth. Vegeta finally agrees, and the two of the most powerful remaining Saiyans fuse to become Vegito. Vegito then easily thrashes Super Buu, even with Gohan absorbed. Super Buu tries every technique and attack he's got against the fused Saiyans, but Vegito manages to dodge all of them without much trouble. After a lengthy fight, the mighty Vegito wins easily. However, supposedly due to Vegeta's arrogance and not simply finishing Buu off, Vegito is eventually absorbed by Super Buu, with a Saiyan shield protecting him. However, it's later revealed that he chose to be absorbed on purpose because he wanted to rescue his friends and family before killing Super Buu. Inside Buu, Vegito automatically separates into the two Saiyans supposedly due to the properties of Super Buu's digestive system. While in the stomach, Goku is attacked by enzymes that quickly cover his body, making him sticky and burning him in pain. While Goku struggles to get enzymes off, a roundworm shows up. Goku is almost eaten by the roundworm until he finally blasts the enzymes off his body. After traveling through Super Buu's body, Goku and Vegeta reach Super Buu's brain, where they find Gohan, Trunks, Goten, and Piccolo, unconscious but still alive. After freeing them and having to fight Super Buu inside his own body, Vegeta decides to remove the unconscious fat Majin Buu from Super Buu. Despite pleas from Super Buu, Vegeta pulls the fat Majin Buu free, and Super Buu undergoes another transformation. Goku and Vegeta then escape from Super Buu's body with the newly rescued Z-Fighters. Super Buu then transforms back to his original form, Kid Buu. Outside, Goku rescues Mr. Satan, his dog Bee, and Dende, but fails in saving Gohan, Goten, Trunks, and Piccolo before the newly transformed Kid Buu destroys the Earth in an extreme show of power. Vegeta previously stopped him from doing this with a much smaller blast that he could still take out the planet, but then charged a huge ball they could not deflect in response. Kibito Kai teleports in and saves Vegeta, Goku, Dende, and Mr. Satan by bringing them to the sacred world of the Kai. After regenerating, Kid Buu sets out to find Goku and Vegeta by copying Kibito Kai's instantaneous movement technique. When Kid Buu finds them, Vegeta and Goku have a rock-paper-scissors match to see who fights first. Goku wins and fights Buu. In the anime, he starts the fight as a Super Saiyan 2, but eventually transforms into a Super Saiyan 3. When he's a Super Saiyan 3, he fights evenly with Kid Buu for a short time, taking the advantage often. However, Goku had failed to account for the strain that fighting in a living body would have on him, and soon becomes exhausted. He attempts to gather up his strength while Vegeta distracts Buu in his Super Saiyan 2 form, getting mercilessly beaten in the process. But his Super Saiyan 3 transformation drains him of his energy reserves, and he soon loses the ability to maintain the form. At Vegeta's suggestion, Goku begins gathering energy for Super Spirit Bomb that would employ all the available energies of the Earth and its occupants. He does this to have the Earth save itself for once. Using King Kai's telepathy, Vegeta speaks to the newly revived people of Earth and begs for everyone to donate power to Goku's Spirit Bomb, which they're hesitant to do. Everyone on New Namek and the Otherworld gives energy for the Super Spirit Bomb, and possibly many other planets as well, along with Goku's close friends. Meanwhile, Fat Majin Buu, while trying to hold off Kid Buu, falls in battle, leaving a battered Vegeta to protect Goku while he forms the Super Spirit Bomb. Eventually, Mr. Satan finally convinces everyone on the newly regenerated Earth to give Goku all the energy he needs to destroy Kid Buu once and for all. With a contribution of power from Earth, Goku launches the Super Spirit Bomb, but as impossible as it seems, Kid Buu actually stops the Spirit Bomb and slowly begins to push it back at Goku. Vegeta realizes Goku used the rest of his power to gather and form the bomb and has nothing left to defeat Buu. Using the last wish from the Namekian Dragon, the first two were spent restoring Earth to its normal condition and then reviving all those who died since Babidi's arrival except the evil ones, Dende wishes for Goku's full power to be restored. With his power restored, Goku powers up the Super Spirit Bomb even more, transforms into Super Saiyan, and stops Kid Buu's forward progress, and the Super Spirit Bomb comes back to Kid Buu. After several moments reflecting over the events that led to this moment, Goku makes one last wish to himself, that Kid Buu be reborn as a good being so they can fight again one day. With the blessing of Earth's residents, Goku destroys Kid Buu. After Dende heals Goku and Vegeta, they find Majin Buu still alive. Vegeta attempts to finish him off, but Goku convinces Vegeta to spare him. They're then teleported back to Earth and rejoice with their families, with Goku announcing he has come back to life again. 6 months after the defeat of Kid Buu, Goku summons Shenron to erase Majin Buu from the Earthlings' minds. Later, Goku shows up late to Bulma's party due to him watching over dinosaur eggs.
Nekomajin. Goku makes an appearance in the last chapter of Nekomajin, searching for his student Nekomajin Z, to help him fight an enemy that neither him, Ox King, Chi-Chi, Goten, Pen, or Oob can beat. Goku flies out to find Z, but has a hard time sensing his power. Eventually, he accidentally stumbles upon Z's friend, who attempts to trick him into getting his photo taken with a koala. In actuality, it's just Z in a costume for money. Z immediately recognizes Goku as his martial arts teacher and puts his gi back on. Goku then requests to see how strong Z has become and engages him in a battle. The two are fairly equal in their base forms, so Goku transforms into a Super Saiyan. Z immediately takes on his Super Nekomajin form as a counter. However, Goku pulls out a cat toy which Z cannot resist. Goku reveals that the fight was a farce and he actually just wanted to test how cat-like Z was. He then reveals that there is a foe that he and his family could not deal with. The three head to Goku's house with instant transmission, where they're greeted by Goku's family. They all head to a storage shed where Goku reveals that the enemy is a rodent. Unimpressed, Z deals with this foe and then he and his friend leave. Wrath of the Dragon. Goku tries to open a magic music box that Gohan had gotten from Hoi, but he cannot open it. So they go and find the Dragon Balls to summon Shenron. Goku finds his Dragon Ball at a zoo where he jumps into a lion's den in order to retrieve it, where he was attacked by them but entirely unharmed. When Shenron opened the box, Tapion came out, but because Tapion was freed, the upper half of Hirudegarn was also freed. At night, Goku attends a barbecue with his friends at Capsule Corporation. The next day, Tapion went to Trunks' home and Bulma made him a house out of the same material as the music box, so Tapion could sleep without worrying about Hirudegarn. But when Tapion went to sleep, Hirudegarn escaped and found his lower half, thus making him one monster again. When Goku, Gohan, and Goten try to attack him, it is ineffective because Hirudegarn is too fast. Later, Gotenks is formed, and he gets Hirudegarn down, but it only made him transform and Hirudegarn knocks Gotenks out. When there was almost no hope left, Goku transformed into Super Saiyan 3 and started to fight Hirudegarn. When Trunks wanted to help Goku, he said that he wanted to handle Hirudegarn alone. Goku notices Hirudegarn's weakness, that its intense emotions drain its energy, leaving it open to attack. He taunts Hirudegarn, which causes it to become angry. Dodging one last punch, Goku strikes with his Dragon Fist and defeats the monster for good. Goku then joins the others as they bid farewell to Tapion. The return of Son Goku and friends. 2 years after Kid Buu's defeat, Goku becomes a farmer. Goku questions why he's working when his family is supported by Mr. Saiyan, but Chi-Chi says he must do hard work like a normal human. Goku and his family are invited by Mr. Satan to come to the opening of his hotel. When he gets there, he first has a little food competition with Vegeta, when they feel the key of two beings heading for Earth. They appear to be Gurei and Tarbal, the little brother of Vegeta. Tarbal tells them that two strong enemies and former servants of Frieza are coming to Earth. Goku wants to fight them, but the other fighters want to fight too. They agree to pick radishes, a game that declares the one with the longest radish as the winner, which is Trunks. When they get back to the hotel, Abo and Kado arrive. Goku tells Goten that he may help Trunks with his fight. Goten and Trunks defeat Abo and Kado, so Abo and Kado merge into Akka, with Goten and Trunks becoming Gotenks to even it out. Goku and Vegeta intervene after Akka launches a Super Wahahanoha. Goku tricks Vegeta so he can fight alone and then goes Super Saiyan to do a Kamehameha that dissipates Akka's attack. After that, Goku punches Akka in the gut, thus making him split up. Afterward, they resume the banquet, this time with the addition of Abo and Kado. As they eat, Goku and Vegeta begin to argue and turn Super Saiyan. It ends with everyone happily watching the argument except for Chi-Chi and Bulma.
God of Destruction Beerus Saga. 4 years after the defeat of Kid Buu, Goku is working as a farmer in order to gain money on Chi-Chi's demand. Sometime later, while plowing the field, Goten appears with lunch for Goku, and Goku tells Goten to work the tractor while he eats. After he finishes eating, Goku starts training in Super Saiyan. However, Goku's training distracts Goten, causing Goten to fall off the mountainside. Goku uses instant transmission to save the tractor and Goten, and explains that he needs to watch what he's doing so that he can train in case a stronger foe than Kid Buu appears. Later that day, when Mr. Satan arrives to offer Goku 100 million Zeni as a way of saying thank you for helping him defeat Buu, Goku initially declines, not understanding how large a sum 100 million Zeni actually is, and tells him to give it to Vegeta, but Mr. Satan says that the briefs are richer than he is. Goten reminds Goku that if he gave Chi-Chi all of the money, he could go train with King Kai. At Mr. Satan and Goten's recommendation, Goku accepts the offer, and after talking with Chi-Chi, transports to King Kai's planet to start training. When Goku arrives at King Kai's planet, he causes King Kai to crash into his house. After the crash, King Kai makes Goku food and starts rebuilding his house. While King Kai wasn't enjoying rebuilding his house, Goku was explaining to King Kai that he's there to train in 10 times the gravity of Earth. King Kai says to Goku that he's an important figure and the most important of all Kais, but Goku sees King Kai as a friend. Goku changes clothes to a blue and white tracksuit and starts his training. Goku hears his name in a conversation between King Kai, Old Kai, and Kibito Kai to keep Goku away from the god of destruction Beerus. To distract Goku from the conversation, King Kai brings up how he's responsible for his death. After being successfully distracted, Goku continues his training. Goku remembers that he's missing Bulma's birthday party and gets scared of what she might do. Goku starts to notice that King Kai was acting strange and wonders why, but King Kai keeps it to himself. King Kai asks Goku to go to Bulma's party or he might lose friends, but Goku refuses. Goku fires a Kamehameha on King Kai's planet, causing his house to fall apart again. With King Kai frustrated, he slips the name Beerus and sparks Goku's interest. King Kai starts to explain to Goku Beerus' role in the universe, and this interests Goku even more. King Kai senses Beerus' ki getting closer and encourages Goku to not do anything reckless, and also tells him to hide in his house. Goku, who, having stayed hidden in King Kai's house, is still noticed when Beerus needs to speak with him. Beerus asks Goku if he's heard of the Super Saiyan God, but Goku denies. Beerus is disappointed and asks him if he was the one who defeated Frieza, and Goku claims that he did so as a Super Saiyan. Goku's power is examined by Beerus, and he says that he couldn't have beaten him unless he transformed. Goku is curious about Beerus' power and asks him to have a battle with him, which Beerus accepts. Goku immediately transforms into Super Saiyan and charges Beerus, but he shows no effort towards Goku. Goku quickly bores Beerus, making him want to leave. Goku turns Super Saiyan 2, which surprises Beerus that Goku managed to surpass his limits. They both continue to fight, but Beerus constantly dodges Goku's punches and kicks. Goku wanted to pause the battle for a moment to ask Beerus if he could fight back instead of dodging. Beerus agrees and says that he will attack back if Goku manages to show more of his power. Even after agreeing, Beerus dodges his attacks. Goku continues to throw punches, putting holes through King Kai's planet. Goku transforms into Super Saiyan 3 and charges with full force, managing to get punches on Beerus. A Kamehameha was shot towards Beerus, but was blocked by his finger. Goku began to feel intimidated by Beerus and attacks him once again. He notices his hits aren't landing and that Beerus let him get hits on him. A final Kamehameha misses Beerus and goes through King Kai's planet. Beerus has enough and promptly defeats Goku with ease before taking off for Earth. With Goku lying on the ground in agony, he remarks about the comments Beerus made about the Super Saiyan God. He still wants to fight Beerus and suggests fusion with Vegeta, but still doesn't think that's enough. Goku is given a senzu bean by King Kai and recovers. Goku wants to go to Bulma's birthday party, but King Kai, Gregory, and Bubbles won't let him, so Goku decides to wait it out on King Kai's planet. After the battles of the Z-Fighters and Beerus, Beerus decides that he should destroy planet Earth. Goku intervenes before he does so and asks for time to summon the Super Saiyan God. Beerus allows this, and Goku summons Shenron to ask him if he knows about the Super Saiyan God. He tells them how to create one, proceeding to speak the procedures required to make one before disappearing. Goku, along with Vegeta, Goten, Trunks, and Gohan, attempt to channel their powers over to Goku, but they only succeed in increasing his power. Whis notes that they need 6 righteous Saiyans, and Videl soon steps up, announcing her pregnancy. They then attempt the ritual once more, this time with Videl. With 6 righteous Saiyans' powers combined, the ritual was reattempted. After a lengthy procedure, he has finally become a Super Saiyan God. Goku and Beerus both ascend into the sky. Goku is yet to get a hold on his great power and attempts a few attacks on Beerus that fail, but he slowly comes to grasp this new power. To measure his power, Goku charges a Kamehameha and launches it at Beerus, who effortlessly evades it as the blast explodes in the sea. Beerus then attacks the Saiyan, showing him the difference between them. However, Goku, while slowly getting used to his new power, manages to grab Beerus' fist, demonstrating that he can now see his moves. Beerus complements his power and proceeds to launch an energy ball at Goku, who despite struggling, is able to throw it off. Goku charges up before attacking Beerus after a successful punch that aggravates the deity. An angered Beerus attempts to fire back, but is surprised when Goku evades his fist, locking the god in his arm and then flicks him in the forehead, continuing to chop him at the neck, similar to how Beerus defeated him at King Kai's planet. Beerus comments that he didn't expect him to be the type who'd carry a grudge. Beerus then announced that henceforth, a battle between the gods will continue. Goku uses the afterimage technique to hit Beerus in the abdomen. The two fight on par, with both throwing rapid punches. Beerus decides to launch a sphere of destruction at Goku, in which he compresses the blast. The gods exchange several attacks towards each other, and Goku notices that Beerus isn't using his full power against him. Goku is blasted several times by Beerus and is blown onto the island. Goku is pounded on by the destroyer until Goku headbutts and punches him. Goku is launched into the air and is repeatedly hit until he reaches the stratosphere. Goku is immobile until Beerus tries to motivate Goku to use his full power. Beerus creates an atomic bomb and kicks it towards Earth. Goku decides to blast it with a one-handed Kamehameha, leading Beerus to create multiple and fires them. So Goku powers up a Kamehameha to blast them all. Goku is impaled through his abdomen by Beerus, which makes him think he's found the wrong warrior to fight. Goku falls down into the ocean and starts to think that he didn't know a person that strong could have existed. In that moment, his body starts to heal with the power of Super Saiyan God, and Goku launches from the ocean back to the stratosphere. Goku states that the power of Super Saiyan God is raising his power and wants to continue the battle. After an attempt to chop Goku's neck fails, they both agree to not use any cheap tricks. Goku and Beerus charge their ki and rush towards each other to clash their fists. This clash leads to shockwaves throughout the universe, of which could destroy the planets, the stars, the universe, the gods, and themselves. Goku and Beerus continue to clash even though Goku is contacted by Kibito Kai to stop. Goku and Beerus clash one last time, however it's cancelled out as Goku used the same amount of power and attacked at the same angle as Beerus. The two continue to battle until Beerus throws an atomic bomb attack at Goku, and he returns a Kamehameha. The collision of the blast caused more shockwaves, and Goku continues to surpass his limits using the Super Saiyan God's powers. Goku is struggling in the ki clash until Beerus eventually nullifies the energy that was being exerted. Goku is told that he did so using 100% of his power. Goku and Beerus continue exchanging blows, and Goku's power has been increasing during his battle as stated by Beerus. Eventually, Goku's Super Saiyan God form expires due to having a time limit, but he still possesses the power. Goku reverts into his Super Saiyan form, but is still able to get hits on Beerus. Goku and Beerus continue fighting as they go toward Earth. Goku is struggling to keep up with Beerus even though he has the God power. As Beerus is holding out his hand, Goku charges him and punches his hand, leading them to the stratosphere again. Goku starts to fade out of his Super Saiyan form, and Beerus flicks Goku as an end to their battle. Goku, however, as he's falling toward Earth, doesn't take this as a loss and thinks of his family and friends, fueling him to continue showing off his power. Goku creates a fully powered Kamehameha, and Beerus throws an atom-like blast. The collision of these two create a sphere of destruction. Goku is struggling to counter Beerus, leading him to punch the energy sphere and destroy the blast. As a result, Goku falls towards Earth and Vegeta catches him. Goku tries to convince Beerus not to destroy the Earth. As Beerus is ready to destroy the Earth, he fires a ki blast at Bulma's ship, but misses because he falls asleep. Whis takes off with Beerus, but before he does, he thanks Goku for entertaining Beerus. Goku has a big meal and hears the news of Gohan becoming a father. Goten asks him how it felt becoming a god, and Goku responds that he didn't actually become a god and that he doesn't like it. Goku tells Vegeta that he'll become the next Super Saiyan God, but Vegeta tells him that he'll surpass him, Beerus, and the Super Saiyan God. But Goku mocks Vegeta for the My Bulma situation, and Piccolo points out that Goku had been watching the fights because he teleported to Earth. Goku says that he couldn't think of anything.
Golden Frieza Saga. Goku wants to train on King Kai's planet, but has to continue farming because Chi-Chi has used the 100 million Zenny up already. Goku tries to get his tractor fixed by Bulma, but no one's at home. He passes by Satan City, where he sees a match between Mr. Satan and Galbi. Mr. Satan volunteers Goku to take his place because he's scared to fight. However, Goku has to go because he sees Chi-Chi and Piccolo. At night, Goku returns home where he sees Goten and Chi-Chi. Goku's hungry but doesn't want to go in because he doesn't want to be in trouble. While Goku's farming, Krillin arrives to see him and wonders how strong Goku's gotten, and asks to be punched by him. Goku does so and sends Krillin flying through buildings and across land into a boulder after Goku fails to catch him. He takes him back to his place to rest and get treatment by Android 18. Goku wants to become stronger so he doesn't fall behind. When nobody's around, he has his training session. 6 months later, Pan is born, and Chi-Chi doesn't want her to be a fighter like the rest of the family. Goku is brought by Goten to persuade Chi-Chi to come out so Gohan and Mr. Satan could speak with her. After Bulma arrives, she mentions that Vegeta has been training on Beerus' planet with Whis. Goku smashes through Gohan's library and asks Bulma for Whis' next return, and she says that he'll return in a month or two. Goku waits impatiently, interrupting Bulma while she's doing activities. She eventually gives him a phone to get in contact with him when Whis shows up. Eventually, Bulma calls and tells him that Whis has arrived on Earth. Goku goes to Capsule Corp, and Whis agrees to take Goku to train with him after he's finished eating. Goku starts annoying Whis to hurry up. As Whis finishes, he's ready to leave, but Chi-Chi approaches to scold him. Goku rushes to leave with Whis so he wouldn't get in trouble. When Goku and Whis reach Beerus' planet, he's happy to see Vegeta and notices that he's gotten stronger since being trained by Whis for 6 months. Goku has to do chores with Vegeta and helps him change Beerus' sheets. When they get into Beerus' room, Goku's amazed and demands to remain quiet, so Beerus won't wake up. While changing Beerus' bed sheets, Goku gets attacked by Beerus several times, and at one point, Beerus had Goku in a leg lock. Goku lifts Beerus so Vegeta could change his sheets. Goku and Vegeta continue doing housework all over Beerus' planet. Once finished, they begin training with Whis. Whis gives Goku a new gi, and the two are given weights to train with. Later that day, before going to sleep, Goku tells Vegeta that he doesn't want to do housework, but he still wants to keep training. The next day, Goku and Vegeta are sparring against Whis. Their match is stopped because they lack the speed to keep up. Whis starts to tell Goku and Vegeta their weaknesses and says that Goku is too calm in his fights and could lead him to fail in the end. When Frieza is revived, Goku senses a huge power from Earth and doesn't know what it is, but Vegeta tells him to ignore it. Later, Goku and Vegeta spar with each other under the supervision of Whis, and they accidentally tap into a new power-up briefly. They eventually see Beerus, who's awoken, and tell him they came to train with Whis and only want to get stronger. While training, Goku and Vegeta are seized by Whis because they were just throwing blows at each other. Beerus points out that Goku and Vegeta have gotten stronger and wants to fight them. Goku says that he and Vegeta are still below Beerus in power and are no match for him. Beerus suggests sending Goku and Vegeta to that place so they can train to get stronger quicker. While in there, both of them can't move until Vegeta figures out that they shouldn't have their ki leaking out. They also recognize that the place they're in is similar to the hyperbolic time chamber, but filled with godly ki and has no signs of an exit. While sparring, Whis brings them back out because Beerus wants more pizza, but finds that Goku and Vegeta ate it all instead. Beerus is furious with them, so he chases them into the woods. Whis finally sees Bulma's message about Frieza coming back, but the time it'll take for Whis to get Vegeta and Goku to Earth will be 35 minutes, so Goku uses instant transmission to get to Earth, but he can't sense anybody's ki. When Gohan fully powers up into a Super Saiyan, Goku teleports himself and Vegeta to Earth, where Goku flicks away a beam that was shot at Gohan from Frieza. Goku congratulates Gohan for summoning them, and also tells him that he'll wish Piccolo back with the Namekian Dragon Balls before teleporting his body to the lookout. Frieza begins to explain his torturous times in Hell, then leaves his hoverpod to further power up to combat Goku. Goku wishes that he goes first against Frieza because Vegeta has taken out Ginyu. Frieza is waiting for Goku to transform into a Super Saiyan, but Goku says that power is not needed yet. Goku and Frieza simultaneously walk towards each other and begin a power struggle. The power struggle eventually explodes, and they continue fighting. Then, Frieza commences to pull dirty tricks on Krillin and Bulma. Goku saves Krillin the first time, but when trying to save Bulma, Frieza lands a blow that sends Goku falling towards the ground. After colliding again, Goku warns Frieza about attacking the others, and he's only fighting him. While Goku is fighting Frieza, he gets kicked in the back by Vegeta. Goku and Vegeta begin fighting each other. Frieza breaks up their fight to ask Vegeta to question his loyalty. Frieza wants to get his revenge on Goku, so he wants Vegeta to wait a little longer. Goku and Frieza decide to reveal their true power to each other. Goku unleashes his new power, Super Saiyan Blue, and Frieza questions if he just went Super Saiyan, but Goku says that he's a Super Saiyan with the power of a Super Saiyan god. Goku urges Frieza to show him his new power, and after one more trick, Frieza transforms into Golden Frieza. They restart the fight, firing ki blasts at each other until it leads to an energy clash between the two's energy beams that results in an explosion. After a seemingly even conflict, Frieza gains the upper hand and knocks Goku to the ground, leaving the Saiyans surprised with how Frieza caught up to his power like it was nothing. After Beerus' arrival, the two resume their duel once more, with Frieza gaining the upper hand, leaving Goku exhausted and critically injured. Goku refuses to give up, which leads Frieza to hurting him more, until Goku bites his tail, but once again the fight leads him to being knocked to the ground. Vegeta suggests switching places, but Goku insists that he's almost got him. Goku warns Frieza to leave before the tables turn due to his weakness before resuming the fight. It would seem that Frieza has finally won until Goku resists Frieza's finishing punch, saying that he finally reached his limit, and punches Frieza back hard. Goku explains Frieza's weakness. He came to Earth as soon as he unlocked his golden form, therefore he's burning more stamina and power than his body can regulate, and should have gotten used to it first before exacting revenge. Frieza tries to punch Goku again, but the Saiyan catches it once more, and an explosion shows up behind him. When Goku reverts into his base form, however, Sorbet shoots him in the chest with his bad ring laser when he kindly asks Frieza to leave so he can have a rematch with him. Frieza then repeatedly kicks him and tells him his weakness. His excessive strength makes him careless, and Frieza prepares to kill Goku once and for all until Vegeta blocks the attack away after teleporting to their location. After Vegeta steps in, Goku thanks Vegeta for saving him and allows him to finish the fight with Frieza. Goku explains to his friends that Vegeta too has achieved Super Saiyan Blue, but thanks to his own power. When Frieza destroys Earth, Goku and his friends, except Vegeta, are shielded by Whis. Goku regrets not killing Frieza right away until Whis offers to use his temporal do-over to turn back time to before the incident happened. After the do-over, Goku turns into a Super Saiyan Blue and charges up a dash Kamehameha that kills Frieza. Vegeta scolds him, but Goku explained he had no choice, so Bulma and the others explained everything for him. Goku then heads back to the lookout to pick up Goten and Trunks and gather the Namekian Dragon Balls to revive Piccolo. He then explains to Piccolo what happened after he died and laughed after hearing Trunks say he'll cut Frieza in half, a reference to what future Trunks did to Frieza before the present Trunks was born. Goku then enjoys the feast Bulma threw and the food served in it. He later talks to Vegeta about planning to work together next time, but Vegeta disagrees to that, and surprisingly, Goku agrees.
30th Anniversary Special Manga. Akira Toriyama, depicted as Robo Toriyama, meets Goku and Vegeta on planet Namek and tells him that it's the 30th anniversary of Dragon Ball. Goku is not very impressed since they were not actually running for 30 years straight, annoying Toriyama, who tells him he should be thankful that he made them famous.
Universe 6 Saga. Sometime later, Goku's sparring during finger-ups in the anime with Vegeta on Beerus' planet, which is being supervised by Whis. Champa and Vados suddenly arrive on Beerus' planet. Goku notices that they both look like Beerus and Whis, and is told by Vados that she's Whis' sister and Beerus and Champa are twins. When Beerus arrives, Goku is told that Universe 6 has their own Earth and the Earthlings were wiped out by war. Champa challenges Beerus to a 5-on-5 tournament of destroyers for the Universe 7's Earth, which makes Goku excited. After Whis explains why Beerus and Champa don't fight each other, they discuss the details for the tournament. The rules will be the same as the Tenkaichi Budokai and will be on 5 Earth days on the nameless planet at 10 AM. Goku and Vegeta join Beerus' team off the bat. They also select Piccolo and Buu, and Beerus wants the strongest fighter he's ever faced, who's not Whis. Vegeta suggests Gohan to fight because he has the highest potential, but Goku says he's focused on studying. Goku and Vegeta go back to Earth to get Bulma to invent a new Dragon Radar to locate the last Super Dragon Ball. Goku tests out Bulma's new Super Dragon Radar, but it doesn't work as they're on the edge of the universe. Bulma contacts her sister, Tights, to get Jaco to go to Earth. Goku asks Vegeta if he wants to train in the time chamber, but Vegeta says that they're close to their limits. Goku says he'll train alone and become stronger quicker, which leads to Vegeta wanting to train with him also, and they could go all out because there are 2 of them. Goku asks Piccolo to train with him, but he declines. While training in the hyperbolic time chamber, Goku wonders if the warriors from Universe 6 will be strong, to which Vegeta tells him that they will be. Goku is excited to see them, and even the fighter Beerus has been speaking of. Vegeta wants Goku to act his age, but knowing what he meant, Goku responds saying that Saiyans stay young until they reach the age of 80. Vegeta was, however, talking about his mentality. Goku and Vegeta turn into Super Saiyan Blue so they both could go all out. They train for 3 years in the room, 3 days in the outside world. On the day of the tournament, Goku and Vegeta finish their training and emerge with beards. As Whis picks everyone up in his cube, Goku asks Videl where Gohan is. She says that he's in an important conference. Goku greets Monica and questions his name, which means nipples. Later, everyone is playing Shiratori. When Whis says the phrase Judy Judy, Goku questions a Judy Judy, so Whis responds saying that it's a bird from his planet. On the nameless planet, Goku is amazed after seeing the size of the Super Dragon Balls. Upon landing, he notices Shin and Kibito and wonders why they're separate. While Shin is explaining the situation, Goku greets the Universe 6 Supreme Kai and his attendant before heading off to start an exam. When walking towards the stage, Goku recognizes a familiar face to which Vegeta exclaims is Frieza, though it's not, and also known as Magata, wondering if he's human. As Goku is about to take his seat to take the exam, he sees Kaba. Goku and Vegeta are recognized by Kaba to be a Saiyan, and he also reveals that he's a Saiyan, which surprises them. Goku asks Kaba where his tail is, to which Kaba explains the race had tails long ago but lost them due to evolving. Goku takes the exam and barely passes with a 50%, however their team is short a member because Buu failed his. Goku blames Vegeta for requesting such a thing. Goku takes the first match against Botamo. When the match begins, Goku is immediately rushed. Goku struggles to dodge his attacks and eventually gets hit. Beerus wonders what Goku's doing, but Goku says he's trying to exercise his meal off. Goku begins running in the ring, while Botomo tries to attack him but fails to connect. Botomo eventually is worn out, so Goku takes advantage of this as he's done exercising his meal. Goku attacks, but no one can see him move because he's moving at an immense speed. Goku begins to take control by attacking Botomo, but he isn't taking any damage even after firing a Kamehameha. Goku thinks of an idea to beat Botomo and pushes him down and drags him to the edge of the ring. As Botomo tries to punch Goku, he grabs his arm and throws him out of the ring, resulting in a ring out. Goku looks over at Hit, who's not paying attention to the fight. Goku's next challenger is Frost, and they shake hands before the match. As the referee commences the match, Frost charges Goku and they both attack and block each other in rapid succession. Goku uppercuts Frost in the gut and kicks him to the floor. Goku assumes that Frost is trying to test his power, though Frost denies it. He's eager to see Frost transform into his final form, but Frost wonders how he knew he could transform. Goku tells Frost that he fought someone similar before, and that he should transform so he won't be defeated without using his true power. Frost then transforms into his final form. Goku is surprised at Frost's transformation and says he hasn't seen that form previously. Frost asks if his counterpart defeated Goku. Though he chooses not to say so, Frost assumes that he didn't. Goku and Frost battle it out again until Frost fires a finger blast at Goku, which sends him crashing to the ground. Goku immediately hops up, not taking any serious damage. He still thinks that Frost is hiding another transformation, so he transforms into Super Saiyan. As Goku charges towards Frost, Frost transforms into his final true form. As a Super Saiyan, Goku completely outclassed Frost, with him unable to land a major blow. However, Frost catches him with a glancing blow which instantly renders Goku dizzy and unable to fight, leading Frost to kick Goku out of the ring and win the match. Chi-Chi hurries to check on him. Goku admits his loss, who suddenly congratulates Goku and raises his hand. He explains to Beerus that he thought Super Saiyan was enough for Frost, and he didn't think he needed to push him any further. Before Piccolo starts his match with Frost, Goku bluntly tells Piccolo that he's no match for Frost, but he can damage him a little for Vegeta. After Frost is revealed to have cheated, Beerus locates a wound on Goku's hand from Frost's poison needle and is allowed to compete again. However, Beerus insists that Monica would go last, and Goku will go after Vegeta. After Vegeta loses to Hit, Goku, after figuring out Hit's abilities, enters the ring to fight Hit. After throwing himself at Hit a few times, Goku manages to block one of Hit's moves, to which Hit thought was a fluke and attacked again with his time skip, and this time Goku draws blood from Hit and begins to go on the attack, countering Hit's time skipping ability by predicting where he's going to be, much to the annoyance of Vegeta. Hit, realizing his time skip is useless, is forced to fight seriously, and Goku goes Super Saiyan Blue and attacks Hit, forcing him to power up. Goku, seeing that Hit is more powerful than he thought, unveils his new technique, the Kaioken form, while in Super Saiyan Blue. Goku notes the chances of him doing it is roughly 10%, and failure will likely kill him. Goku explains that combining the Kaioken technique with his Super Saiyan Blue form is possible due to the form's required calm mind and perfect innate ki control, and he didn't attempt to combine it with the previous Super Saiyan forms because they were too rough on his body and he would have died. Goku then powers it up 10 times and goes on the assault, totally outclassing Hit, but notes his body is starting to give out, so Goku fires a Kamehameha. Hit, however, survives and the fight continues. Determined to prove to Champa that he and Hit are more than just pawns, Goku prepares to attack Hit again, but Hit once again increases his time skip and lands a strong barrage of punches on Goku. Goku retaliates with a strong blow, knocking Hit into part of an arena. Goku asks Beerus to remove the tournament rules, realizing that Hit is holding back because of the non-killing rule. Champa agrees while Beerus disagrees, and they begin to argue. Wanting to fight Hit another time, Goku deliberately falls out of the ring and Hit is declared the winner. When Goku disperses the Kaioken technique, he receives an immense amount of pain and collapses. In the manga, Goku is able to counter some of Hit's attacks while in his base form. In the anime, Beerus angrily confronts Goku and admits that he would have lost anyway due to the Kaioken's time limit, and reminds him that Monica has not fought yet. Goku, not knowing that Monica is an amateur, cheers him on, and when Monica wins the match due to Hit deliberately being knocked out of the ring, Universe 7 is announced the winner of the tournament. When Zeno appears and mentions that he would be interested in organizing another tournament, Goku casually tells him it would be fun, as Champa and Beerus are flustered. Goku and Zeno talk, and Zeno praises Goku for his match with Hit. Goku extends his hand out to Zeno, causing both gods of destruction to worry. Zeno shakes his hand and calls Goku funny. Zeno then leaves with Beerus and Champa sighing in relief, telling Goku that he could destroy all of the universes if he wished. Goku approaches Hit, wanting to have a rematch against him at a later time. Goku asks Beerus for a short sparring match with Monica, but Beerus refuses, saying that they are both tired from the tournament, they should go home and rest. Whis then drops off the Z-Fighters back on Earth. Copy Vegeta Saga. Bulma hosts a party following Universe 7's victory with Beerus, Whis, and Monica all invited. Goku meanwhile is seen taking a nap on a farm, as he always does. After Beerus and Whis arrive, Beerus instructs everyone to keep Monica being weak a secret from Goku, stating that if Goku finds out, he'll lose any motivation to grow stronger. Goku teleports to the party and upon seeing Monica, tries to get him to fight him, but Chi-Chi forces Goku to fly home to change into cleaner clothes. He does so and teleports right back, wearing his regular gi, still eager for a sparring match. In order to buy more time, Beerus forces Goku to do 300 trillion sit-ups, which he does quickly, not knowing how to count that high. As Goku drags a frightened Monica to a secure area to fight, Chaozu and Krillin attempt to slow down Goku, as Beerus dons a life-size costume of Monica made by Mr. Satan. Goku, fooled by the costume, engages in battle with Beerus. As they fight, the costume begins to rip, exposing his body parts. Vegeta and Piccolo intervene, claiming that Monica has the ability to control people, but Beerus throws them away and starts fighting with Goku again, with Whis explaining that Beerus is enjoying the fight. Whis ends the fight when it begins to become too serious, not wanting them to destroy Earth. Goku is impressed by Monica's power, as Yamcha nonchalantly comments that the real Monica has passed out due to the fight, much to everyone's annoyance. After seeing the real Monica, Goku praises Monica for having the ability to split himself. Goku and an exhausted Beerus then say they're ready to eat, and the party starts. One night, Goku surprises his family when he appears to not have much of an appetite. Goten and Chi-Chi wonder if Goku's sick or dying, and Goku says he isn't. While Goku's grocery shopping, his ki has a mind of its own, not allowing Goku to turn back or even land properly. Goku visits King Kai on Chi-Chi's suggestion, but his ki interferes with his teleporting, and lands in Bulma's bedroom, Krillin's police station, Penguin Village while seeing Arale, and on the top of Korin Tower. Goku finally teleports to King Kai's planet as King Kai inspects him. King Kai then tells Goku that he's suffering from delayed onset ki disorder, which temporarily disrupts a person's ki after they use it in a reckless manner. In Goku's case, it was due to using the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken technique a few days prior. King Kai instructs Goku to forget training for a while due to the disorder, and tells him to spend time with his granddaughter. As Goku flies home, his ki forces him to crash into and destroy his house, angering Chi-Chi. The next day, Goku, Chi-Chi, and Goten are in Gohan's house as Piccolo is babysitting Pan. Piccolo then leaves as Goku and Chi-Chi gain the responsibility of babysitting Pan. At night, Goku and Piccolo are sitting with Pan on the roof. Goku tells Piccolo that his ki is so out of shape that he would lose to Piccolo in a fight. Goku has fun with Pan and apologizes for his disorder, wanting to fly Pan around in the starry sky. The next morning, Pan disappears and ends up in the hands of the Pilaf gang. Goku, along with the others, start to look for her. Later that day, Gohan and Videl arrive back home, the others exhausted. But Pan was sleeping soundly on the couch by the time they arrive. They deduce that overnight, Pan must have crawled under the bed or in the closet. As Gohan tells Pan that Goku isn't feeling well, Pan starts referring to Goku as Gramps, and Goku starts to feel proud. Later, Goku is training on King Kai's planet due to his ki disorder passing. King Kai suggests that Goku goes to train on Beerus' planet, but Goku says that Whis is away and he can't teleport there. While eating, Goku and King Kai suddenly sense Gotenks and Vegeta's energy and realizes that the two are fighting. Goku teleports just before fake Vegeta finishes off Goten and Trunks. Goku is unaware of the current situation and believes fake Vegeta to be the real Vegeta until he, transparent and close to disappearing due to Kamasan's effects, tells Goku to defeat fake Vegeta, while wondering if he can. Goku, though confused, agrees and engages in battle with fake Vegeta, who is as strong as the real thing. An impatient Vegeta begins to give them both tips, with them wondering whose side Vegeta is on. Goku transforms into a Super Saiyan Blue, and to everyone's surprise, so does fake Vegeta, and continues their battle. As they both land a powerful blow, a bright light is created, and the core of Kamasan attacks Trunks, as Vegeta steps in between them. Monica casually steps on the core, which crushes it, causing fake Vegeta immense pain. Goku then fires a God Kamehameha, destroying fake Vegeta and saving Vegeta just in time. As Potage is resealing the core of Kamasan, Goku praises Monica for defeating the core, exclaiming how powerful he is. The group then says goodbye to Potage as they return to Earth. Goku and Vegeta discuss Vegeta sucking on the key to the seal, which resembles a baby pacifier, and Vegeta is embarrassed as he realizes this. Goku and Vegeta then exclaim to each other that they will not lose. Future Trunks Saga. While Goku's eating on Beerus' planet, Whis receives a distress call from Bulma, who shows them an unconscious future Trunks, having barely escaped his timeline with his life. The four teleport to Earth and Goku grabs some sensu beans from Korin Tower. After future Trunks eats a sensu bean, he wakes up. Seeing Goku, future Trunks angrily and unexpectedly attacks him. Future Trunks regains his senses and is surprised to see Goku alive. Future Trunks explains what happens in the future, and Goku and Vegeta are shocked to hear about Goku Black, a cruel and merciless version of Goku, responsible for the near eradication of humans in Future Trunks' timeline. Goku asks Future Trunks to spar with him to see where he stands against Goku Black. They both start off as Super Saiyan 2. Impressed by Future Trunks' strength, Goku transforms into Super Saiyan 3. Future Trunks tries to attack with his sword, but Goku catches it with his fingers and knocks Future Trunks down, defeating him. A dark rift appears in the sky and Goku Black emerges from it. Quickly noticing the actual Goku, Goku greets Black and challenges him to a fight, to which Black responds by attacking him with a Black Power Ball that pushes Goku out into a mountain. Regrouping, Goku goes Super Saiyan 2 and goes on the offensive. Black is able to keep up by channeling a mysterious dark energy. Throughout the fight, Goku Black slowly gets stronger and resists the Rift's attempts to pull him back in until the fight leaves him too fatigued to do so. Before being pulled through, he destroys the time machine. Goku wants to train while Bulma and the others fix the time machine, but Whis and King Kai don't want to train him on their planets, so Goku decides to eat instead. Goku goes with Beerus and Whis to Universe 10 because they have an idea in Black's true identity. On the way, Whis tells Goku about its powerful apprentice Supreme Kai Zamasu, making Goku excited to fight him. Arriving in Universe 10, they meet Zamasu and Gowasu. Goku introduces himself to Zamasu and asks for a fight but is stopped by Beerus, who tells Zamasu and Gowasu about Black. Goku asks to fight Zamasu again and Gowasu insists the fight happen. Goku goes Super Saiyan 2 and tries to punch Zamasu, but he counters into what looks to be a finishing blow. Before Goku counters with a Ki Blast, he notices that the ki emanating from Zamasu is similar to that of Black. Goku overpowers Zamasu, defeating him in battle. He leaves with Beerus and Whis, hoping to fight Zamasu again someday. After a crash landing on Earth, the group have dinner, and before leaving, Whis tells Future Trunks that Black and Zamasu have similar ki, but differ in many ways. Later, Goku feels Vegeta and Future Trunks' ki while they're sparring. He teleports Bulma to their location, where they watch as Vegeta harshly trains Trunks. Goku is summoned to Zeno's palace, and upon arrival, Goku, Whis, and Shin are greeted by the Grand Minister. He escorts them to Zeno's throne room, where Zeno is elated to see Goku. Zeno reveals that he's looking for a friend to play with. Goku agrees to be his friend, but says he has business to attend to first. He promises to bring Zeno a new friend when he returns. Zeno gives Goku a button that will summon him or teleport Goku to him whenever it's pressed. Goku then returns home. Using the time machine, Goku and company arrive in the future, where it's attacked by a resistance army, who mistake him for Goku Black. After Trunks explains that Goku is an ally, Goku and Vegeta accompany Future Trunks as he reunites with Future Mai, Future Yajirobe, the rest of the Resistance Army, and surviving citizens. After the three Saiyans leave to confront Goku Black, Goku watches in disdain as Goku reveals his Super Saiyan Rose form and easily defeats Vegeta, impaling him with a Ki Sword. Goku transforms and engages in combat with Goku Black, but he's knocked to the ground after a brief scuffle. Black prepares to finish him with a Black Kamehameha, but is interrupted by the arrival of Future Zamasu, who wants the honor of killing Goku. Future Zamasu states his plan to exterminate all mortals, and Goku engages him in battle, noting something is different about him compared to the Zamasu he fought. Goku is eventually double-teamed by both Future Zamasu and Goku Black, and Future Trunks steps in the fight to even things out. Despite this, they are overwhelmed, with Goku discovering that Black can use instant transmission and Future Trunks discovering that Future Zamasu is immortal. The two are defeated by taking a full force hit from a Black Kamehameha while held down by Future Zamasu. They're about to be finished off, but are saved by Vegeta, who wakes up momentarily to intercept the attack fired at them. In the confusion, Goku and Future Trunks are dragged away by Future Yajirobe, while Vegeta is saved by Future Mai. Future Mai sends the three Saiyans back to the past in the time machine. After a crash landing in front of Capsule Corp, they're quickly given sensu beans by Bulma. Shin visits Capsule Corp to relay Zamasu probing Zuno for information on the Super Dragon Balls and Goku. Goku and Whis hypothesize that Zamasu is going to use the Super Dragon Balls to create a servant with Goku's appearance and power, and then wish for immortality the following year using the Time Ring. Goku goes with Beerus, Whis, and Shin to Universe 10 and observe from a distance as Zamasu kills Gowasu. After Whis performs a temporal do-over and Zamasu is exposed, he prepares to fight Goku but is intercepted and easily destroyed by Beerus. With Beerus insisting the future is now safe, Future Trunks decides to go and check, with Goku, Vegeta, and Bulma going with him. Upon arriving in the future, they realize that the future remains unchanged. After Goku Black reveals his true identity, the two teams fight head-to-head again, with Black and Zamasu holding the initial advantage. Black pins Goku to a wall with a key sword and tells him how he killed Chi-Chi and Goten after stealing his body. This enrages Goku, who powers up and overwhelms the two by himself. Goku Black grows even stronger from Goku's assault and defeats Goku. While the powered-up Future Trunks battles Goku Black and Zamasu, Goku, Vegeta, and Bulma return to the present to figure out a plan. Goku teleports to Master Roshi to teach him the evil containment wave, which he practices on Turtle. After Goku has learned the technique, Roshi gives him an urn to seal Zamasu in, and he, Vegeta, and Bulma return to the future. Black and future Zamasu quickly confront Goku and Vegeta, with Black damaging the time machine again. Goku realizes the sealing urn is still in the time machine, and while Future Trunks tries to put the jar back together, Gowasu and Shin arrive. Black and Zamasu try to kill them, but Goku and Vegeta transform into Super Saiyan Blue and stop the blasts. As Vegeta pushes back Goku Black, Goku fights future Zamasu. When Black creates a rift which spawns a series of clones, they surround Goku and Vegeta. As they destroy them, the rift continues to produce more. Eventually, Black senses that future Zamasu's ki is diminished due to nearly being sealed with the evil containment wave. Black teleports to future Zamasu and uses Potara fusion to combine into fused Zamasu. Goku and Vegeta engaged fused Zamasu in battle but are overwhelmed by his divine power. After Future Trunks and Vegeta are taken down, Goku uses his God Kamehameha against future Zamasu's holy wrath, resulting in a huge explosion as the beam pierces fused Zamasu's ki sphere, leaving the left side of his face and body disfigured. This leaves Goku strained to the point that he can no longer use his arms. Regardless, Goku attacks with a barrage of kicks and uses the power of Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken to land a huge blow, destroying fused Zamasu's divine halo. Goku falls to the ground exhausted as a furious fused Zamasu powers up with Light of Divine Justice. Goku suggests that he and Vegeta fuse, and he reluctantly agrees. Gowasu explains that as Goku and Vegeta aren't Supreme Kais, the Potara fusion will only last 1 hour. The Saiyans fuse into Vegeta, who fights a climactic battle with fused Zamasu in Super Saiyan Blue. Zamasu's body continues to mutate during the fight, becoming larger and more grotesque. Vegeta begins to overwhelm fused Zamasu, but his fusion ends prematurely, and the Saiyans are dropped to the ground with a tremendous punch. Fused Zamasu prepares to finish Goku and Vegeta off, but his God Split Cut is blocked by Future Trunks' Light Sword. Super Saiyan Future Trunks takes on fused Zamasu, and his Light Sword becomes a sword of hope as it absorbs the energy of Goku, Vegeta, and all of the remaining humans on Earth. Future Trunks uses the sword of hope to cut fused Zamasu in half. Everyone celebrates until a rift appears in the air that forms to become Infinite Zamasu. Goku and Vegeta try to power up but lack the key to transform. Goku, Vegeta, and Future Trunks each fire their own blasts, but they're easily nullified. Goku looks in his gi for a Senzu Bean, but finds the button Zeno gave him instead and summons Future Zeno to their location. Future Zeno is upset by the state of the world he's brought to and decides to erase it. Goku tells everyone to get in the time machine as Shin and Gowasu teleport away, and Future Zeno erases the future timeline. Sometime later, Goku begins to act strange and sense everything around him, realizing someone is after his life, and that someone is Hit. When he senses Hit arriving on Earth, Goku leaves to confront him. Hit, showing great respect to Goku, offers to spare his life if Goku were to disappear, but Goku declines the offer. Goku transforms into a Super Saiyan Blue and reminds Hit that time skip won't work on him. Goku attacks, but his attacks are going through Hit. Hit successfully assassinates Goku with a single key strike to the heart, with Goku dying before his body hits the ground. Piccolo, Gohan, and Goten arrive moments and discover his dead body. Piccolo begins to perform CPR, but Gohan, sensing something, looks up and notices a massive ki blast falling back to Goku. The blast strikes Goku in the heart, reviving him. Goku and Hit continue their fighting, with Goku starting to see how Hit's new moves work and figures them out on the third try. Champa, Vados, Beerus, Whis, and Vegeta all arrive. Champa mentions that Hit has to kill Goku as Goku is a major threat in Zeno's upcoming tournament and that it was wise of Vados to hire Hit to assassinate Goku. But Vados says she only hired Hit, but there is someone else who wants Goku dead. Goku, having figured out Hit's ability, powers up to maximum power and shatters his tides of time and defeats him with a Kamehameha. After the fight, everyone greets the pair, with Vegeta demanding Hit to tell him who hired him, but Hit refuses. Suddenly, Vegeta realizes who hired Hit and accuses Goku, to which Goku confesses to hiring Hit through Vados. Hit admits Goku is far too complex for him to understand and smiles at his target. Hit asks Goku if there's a time limit on his mission, and Goku says no, to which Hit replies that he'll kill him later. Then smiles at Goku and leaves. Later on, Goku goes to the movies with his family to see the new Great Saiyaman movie, but falls asleep through it and gets yelled at by Chi-Chi. Universe Survival Saga. Peace having returned, Goku begins farming again and takes his latest harvest to a trader. While driving away from the farmer's market in a Capsule Corp truck, Goku spots a man whose truck is stuck in the road. But Goku agrees to help, but finds himself held at gunpoint by the man and his two companions who demand the truck. Goku refuses and renders all but one robber unconscious. The last robber fires a bullet at Goku, which scratches him. After knocking out the last robber, Goku looks at his scratch and comes to the conclusion that he's getting rusty. Goku calls Krillin to ask if he wants to train, but he's busy with police work. Instead, Goku calls Whis and agrees to give him Bean Daifuku in exchange for more training. Heading home to put on his gi, Goten asks if he can come along, but Chi-Chi forbids this, though the two sneak out while she's distracted. After picking up the Bean Daifuku, they head to Capsule Corp. The two notice Bulma's large belly, and Goku comes to the conclusion that she had been eating too much. He's surprised to learn that she's pregnant again and offers her Bean Daifuku before being reminded by Goten that it's for Whis. Bulma declines and says he should give it to Whis. After finding Vegeta, Goku asks him to come along with him, but he rejects since Bulma is going to give birth soon. Once Whis arrives, he takes Goku to Beerus' planet to train. Looking to fight stronger opponents once more, Goku asks Beerus about the tournament that Zeno was planning, but is scolded by Beerus and told not to get involved. Beerus threatens to destroy Goku, viewing his naive nature as a threat to the universe, but Goku tricks him and presses the button, bringing himself to Zeno's palace. He asks Zeno about the tournament, and future Zeno becomes excited by the idea of it. So the Grand Minister tells Goku that he will inform him of the details when they become available. Goku returns to Beerus' planet and tells Beerus what happened and asks Whis to take him to the sacred world of the Kai. The Grand Minister arrives and fills everyone in on the details of the Tournament of Power. Goku and the others are shocked to learn that every losing universe will be erased from existence. The Grand Minister informs Goku that there will be an exhibition match held before the tournament, so future Zeno can spectate a fight for the first time. Goku is instructed to find 2 other fighters in the next hour to join him in battle alongside 3 fighters from Universe 9 in the exhibition match. Returning to Earth, Goku asks Vegeta, but he refuses. Goku decides that Goten and Trunks are too weak to compete, so he goes to Gohan. Gohan is hesitant at first, so Goku tells him about the stakes at play. Goku and Gohan agree to keep the Universe Erasure Clause to themselves to prevent a potential panic. When Mr. Satan and Good Buu join Goku and Gohan, Goku asks Buu to fight in the Zeno Expo. Buu agrees and Goku teleports everyone to the sacred world of the Kai. Shin takes everyone to Zeno's palace where they encounter their Universe 9 opponents for the first time. The gods and angels of the other 10 universes arrive shortly after. The Grand Minister introduces Goku as the man responsible for the Tournament of Power and explains the rules for the Zeno Expo. Good Buu defeats Basil while Gohan and Lavender's battle ends in a draw. While watching them fight, Goku notes that he can't sense the ki of the Universe 9 fighters, which excites him. Goku is paired against Bergamo, who declares Goku as the enemy. Bergamo convinces Zeno to rescind the rules stating all losing universes are destroyed if he defeats Goku, to which Zeno agrees. The Grand Minister warns Goku that every universe will be immediately destroyed if he holds back. Bergamo allows Goku to hit him, which increases his size and strength. He goes Super Saiyan and continues to hit Bergamo and make him stronger. Becoming Super Saiyan Blue, he fires a 10 times God Kamehameha, which overpowers Bergamo's Wolfgang Penetrator and defeats him. Goku is then challenged by Top of Universe 11. Goku starts the fight off in Super Saiyan, and Top is able to gain an advantage over him until Goku turns Super Saiyan Blue. The two fight a destructive battle, and Goku does damage with an instant Kamehameha. They prepare to fight at full power before the Grand Minister ends it. Before they part ways, Top reveals that there is a being in Universe 11 even stronger than him. Shortly afterwards, Goku returns to Earth where he begins to put a team together. Shin reveals that there are only 28 planets with mortal life, so they limit their search to Earth, starting off with Goku, Gohan, Buu, Vegeta, and Piccolo. Goku wants Monica, but Beerus lies that he's unwell. Goku and Gohan have a mind battle between Krillin and Basil, and despite Krillin losing, Goku decides to still recruit him. Goku refuses to consider Trunks and Goten, citing their inexperience. Gohan then suggests Masaroshi, which Mr. Satan has the idea to recruit Android 18, which gives Goku the idea to recruit Android 17. Goku and Gohan find Vegeta, who still refuses to get involved. Whis solves the problem by using his staff to instantly and painlessly deliver the baby, who is soon named Bulla. Goku and Gohan then head to Satan City, where they find Krillin doing police work. They go to Krillin and 18's home, where both refuse to compete until Goku lies about a 10 million Zeni reward. At a remote location, Goku watches as Krillin beats Gohan in a sparring match with the solar flare times 100. Goku also spars with Krillin on a rooftop in Satan City. Krillin keeps up with Super Saiyan Goku using a clever Destructo Disc strategy. When Goku goes Super Saiyan Blue, he fires a God Kamehameha, which collides with Krillin's Kamehameha. Android 18 comes to Krillin's aid, cutting Goku's beam off. They challenge Goku to a 2 vs 1 fight, but Goku says that's enough, admitting he has a lot to learn from them. Before Goku and Gohan leave, Goku asks 18 if she knows where Android 17 is, but she only knows he's working at a wildlife preserve. Gohan heads off to train with Piccolo while Goku visits Dende to look for 17, but is distracted by Good Buu's training nearby. Buu, now in a slimmer form, spars with Goku and manages to knock him out of bounds while he's distracted. Goku's impressed by Buu's new power and looks forward to fighting alongside him. He then heads to the lookout where Dende's moved it to the island Android 17's working on. On the way, Dende lets him know that 17 has gotten a lot stronger. He also mentions a boy with unbelievable power living in a small village and recommends training him when he gets older, as he's the reincarnation of Kid Buu. Goku arrives at the Wildlight Sanctuary where he finds Android 17 dealing with poachers. After Goku helps him send the poachers away, Goku and 17 fight, with Goku starting off in Super Saiyan. The two fight evenly until Goku powers up to Super Saiyan Blue. His God Kamehameha is blocked by 17's android barrier, and 17 is able to trade blows with Goku until he calls the match off to protect the island. Even after Goku tells 17 the truth about the tournament, he still turns him down. But after telling him of the Super Dragon Balls being the prize, he begins to reconsider. After Goku helped 17 save the animals from a gang of intergalactic poachers, 17 agrees to fight in the tournament, leaving his island in the care of Trunks and Goten while he's gone. Goku meets up with Piccolo and recruits him, also asking him to train Gohan for the tournament. After being told by Oolong that Roshi is at the Tien Shin-style dojo, Goku heads there to recruit him and Tien. Tien initially turns him down, but they're interrupted by Yurin, a former student of the Crane School, brainwashing his students and turning them against him. Roshi falls to her witchcraft and Goku fights the brainwashed Roshi, noting how strong he is. Goku hits Roshi with a Kamehameha, breaking the spell. Yurin then agrees to be Tien's student again, and both Tien and Roshi agree to fight in the Tournament of Power. Goku's eating in a restaurant with Tien, Roshi, and Chaozu when he's interrupted by Piccolo and Gohan, with Gohan asking Goku for a sparring match. Himself and Piccolo versus Goku and Tien. They move to Gohan's training grounds where Piccolo and Gohan are able to win the match. Gohan then requests a one-on-one match with Goku, which Goku happily obliges. Gohan is able to fight evenly with Super Saiyan 2 Goku, but falls when Goku uses Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. Nonetheless, Goku says he's impressed and names Gohan the leader of Team Universe 7. In the anime, a strategy meeting is held at Capsule Corp. Old Kai suggests drawing out Goku's potential, but there's not enough time. Instead, Goku decides to train with Whis in the gravity chamber. When Bulma tells everyone that Good Buu has fallen asleep, Goku rushes over to try to wake him to no avail. When he returns to Capsule Corp, he's confronted for lying about the reward and the truth about the tournament, and Goku apologizes. Short a team member, Goku heads to Earth's hell and finds Frieza. Goku explains the situation, and Frieza agrees to participate under the condition that Goku uses the Dragon Balls to resurrect him if Universe 7 wins, and Goku eventually agrees. At Fortuneteller Baba's palace, Goku and Frieza are ambushed by and forced to fight a large group of assassins from Universe 9. The assassin boss throws a ball of energy of destruction from Sidra at Frieza, but he overpowers it and traps Goku inside while he murders the assassins. Goku is set free after the arrival of Beerus and Whis, and asks for a fight with Frieza, saying that if he wins, Frieza will stay obedient to Universe 7, but the fight ends in a draw. Goku helps defuse a confrontation between Frieza and Vegeta before Shin goes over Universe 7's strategy for the tournament, but they struggle with the idea of fighting in numbers. Whis then transports the team to the Null Realm, where the Tournament of Power is being held. Arriving in the Null Realm, Goku soon realizes he can't fly. He greets Hit and Kappa, who introduces him to Caulifla and Kale. Goku feels a strong energy with the arrival of Team Universe 11. He greets Top and tries to introduce himself to Jiren, but Jiren moves behind him instantly, shocking Goku with his speed. When the tournament begins, Goku goes after Top, but is intercepted by Ganos, who he clashes with momentarily. He briefly confronts Top before the latter is attacked by Murashim. Goku has a stare down with Jiren, which is interrupted by Nink, who grabs Goku from behind and locks him in a bear hug. In danger of being thrown out of the ring, Goku uses Super Saiyan Blue to knock Nink off, barely managing to grab the edge to save himself. Goku is then surrounded by 5 warriors from Team Universe 9, including the trio of Danger, much to his delight. The trio of Danger fight Goku 3-on-1. Goku paces himself, using his base form to avoid wasting stamina. Lavender uses his poison blow, so Goku creates a key barrier to negate its effects. When the trio of Danger start to overwhelm Goku with the Danger's triangle, Vegeta steps in to assist him, and the two find themselves facing 8 members of Team Universe 9. Goku transforms into a Super Saiyan and eliminates Chapel and Comfrey, while Vegeta, Frieza, and Android 18 eliminate other members. Goku and Vegeta clash with the trio of Danger in Super Saiyan before going Super Saiyan Blue to finish them by combining their attacks to create a final Kamehameha. Everyone watches with horror as the Zenos erase Universe 9 from existence. When the fighting resumes, Goku briefly battles Jimizu, but is interrupted by Caulifla and Kale. After kicking Jimizu away, Caulifla demands that Goku teach her how to become Super Saiyan Blue. When Goku says he doesn't think she's ready for the form, Caulifla responds by becoming a Super Saiyan 3rd grade and attempts to attack Goku, who easily counters her attacks and warns her not to use the form as it's slow. He shows her Super Saiyan 2, impressing her before she responds by pulling off the transformation herself. Goku says she might even learn Super Saiyan 3 in this fight, and they begin to fight. After a short while, Kale tries to interfere and Goku asks her not to interrupt, which sends her into a fit of rage, causing her to transform into a large, muscular Super Saiyan form. Kale charges Goku and begins thrashing him around. Unable to hurt her in Super Saiyan 2, Goku powers up to Super Saiyan Blue and fires a God Kamehameha at her. But even this is ineffective. Kale continues to rampage until Jiren appears and defeats her with a power impact. Goku then approaches Jiren as Caulifla and Kale retreat. Goku prepares to fight Jiren but is hit from behind by Top before the two retreat. Moments later, Goku teams up with Caulifla and Kale against 5 of the Pride Troopers. Outnumbered and struggling, androids 17 and 18 join the fight and help Goku. Caulifla and Kale defeat 3 of the Pride Troopers and 18 eliminates Kakarot. Goku then turns his attention to the Kamikaze Fireballs of Universe 2, where Goku clashes with Rosie. She surrounds him with Ki Blasts, but 17 protects him by deploying an android barrier. Goku gets the better of Rosie and lands an attack of his own, but Jimizu teleports Rosie and Ribrianne away before they can be eliminated. After watching Gohan defeat Botamo, Goku takes on his Super Saiyan God form and joins hit against Dispo and Kinshi. Goku clashes with Dispo, whose speed nullifies instant transmission. He briefly gets the better of Dispo with a precision strike and a burst of Super Saiyan Blue, but ultimately ends up switching opponents with Hit. Goku powers his way through Kunshi's field of energy threads in Super Saiyan Blue while Hit begins to overpower Dispo. Kunshi saves Dispo from elimination but gets himself eliminated by Hit. Dispo retreats and Goku parts ways with Hit, hoping to fight him and Dispo later in the tournament. Goku's next opponent is Majikayo, who's able to hold the Super Saiyan in place with his body manipulation ability. When he notices Master Roshi lying unconscious, he uses Super Saiyan Blue to break free and rushes to his master's aid. After reviving Roshi, Goku regroups with his allies against Prum and Harmira. Goku and Vegeta try to put pressure on Prum with their Ki Wave attacks, but find that he's able to reflect them effortlessly. Goku and Vegeta pressure Prum by throwing rocks at him, and after Vegeta eliminates him, Goku goes to assist Master Roshi against Frost, but is intercepted by Ribrianne. Goku fights Ribrianne, holding his own in his base form against her love-based arsenal of attacks. Their battle heats up, with Ribrianne transforming into Super Ribrianne. Goku easily overpowers her with Super Saiyan Blue and finally gets his wish as Jiren interrupts the fight and silently challenges him. Goku begins the fight in his base state and slowly powers up to test the Pride Trooper's abilities. Jiren is completely unfazed by Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2, but exerts minor effort when confronted by Super Saiyan God. Goku powers up to Super Saiyan Blue and the fight begins in earnest. The battle catches the attention of everyone in the Null Realm as Goku fights to his limit, utilizing ×20 Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken and being held off with relative ease. Seeing no other choice, Goku drops back to his base form and gathers energy to create Universe 7's Spirit Bomb. All of Universe 7 contributing except for Vegeta, who declines out of pride, though he does protect Goku when Ribrianne tries to blindside him. Jiren takes the Spirit Bomb head-on and pushes it back. The two struggle to control the massive concentration of Ki, with Goku again utilizing ×20 Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. Ultimately, Goku's power gives out and he collapses, falling into his imploding Spirit Bomb. Initially believed to be dead, the remaining fighters prepare to collapse on Jiren. However, Goku emerges from the crater having undergone a new transformation due to the power of the Spirit Bomb combining with his own innate energy to resist it. Unlocking his deepest potential, he has reached a state referred to by the gods as Ultra Instinct. Seeing Goku's new power, Top and Dispo attempt to aid Jiren, but Goku holds them off effortlessly until Jiren dismisses them. Goku and Jiren resume their battle, the pair now appearing to be evenly matched. The battle rages until Goku burns through his new energy and drops back to his base form mid-attack. Jiren prepares to throw Goku from the ring before Hit intervenes, attacking Jiren. Goku retreats to rest, only to be accosted by Frieza, who surprisingly heals him with a Ki Blast, admitting that he wants Goku to defeat Jiren for him. Goku is stunned when Jiren eliminates Hit from the tournament. Jiren tells Top and Dispo to handle the rest of the tournament, as he's now eliminated all of the worthwhile warriors, giving Goku a pointed look which he takes with offense. Goku is attacked by Koitsukai, Panchia, and Bororeta of Universe 3, the three hoping to capitalize on Goku's weakened state. However, Caulifla interrupts and kicks and blasts them away. Caulifla demands to fight Goku and be taught how to use Super Saiyan 3. She powers up to Super Saiyan 2, but Goku cannot as his stamina hasn't yet recovered. The two engage in a fierce battle, and though Goku is outclassed in power, his superior amount of experience allows him to hold her off until he's able to match her transformation and fight evenly. Goku then invites Kale to fight alongside her master. Thrilled by the opportunity, she transforms into her Super Saiyan state and the battle resumes. Goku has greater difficulty fighting against the two, and when they unleash a combined ki attack, Goku is forced to use Super Saiyan 3 to repel it before reverting to Super Saiyan 2 for stamina reasons. Feeling inspired, Kale returns to her Berserk state before putting it under her control, increasing the power of her Super Saiyan state. The two Saiyans launch a devastating assault on Goku. Seeing Caulifla as the more vulnerable of the two, Goku targets her for several distracting attacks, allowing him to focus more directly on Kale. Goku's stamina recovers enough to use Super Saiyan God. In this state, he holds an advantage, dodging or deflecting most of their attacks, while dealing them some serious punishment. Goku prepares to finish them off by firing a Kamehameha, but a quickly executed Potara fusion saves them as Kefla is formed. Kefla lunges at Goku, shocking both Goku and herself with her speed. Goku transforms into Super Saiyan Blue, so Kefla responds by becoming a Super Saiyan. The battle resumes, and utilizing Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, Goku is able to do some damage. Goku counters Kefla's gigantic blast with a God Kamehameha, but Kefla appears behind Goku and knocks him out. Kefla prepares to finish Goku, but Goku stands up, channeling Ultra Instinct Sign once again, and effortlessly deflects her attacks. Whis surmises that Goku was able to achieve the form a second time due to Kefla's power rivaling that of Universe 7's Spirit Bomb. Kefla further powers up to Super Saiyan 2, but Goku dodges all of her attacks and lands the first hit. He begins to overwhelm Kefla, though his attacks are less effective than he expects. He begins to charge in a perfect instant Kamehameha while dodging Kefla's Ray Blast and advances towards Kefla. With Goku suspended in midair, Kefla fires a gigantic blaze, and Goku uses the Kamehameha to glide over the beam, allowing him to land a direct hit, destroying the Potara, ending the fusion, and eliminating Caulifla and Kale. Whis then states that Goku needs to learn to attack subconsciously to master Ultra Instinct. Exhausted, Goku is cornered by the remaining warriors of Team Universe 2, Zerloin, Zarbuto, and Rabanra. He holds his own until the three transform and gain the Kamikaze Fireballs as power. At that point, 17 and 18 join Goku, and Goku is left to fight Zerloin one-on-one. The three remaining Universe 2 fighters are pushed to the edge and attempt to use the pretty black hole on Goku, 17, and 18. This, however, doesn't work as Goku utilizes Super Saiyan Blue and fires a Kamehameha, which overpowers the attack and finishes off Team Universe 2 as Gohan and Piccolo simultaneously finish off Team Universe 6. Team Universe 7 comes under assault from Team Universe 4. Goku watches as Gohan and Piccolo eliminate Invisible Warrior Gamitsalas before being caught in Shansa's illusion technique. Piccolo eliminates Shansa, putting an end to the illusions, but is then eliminated by Bug-sized warrior Damam. Goku manages to save Android 17 from a similar fate, and Goku and 17 work together to defeat him, with Goku creating shockwaves in the ground to disrupt Damam's movements, while 17 deals the finishing blow and finishes Universe 4 off. Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan are next attacked by Bororeta, Koitsukai, and Panchea, who ultimately merge into Koichureta. Goku and Vegeta are content to let Gohan deal with this threat, but are forced to step in when Koichureta gains the upper hand. Goku and Vegeta combine attacks to stall Koichureta long enough for Gohan to prepare a Kamehameha. However, Paparoni fuses with Koichureta to create the enormous Agnilasa, who immediately gains the advantage, nearly knocking Goku out if not for timely help from Frieza. Goku, Vegeta, Android 17, Gohan, and Frieza attempt to combine their attacks to defeat Agnilasa, but it proves not to be enough to defeat him, and only Android 17's idea to attack Agnilasa's energy reactor leads to its defeat and Universe 3's erasure. Jiren, Toph, and Dispo confront Team Universe 7. Goku and Jiren begin their second round of fighting and exchange their motivations. Vegeta interrupts the fight, intending to challenge Jiren himself. Goku and Vegeta take turns attacking Jiren, but neither can hold their own at first. Vegeta, however, soon finds a way to strike Jiren, and Goku is then left to watch Vegeta fight. He's amazed at Vegeta's strength when he prepares to use a final flash, but is left shocked and worried when Jiren survives and severely wounds Vegeta. Goku jumps back into the fight afterwards. Despite various tactics and come close to victory, Jiren recovers from Goku's onslaught and increases his battle power, which makes him strong enough that the shockwave of a single punch can knock Goku out of Super Saiyan Blue. However, Goku states that he can't afford to lose. He activates Super Saiyan Blue in combination with the Kaioken and watches as Vegeta powers up to Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Evolved. The two begin fighting Jiren and are able to put him on the defensive due to their pressure. Despite their effectiveness, Jiren turns things around for himself and regains control. Soon afterward, Vegeta splits off to fight Toph, while Goku continues to take on Jiren. After Vegeta defeats Toph, Goku is slapped aside by Jiren, who commends Vegeta on his victory and powers up to full power. The trio of Goku, Vegeta, and 17 are not able to make any progress, but 17 sneaks up on Jiren and hurts him, which allows Goku to see Jiren's weakness, which ironically is Goku's own flaw of dropping his guard. The trio try to recreate an opening for 17 to damage Jiren, but to no avail, and they're blasted and heavily injured before being rescued by Frieza, though he's quickly taken down too. As 17 goes on to battle Jiren alone, Goku and Android 18 frantically tell 17 to run, with Goku believing 17 can actually win, but 17 says he's giving up his wish and wraps both Goku and Vegeta in a barrier, telling them he hopes he bought them enough time as he blows himself up to stop Jiren's attack. Goku thanks 17 for his sacrifice before collapsing, exhausted. After Vegeta finally falls to Jiren, he gives all of his remaining energy to Goku with hope that he can win. Goku is able to hop up to his feet and go Super Saiyan Blue as Jiren wonders why they trust Goku so much. Goku, annoyed and angry at Jiren for his view of the world, says he wouldn't understand and attacks Jiren. Despite momentary success, Goku's beat back into base form, where he tries again and to Jiren's astonishment is able to keep up with him, but Goku is beaten back to the edge of the ring. Goku struggles to stand as Vegeta screams out to him along with everyone else. Before Jiren's strike lands, Goku vanishes into thin air. A bewildered Jiren looks around and finds Goku having reawakened into Ultra Instinct. Jiren attacks as Goku casually dodges his blows and responds with a body strike that heavily injures Jiren. The bout continues until Jiren raises his energy to a level that blows Goku away. After Vegeta's words of encouragement, Goku stops Jiren's assault and closes his eyes, concentrating on focusing his heart and soul into the fight, and suddenly begins to overwhelm Jiren. Jiren powers up more and blasts Goku to the boundary of being eliminated, unleashing thousands of punches with Goku only being able to block. Top notices Goku is actually fighting back as he begins to overpower Jiren's assault, landing another devastating punch that has Jiren reeling heavily as Goku unleashes more power. Jiren throws his power impact, however before the attack lands, it vanishes along with Goku. Much to everyone's shock, Goku reappears behind Jiren, now glowing white, having caught Jiren's attack, dispelling it with ease. Jiren attempts to strike Goku but fails, unable to see Goku's movements. Goku's shirt dissipates, and his aura softens to reveal his mastery of Ultra Instinct, as Whis and Beerus smile, both confirming Goku has mastered Ultra Instinct. Goku instantly engages Jiren, calmly dominating his opponent in battle. Jiren breaks through his own limits, managing to fight on par with the Saiyan, and Goku is repeatedly knocked down. Goku charges a Kamehameha, which Jiren returns with a powerful power impact. Goku is overwhelmed in the beam struggle and is knocked to the ground, with Jiren believing him to be unconscious. However, Goku rises and knees the Pride Trooper in the stomach, but is blasted to the ground by a ki blast. Goku rises once more and explains that he can't back down since 17 and the others have left things up to him. Goku collides with Jiren in a mighty exchange of blows, gradually overpowering him and knocking him down, before telling Jiren that through his friends and family, he's able to push himself far beyond his limits to further increase his own power. Livid, Jiren angrily fires a power impact towards Team Universe 7 in the spectator stands, which forces Goku to deflect the blast. Angry beyond composure, Goku's fury explodes as he flies towards Jiren and delivers an extremely powerful punch. Jiren once again attempts to fight Ultra Instinct Goku, but even having broken past his limits, he's no match for the angry Saiyan. Goku manages to completely overwhelm Jiren, managing to dodge all of Jiren's attacks while simultaneously pummeling him, before uppercutting Jiren and firing a full power Kamehameha that blasts Jiren into a large chunk of rock, severely wounding him. Accepting defeat, Jiren asks Goku to finish it. However, before he can knock Jiren off, he's suddenly struck in the back by agonizing pain, causing him to collapse on the ground as dark bolts of ki engulf him while he screams in agony. Whis notes that the limit-breaking power of the gods has been too much for Goku's body to sustain. Jiren, emboldened by Belmont's words, blasts Goku out of the arena. However, before Goku is eliminated, a ki hits his back, sending him into a floating rock. Frieza stands there, revealing that he saved Goku, while Android 17 also crawls out of a crack, having survived. Although drained from using Ultra Instinct, Goku continues the battle alongside his two remaining teammates, boosting Frieza into the air to help him tackle Jiren with his Nova Strike, although Jiren breaks free. Eventually, with a surprising team effort, Goku and Frieza tackle Jiren off stage, with Goku going Super Saiyan and Frieza using his full power to ensure they bring him down with them. Goku later watches as Android 17 wishes the erased universes back and heads down into the ruined stage to meet him there.
Broly. In the present, Goku spars with Vegeta near Bulma's summer home on an island far to the south of West City. They take a break to join the others for food. Whis asks Goku why he seeks greater strength, and Goku explains that it's because he met incredible fighters during the Tournament of Power, which motivated him to become stronger. Vegeta, meanwhile, says it's because of the threat of Frieza, though Goku doubts he'd still hold a grudge after they revived him. When Trunks calls them to say that some burglars wearing battle armor have stolen the Dragon Balls, Vegeta reveals they are indeed Frieza's soldiers. Believing that whatever Frieza could want to wish for must be bad news, they decide to depart for the Ice Continent, as that's where the last ball is. As they arrive there, the burglars spot Goku and Vegeta, and realizing they are no match, they decide to flee, only for Goku and Vegeta to stop them. Vegeta and Goku both notice Frieza approaching, but someone else with an enormous power level as well. Frieza arrives along with the two Saiyans, Broly and Paragus. Frieza introduces Goku and Vegeta to Broly and Paragus and explains that they are Saiyans and hold a vendetta towards Vegeta because of his father's actions. With Broly's anger noticeably bubbling out, Paragus and Frieza decide it's time to begin the fight and unleash Broly. Paragus orders Broly to attack, and Broly charges straight toward Vegeta, and they both fight as Goku watches it happen. As the fight plays out, both Goku and Vegeta express their surprise at the sudden and dramatic increase in Broly's power, and realize that the battle is going to be a lot more challenging than they thought. While Broly puts further strain and pressure on Vegeta as the fight continues, Goku takes off his coat and decides it's time for him to fight Broly. Goku goes into a fighting stance, and both begin to charge toward each other. They trade some blows, and Goku proceeds to fire a Kamehameha blaster and multiple energy blasts at Broly, but it doesn't faze him. Broly blasts and continuously punches him through a mountain. Goku turns Super Saiyan and the two continuously trade blows. He's still outmatched, but he teleports behind him and catches him by surprise. The advantage doesn't last long as Broly quickly reasserts the upper hand, knocking Goku into a mountain once again. Goku transforms into a Super Saiyan God and paralyzes Broly long enough to talk some sense into him. Goku's attempt at resolving the conflict peacefully appears to be having an effect, and Broly seems to calm down. However, the effect is short-lived until Broly suddenly loses his composure and gets angry enough to finally break Goku's hold. He manages to reverse the God Bind, but Goku manages to absorb the energy to escape the Aura Trap to continue on with the battle. As the fighting progresses, Broly is steadily increasing in power, and before long, the battle becomes completely one-sided in Broly's favor. Goku transforms into a Super Saiyan Blue. With dramatically greater power than before, he starts to steadily gain the advantage. Frieza kills Paragus in order to cause Broly to become a Super Saiyan, and informs Broly about Paragus' lifeless body, and lies that he was killed by a stray energy blast. In fury, Broly finally reaches his Super Saiyan form. Although Goku tries to fight back, he's far outmatched, even when Vegeta rejoins the battle to assist him, leaving them no choice but retreat, after they fired a Galactic Kamehameha that failed to kill Broly. They fly past Frieza, and Goku grabs Vegeta by the hand and uses instant transmission to teleport them to Piccolo. Goku asks Vegeta if he knows the fusion technique. Vegeta initially refuses, but Goku manages to persuade him after asking if he'd really be okay with letting Bulma and Bulla die. After a few failed fusions, they successfully fuse into Gogeta, who confronts Broly with his instant transmission and battles him. At the climax of the battle, Gogeta almost defeats Broly before Chilai asks Shenron to send him back to Vampa. Sometime later, Goku uses his instant transmission to reach Broly. As he arrives in the cave where Broly, Chilai, and Lemo are at, he's met with hostility, but Goku gives them an assortment of items for shelter that will help them survive the harsh conditions of Vampa. Goku hypothesizes that Broly could be stronger than Beerus and offers to train him to properly use his power. As he prepares to depart, Chilai asks for his name, and in response, Goku pronounces his name to them as Son Goku, but he tells Broly to call him Kakarot.
Galactic Patrol Prisoner Saga. After their encounter with Broly, Goku appears at the Capsule Corporation in order to train with Vegeta in the Gravity Training Room. While they spar, Vegeta asks Goku about Ultra Instinct, and he replies that he hasn't been able to pull it off since the Tournament of Power. Vegeta says the technique is useless if he can't use it at will. Undeterred, Goku says that he'll just have to keep grinding out his training if he's going to be able to use it again. Suddenly, Bulma contacts them to say she's received an urgent call from Mr. Satan regarding a mysterious gang that showed up at his house and is now trying to kidnap Buu. Goku teleports over there and confronts them until he's knocked out by Maris' stun gun. He awakens aboard the Galactic Patrol headquarters where he's informed of a dangerous criminal named Moro who has escaped from the Galactic prison, and they require the Grand Supreme Kai who slumbers inside of Buu in order to stop them. Talking with Maris and Jaco prior to joining the Galactic Patrol, Goku reveals how not long before the Moro situation, he and Vegeta had encountered a Saiyan named Broly and had been forced to fuse into Gogeta to defeat him. Goku offers to help catch the criminal, and along with Vegeta, the two are inducted into the Galactic Patrol as temporary special members. They join Maris on their venture to the planet Jung to capture the Macareni gang, who are attempting to steal some blue Arum.
After Goku helped catch the gang, he attempts to search for Moro's energy signal but is shocked when it appears that Moro has noticed, explaining that his power wasn't particularly huge but terrifying in a way he had never felt before. Goku and the others soon come to the conclusion that Moro is heading to New Namek in order to gather the Dragon Balls. Taking Vegeta with him, Goku uses instant transmission to teleport to New Namek to get a head start on Moro just as his ship appears above. Goku watches as Vegeta is the first to take on Moro and realizes throughout that Moro has the ability to absorb life energy. Moro eventually drains both Vegeta and Goku of all their energy and defeats them, leaving them for dead. However, still on the verge of life, they're rescued by Mori and a young Namekian named Eska and are taken to a nearby house where they're looked after for the next 3 days. After sensing Moro heading in their direction, Goku and Vegeta head out to confront him once again, but Beerus arrives first on top of a Galactic patrol spaceship and takes him on instead, capturing him with a device. When Buu is kicked off the ship and spots Moro, he becomes enraged, and Goku watches as he overwhelms Moro in battle, noticing that Buu appears stronger than he did before. Unfortunately, Moro's magic is returned to him thanks to Cranberry using Porunga, and Moro flees the area. Buu restores Goku and Vegeta's energy, and when they turn around, see that the Grand Supreme Kai has manifested his way through Buu. Goku teleports himself, Vegeta, and Grand Supreme Kai to Moro's location on the verge of New Namek's atmosphere, but is unable to continue the fight when Moro heads out further into space. After Beerus assists Grand Supreme Kai and gives him the opportunity to grab hold of him, Moro is teleported back to New Namek, where Goku and Vegeta await him. Moro informs the two of his third wish, to have all the prisoners from the Galactic prison go free, and they soon appear by his side, having used the spaceship to get there. Moro shares his power with the prisoners, putting them into an empowered state before they gang up on Goku, Vegeta, and Grand Supreme Kai, but they get overpowered. However, when Moro begins to absorb up their energy once again, the Saiyans and Kai begin to struggle. With the planet on the verge of destruction, Goku uses instant transmission to teleport all of his allies but Vegeta, who chooses to go his separate way, back to Galactic Patrol headquarters. After a few more days, Goku hears from Beerus that Moro has grown even stronger and now stand virtually no chance of victory against him. Goku asks if this were to be true, even if Beerus were to be fighting seriously, and he decides to give Beerus a little test. He throws a punch at Beerus, which he effortlessly dodges, even though Goku had meant for it to connect. Wanting to get a true feel for Beerus' power, the two move to a training room for a sparring session, but even after progressing through Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 3, Goku is still unable to land a hit on Beerus. He asks Beerus to train him, believing that by doing so, he could potentially master the Ultra Instinct that may be needed to defeat Moro. Beerus agrees, but suggests they can go elsewhere to train as the room cannot withstand their power. A few days later, after Vegeta and Iriko land on Yardrat, Goku travels with Beerus on another planet to train. During their training session, Goku proceeds to punch and kick Beerus, but Beerus effortlessly dodges Goku's punches and kicks, not taking any hits from him, and counters his punches and kicks by hitting him with a staff to his back. Finding that Ultra Instinct will be one difficult technique to learn, especially due to his motions being all over the place when fighting, Goku tells Beerus that in order to achieve Ultra Instinct, he needs to empty his heart and mind. Beerus then proceeds to charge towards Goku with his staff, and while Goku dodges Beerus' attacks with the staff, Beerus reminds Goku that emotions can also translate into prodigious power, such as Super Saiyan, which is mainly triggered by rage, though Beerus points out that what he's after is the exact opposite. The training now in a halt, Beerus reveals to Goku that he knew about Ultra Instinct all along and had a reason for keeping quiet about it, much to Goku's surprise. Knowing that Beerus is a good guy who has the same goal to defeating Moro, Goku doesn't mind Beerus keeping his knowledge about Ultra Instinct quiet and proceeds to resume their training to learn this ability. But Beerus tells Goku to follow him inside a pyramid, where he leads him to a room that resembles the hyperbolic time chamber, much to Goku's recognition. Beerus tells Goku that one day that passes outside of the room is equivalent to 3 days inside of the room, much to Goku's disappointment that they'll only have 3 days to train, but considers extra time better than no time. Beerus reveals to Goku that the main reason why he brought him to the room is so that he can unleash his full power without anyone finding out about it. Beerus goes into fighting stance, now serious, and Goku assumes that Beerus is not going to hold anything back against him, to which Beerus confirms this upon replying that he will impart all of his strength in their training and won't go easy on Goku. Beerus asks Goku if he's prepared to continue their training, and Goku, with a smile on his face, goes into a fighting stance and happily obliges to resume their training, as he replies he was born ready. After continuing for a while, Goku begins to doubt that he even used Ultra Instinct after all. After Beerus asks if it was first activated during an extreme crisis, He tells Goku the quickest way to achieve it again is to replicate those conditions and that Goku must be prepared to die during the process. During a break in the training to eat, Maris tells Goku that he has 2 months, 6 months in the room, before Moro himself heads to the planet and then continues their training. 2 months later, with time almost up, Goku and Maris decide to have one last spar at full strength, but they're interrupted by Whis, who teleports them outside and reveals Maris as his younger brother and Angel. Before Whis takes Maris back to his realm, he tells Goku that he has faith that he will defeat Moro. After they leave, Goku realizes he's been left alone with just a galactic patrol ship that he would have to pilot himself and shouts for the angels to come back. At some point, he gets lost on the way back to Earth and stops off at a nearby planetoid to ask some locals for directions. As he gets closer to Earth, he begins to sense the battles taking place and his friends in trouble. He tries to use his instant transmission to teleport them, but he's unable to get a hold of them until he senses Krillin's spiking chi. Arriving on Earth just as the fusion of Misa, Kikaza, and Iwaza are going in to finish off Krillin and Master Roshi, Goku knocks her out cold with a single attack before turning to Krillin and apologizing for showing up late. When Krillin asks Goku if he thinks he can beat Moro, he says yes, even though he could still be hiding some of his power. Goku teleports to Tien, Yamcha, and Chaozu, who are losing their battle with Zaoyogi, and proceeds to take down their foe in an instant. Yamcha informs Goku that Gohan and the others need him, and so Goku teleports away once more. As Saganbo continues to overwhelm Gohan and Piccolo in battle, Saganbo is suddenly attacked by Goku, moving too fast for anyone but Jaco and Moro to see. At Moro's request, Goku reveals himself, and Moro notes that he's grown much stronger than he was before. Moro powers up Saganbo further, and Goku engages him as a Super Saiyan Blue and proves to be the stronger. Believing the fight to be over, he prepares to battle Moro, only for Saganbo to stand up again, stronger still after receiving another power-up from Moro. Goku demands that Moro stop powering up Saganbo, who is clearly on his last legs, but Moro refuses, saying that he wants to see the ability Goku was using from when he first arrived in battle. As Goku attacks Moro to try and stop him, Saganbo suddenly collapses and dies. Angered by Saganbo's needless death, Goku vows that he'll kill Moro for what he's done and unveils his new ability, Ultra Instinct Sign, which a shocked Moro recognizes as a technique from the gods. As the two get into battle positions, Goku throws a multitude of punches from a standstill position that act as air blasts, which Moro has to block. Darting in close, Goku's heightened agility allows him to pressure Moro, who in return attempts to immobilize him. Goku soon breaks free and charges forward, powering up a Kamehameha, but turns away from Moro at the last second, realizing that it's an illusion, and fires the wave at the real Moro before continuing into an aerial battle. Goku begins to gain more of an edge until Moro uses his magic to draw him in close, and the two land a hard simultaneous blow. Moro attempts to use his energy absorption technique on Goku, but with a quick burst of speed, he's able to dodge it and continues to hold an advantage over Moro while at close range. Moro stops fighting briefly to tell Goku that he's a fool for thinking that he's only capable of so much, and powers up further still. In a near instant, Moro is able to grab Goku from behind and cause him to fall out of his sign state. Moro points out that Goku was trying to rush the battle due to not having the stamina to keep the sign level up long, and was why he didn't use it against Saganbo throughout their battle. Goku acknowledges his weakness, but deduces that if Moro were stalling for time, then it must mean he can't beat him at full power. Goku powers back up into Ultra Instinct Sign, apologizing to Maris for not continuing his stamina balancing act any longer, deciding to fight at full strength. As both Goku and Moro begin to use their full strength, their auras begin to collide. Goku's wins out, and he's able to push Moro back, and the two fight an evenly matched battle until Goku knocks Moro down. After standing back up, Moro admits that he had been too cautious earlier and will not lose to Goku, if that is the true extent of his power. As Goku begins to slow down after having reached his limit, Moro gains a clear edge in battle. Goku attempts one last desperate push to increase his power beyond his limits, but Moro soundly begins to beat Goku down until he drops out of its Ultra Instinct Sign form. When he attempts to absorb Goku's energy, Android 17 and Android 18 intervene, but fail to leave much of a mark on Moro. Vegeta finally returns to Earth using instant transmission, with Goku surprised to see him pull the technique off, then begins to watch as Vegeta is next to take Moro on. It soon becomes apparent that Moro is getting weaker as the battle progresses, and Vegeta gains the upper hand. Goku realizes what Vegeta has achieved and tells Gohan and Piccolo that Vegeta is using forced spirit vision, something Goku was unable to learn previously. This allows Vegeta to liberate the stolen energy from Moro, where he proceeds to release it to its point of origin. As Vegeta battles on, Piccolo notes his growth as a person, which he believes is thanks to Goku. Goku is naturally oblivious to this, simply vowing to surpass him once again. Unfortunately, Moro's disadvantage is short-lived. Absorbing 7-3, Moro achieves greater power and quickly takes Vegeta down. Goku gets to his feet and along with Gohan and Piccolo, despite being exhausted, prepare to take him on. Though Vegeta returns almost immediately afterwards, Moro takes him down once again, but not before stealing all of his abilities for himself. Gohan and Piccolo head in to engage Moro, with Gohan able to ensnare Moro using Gotenks' Galactic Donut technique, and Goku, back in his Super Saiyan Blue form, uses the instant Kamehameha to blast Moro at point-blank range. This destroys Moro's arm, but much to Goku's shock and horror, Moro quickly regenerates the arm and drives it straight through Goku's chest, where he proceeds to collapse in a near-death state. Thanks to the arrival of Whis and Maris on Earth, Goku and his fallen allies are transported outside of the barrier that Moro had erected. Due to being in the worst condition, Dende heals Goku first and then informs him that an angel is currently in battle with Moro. Goku recalls being told of how angels will disappear if they were to fight outside of training, and concerned for Maris' well-being, he rushes back to the battlefield. Goku transforms into Ultra Instinct Saiyan once again and quickly takes over the battle, but is unable to land a single blow before Moro sends him hurtling away. He tells Maris that despite all her training, he still hasn't gotten the hang of it. However, Maris tells him that his training did work, and he's only a step away from achieving its true state. Maris re-enters the battle using his true powers as an angel to destroy the orbs on Moro's body to seal away his copy abilities. As Maris begins to fade away, Goku looks on, feeling distraught and helpless. Maris tells Goku that should he achieve Ultra Instinct again at his current level of strength, the form will be more stable, and Moro nor anyone else will be able to defeat him. He asks Goku to protect the galaxy that he has grown to love and disappears into the wind. Goku then begins to build up a newfound level of strength, but tries to calm himself down. Understanding that he isn't fighting alone and that Maris' sacrifice was for the universe as a whole, Goku accepts his position as a current member of the Galactic Patrol. Acknowledging that it is now his job to protect the universe, Goku re-enters into the perfected Ultra Instinct state for the first time since the Tournament of Power and quickly establishes his superiority over Moro, blocking and dodging all of his attacks with ease before landing a mighty blow on Moro that shakes the entire planet. After Moro tries different yet futile strategies, Goku kicks him into a nearby rock, with the impact causing a large portion to fall onto Moro, which traps him underneath. As Moro begs for his life, Goku confirms from Jaco that Moro had been sentenced to death, leading him to remove his gi with the Galactic Patrol insignia, stating that from now on, he will fight Moro as an Earthling. Goku destroys the boulders, pinning Moro, then teleports over to Krillin and takes the bag of senzu beans from him. He offers to spare Moro's life if he promises to return to the Galactic Prison and stay there. Moro accepts, and Goku tosses him a senzu, which he eats, but unsurprisingly, Moro breaks his promise and attacks Goku. However, Moro instead breaks his wrist on Goku's body. Goku calls him a coward that could never defeat him and reverts to his normal state, asking Moro if he's ever trained before. When Moro says no, Goku calls it a pity, that he could have grown stronger through training than he ever did by eating planets, and would have loved the opportunity to fight with him again. Jaco urges Goku to finish off Moro, and once more, Goku asks if he'll return to prison. Moro spots his previously severed arm behind Goku and vows to continue his ways, causing Goku to tap back into perfected Ultra Instinct to finish him. Moro summons his arm back towards him and attaches it, gaining Maris' power and ability, and takes on a further evolved form. The two battle once more, and fearful of the damage they could do to Earth, Goku takes the skirmish into the sky, with Moro amazed at what his body is now capable of. Racing across the planet, Moro kicks Goku into a mountain, and as they continue, Moro's body begins to swell to several times its normal size, with Whis explaining that his body is attempting to contain the angel power coursing throughout him. As Goku gains the advantage, he reminds Moro that he's now experiencing the same thing that Saganbo did before, and urges Moro to give up the power before it destroys him. As Moro realizes that he must attain a body strong enough to endure the power, Whis tells Goku that if he intends to kill Moro, then he should do so now. Goku goes to finish the job only for Moro to merge himself with Earth. Whis tells everyone that Moro's fate is now tied to Earth's, and in addition, his body now risks detonating, which will eradicate the galaxy along with it. While Goku continues to try and fight off Moro, Beerus was about to join Goku in the fight, citing the situation calls for his interference. However, before he can actually help, Whis and Beerus are summoned by the Grand Minister to speak about Maris vanishing. Before taking off, Whis casually halts Moro's attack while telling Goku in order to save everything and fix his mistake, he must destroy the crystal as Maris did. Goku questions if he can actually do that, and Whis reminds him with Ultra Instinct he has godly power and is more than enough to do it. Before Goku gets a chance, Moro sucks the crystal inside the earth.
Vegeta flies in and starts to use his spirit vision to revert Moro's body back a bit and draw the crystal out, giving Goku the opening to end it. Before Goku can go through it, he gets caught by Moro, who drains his energy. Piccolo, along with Gohan and the rest of the team, arrive, and Piccolo believes Vegeta's spirit vision can work in reverse, and wants Vegeta to take all of their energy and give it to Goku. Their families, along with Dende and Mr. Popo, also contribute, causing Goku to power back up to Super Saiyan Blue, but it still isn't enough to break free of Moro's grasp. Gohan asks how come Goku isn't using Ultra Instinct, and Vegeta tells him he can't, as he only got Godly Ki from Dende, and it isn't enough to make him go Ultra Instinct again. Considering defeat, Vegeta, along with most of the Z fighters, give up, seeing as Moro is literally moments away from exploding. Gohan and Krillin opt to go directly to Goku to break him free in an attempt to save him. Suddenly, Vegeta and Piccolo notice a gigantic ball of Godly Ki appearing above them. Dende realizes that it's coming from Oob, with assistance from the Grand Supreme Kai. Dende figures out that when Kid Buu was reincarnated as Oob, Oob received all of the Godly Ki he took from Grand Supreme Kai. Vegeta, not knowing where it's coming from, thanks the individual and quickly uses his spirit vision and gives it to Goku. Fully restored, Goku powers up to Ultra Instinct and grows in stature to overpower Moro. Once overpowering Moro, Goku flies out of his gigantic aura and smashes the crystal, killing Moro once and for all. As Goku's friends rush over to congratulate him, Vegeta asks where the final burst of power came from. Goku deduces that it must be from someone else amazing on Earth, and that they'll find out someday. Goku joins his friends and family at a feast at Satan House before taking Eska back home. A few days later, Goku, Vegeta, Buu, and Jaco head back to Galactic Patrol headquarters, where they're awarded with medals for their efforts in defeating Moro. Much to his shock, he's reunited with Maris, who had been revived by the Grand Minister, but now as a mortal. Elated to see him again, Goku and the others take celebratory photos, and with that, his time with the Galactic Patrol comes to an end.
Granolah the Survivor Saga. Sometime later, Goku and Vegeta return to Beerus' planet to continue their training. Goku catches the Oracle Fish for Whis, so that he can inject him with some vitamins to help him sleep, due to him currently having insomnia. Following this, Goku has a sparring session with Whis, transforming into a perfected Ultra Instinct at will. Despite the power-up, he is still not able to land a blow on the Angel and is told that obtaining Ultra Instinct is merely the first step, and now he must learn greater control over it. The thought of being able to grow stronger still excites Goku as he continues sparring. As he and Vegeta continue their separate training, Goku ponders which one of them will be the strongest in the universe, even asking Whis if he knows of anyone stronger than them. When the Oracle Fish wakes up, she repeats her prophecy that soon the strongest warrior in the universe will rise up. Goku and Vegeta then pester the fish for answers as to who it is, though she refuses to answer and Goku continues his training. Whis asks Goku what the fundamental difference is between himself and the angels. After a quick demonstration where Goku finds himself whacked on the head by Whis' staff, Whis explains that they are always in the Ultra Instinct state, whereas Goku transforms in order to access it, believing that he equates Ultra Instinct to his transformation. Goku then realizes that he must learn to use Ultra Instinct in his normal form, to which Whis tells him that doing so will free him of his stamina drain, and that the transformation should be used as a last resort when he requires to surpass his limits. Over the next few weeks, Goku makes significant progress with his training. When both he and Vegeta decide to head back to Earth to meet up with the Heaters members, Oil and Maki, who have requested their assistance in defeating a powerful villain, Whis marks his gi once again with his signature. They board the Heaters' spaceship, and with 18 days until they reach their destination, Goku decides to take advantage of the ship's chef and the gourmet cooking. They arrive on Cereal, with Goku alongside Vegeta flying to the villain, unaware of them being tricked by the Heaters. While they're flying past a ruined city, a bunch of random ki blasts appear in front of them, with the two barely able to dodge. Goku, using his refined Ultra Instinct, is able to have an easier time dodging the blasts before landing on the ground and being surprised that the blast didn't appear from there. Goku sees another barrage of blasts and proceeds to dodge them, but is eventually caught by one with it striking one of his vital points. Goku recovers with a Senzu Bean and is called out by Vegeta for relying on his Ultra Instinct too much, to which Goku agrees. Goku transforms into a Super Saiyan, spotting Granolah and firing an energy wave at him, but the latter dodges and instantly teleports behind him, much to the former's surprise. The Cerealian unknowingly reveals that he's the villain and knows the Saiyan race, much to Goku's shock, with Goku asking Vegeta if he knows of the Cerealians, which Vegeta does not. Goku's then caught off guard when Granolah uses a similar technique to Hawkeye and asks Vegeta if he wants to work together, which gets declined. Goku is told by Vegeta that he should go first as payback, which Goku agrees and descends to the ground, declaring that he's the first to fight. Goku is asked by Granolah if he can turn into a Great Ape, but Goku declines, stating that he can't pull off that transformation anymore. Goku transforms into a Super Saiyan God, and they engage in combat, with Goku struggling to fight before using Ultra Instinct in conjunction with his form to dodge Granola's attacks. Goku is eventually struck in one of his weak points and reverts back to base form. Goku is now aware of how Granolah is able to spot his weaknesses and listens as to why Granolah wants revenge on Frieza. With the knowledge of his intentions, Goku questions the former if he's really an enemy. Goku sees Granolah powering up and then says he cannot be called the strongest that easily and turns into Super Saiyan Blue, fighting equally with the latter. Goku battles against Granolah in and around a forested area, dodging blast and blow alike before Granolah swings around a tree by his scarf to deliver a flying kick to Goku. Goku recovers and stands his ground against the Cerealian's heavy blows, letting out a raging inferno of ki that obliterates the surrounding area. Granolah notes with his evolved right eye that the flow of blood and movement of cells within Goku's body has altered. Goku has combined Ultra Instinct with the perfected Super Saiyan Blue form. Goku begins to move around Granolah at incredible speed, evading his attacks before firing off a powerful Kamehameha at point-blank range. Granolah, however, is still able to land his pressure point attack at a vital point in Goku's neck as he's hit by a wave. As the dust clears, Granolah is mildly damaged, but Goku is much worse for wear, having dropped down to his base form. Goku sticks to his belief that a true practitioner of Ultra Instinct should have no weak points, and that his training must be lacking. Granolah causes the ground beneath Goku's feet to swell and explode upwards with a fearsome energy that Goku struggles to counter. Goku desperately escapes with instant transmission and lands by Vegeta, noting that Granolah's technique is similar to Moro's. Vegeta informs Goku about his discoveries. The Cerealians were a race that were wiped out by the Saiyans under Frieza's command long ago. The Saiyan pair realize that Granolah is the last surviving Cerealian out for revenge, and that the Heaters lied to them about his villainy. Reasoning that nothing less than beating him will allow them to convince Granolah that the Saiyans are no longer his enemies, Goku claims to still have hope of victory and transforms once again into perfected Ultra Instinct. As Granolah reels with shock, he cannot detect any pressure points. Goku attacks again, only this time Granolah is unable to perceive his movements as the Saiyan launches a lightning-fast assault that tears off his sniping goggles and knocks him around the forest. Goku tries to reason with the vengeful warrior, but Granolah is unmoved and attacks Goku viciously. He's unable to penetrate the Saiyan's autonomous defense and finds his blow halted by Goku's telekinesis, before being lifted into the air and punched by a series of ki blasts to the stomach. Vegeta believes the battle is won, but notices that Granolah's energy has not dropped as much as it should. He then detects Granolah's power coming from elsewhere. Granolah expresses surprise at the strength of the Saiyans. However, Granolah may have underestimated Goku, but has not yet lost. He explains to a confused Goku that the Granolah he is facing is not his true self. He split his power apart at the start of battle, taking some of the power of his true body and creating an illusion clone to fight. Vegeta finds the true Granolah sitting in his spaceship and alerts Goku as the clone vanishes into thin air. But as Vegeta turns back to the ship, the true Granolah teleports to Goku's location and strikes a pressure point directly over his heart that briefly stops it, causing him to drop out of perfected Ultra Instinct. A final devastating blow sends Goku crashing through the forest. Granolah says that he wanted to save his true strength for Frieza, but having Goku fight a clone first worked to his advantage, as the accuracy of his perfected Ultra Instinct only drops over time. He then mocks Goku for falling for his trick and prepares to kill him with a ki blast, only to be interrupted by Vegeta. Shortly afterwards, Goku wakes up and immediately suffers intense pain from the pressure point attack Granolah inflicted on him earlier, and begins to observe Vegeta's fight with Granolah. He begins to self-heal his wounds so that he can get back into the action. Goku leaps back into the fight in the nick of time to save Vegeta from a killing blow. However, Vegeta gets to his feet and unexpectedly roundhouse kicks Goku into a nearby rock, angered at the thought of having the fight taken away from him. Vegeta then tells Goku that they had only ever fought together in the past when something needed protecting. Goku asks about his life, which needs saving, though Vegeta scoffs at this and says he would rather die than team up with him. Unaware, Granolah charges in to strike a pressure point over Vegeta's heart, though Goku is able to save him in time by pushing him away using a ki. Granolah asks how he was able to react in time, with Goku saying that he now has a read on his vital targeting strategy and it will not work anymore. The two begin to battle, with Granolah seemingly ending the fight fast with a pressure point attack to the back of Goku's neck. However, Goku attacks Granolah from behind, claiming that the same move will not work on him again. Granolah attempts another attack, but Goku is able to move his pressure points and counters with a punch. Goku says that he cannot dodge the attack completely, but is able to shift his pressure points to avoid enough fatal damage. Granolah praises his defensive ability, but claims he will not surpass him as his attacking force is not up to par. Vegeta stirs and once more gets to his feet, watching as Goku is sent crashing to the ground and drops out of perfect Super Saiyan Blue. Vegeta decides to take over, still not wanting to team up. He asks Goku to leave the fight to him and Goku agrees. However, Granolah overpowers Vegeta and attempts to finish him off in one final sacrificial act. Goku tries to intervene, but the power of the attack stops him from getting closer. Monaido, who appears on the scene, calls out to Granolah to stop, and the sudden distraction gives Goku the chance to knock Granolah to the ground, calling both him and Vegeta stupid. Monaido tells Granolah that he had lied to him as there was one Saiyan who did not earn his vengeance. 40 years ago, the man who had saved both Granolah and himself was none other than a Saiyan named Bardock. When Monaido questioned Goku if there was any relation because of their resemblance, Goku was unsure because he was raised by Gohan on Earth. However, Vegeta soon reveals that Bardock was Goku's father, to the latter's shock. Goku soon remarks that he wished he knew more about his father, while Vegeta comments that the kindness really is genetic in Goku's family. Shortly afterwards, Gas emerges, having now become the strongest in the universe thanks to Elect's summoning of the dragon and making the wish. Both Goku and Vegeta were shocked to hear that Cereal had Dragon Balls, and that is where Granolah got his strength. After taking down Goku, Gas focuses his efforts on Granolah, proceeding to take him down with ease. As Monaido heals Goku of his wounds, the recovering Saiyan asks Vegeta to go get the Senzu Bean that was stored away in his armor, and tells him to eat it. Goku attempts to buy him some time and heads back into battle as Super Saiyan Blue, but finds himself far outmatched. Granolah soon returns to take over the battle in Goku's stead, who then watches events unfold with Vegeta. Granolah appears to defeat Gas using his superior skill set, however when Elect shows up and removes Gas's necklace, his instincts are unleashed, giving him access to far greater power than before, though he's initially in a wild and frenzied state. During his rampage, he quickly takes down Granolah before savagely kicking Vegeta and taking him down. Goku rushes in with a punch, and though it's blocked, Gas is reminded of his battle with Bardock long ago and backs off. Gas soon snaps out of his madness as his body undergoes a new form. After Gas breaks Granolah's arms and Elect fatally shoots him in the back, Vegeta gives his remaining ki to Goku. Goku takes a deep breath and then goes perfected Super Saiyan Blue. Gas attacks Goku with a multitude of special weapon-based energy techniques, followed by using telekinesis to throw buildings at the Saiyan before striking him with a moving train. Goku flips up on top of the train and Gas joins him. Asking Goku to show his true strength, he notices that he does not seem to have the same fierce resolve that his father once had, and questions if he really is his son. Goku is sent into the lake below and begins to suffocate underwater. However, not satisfied by such a simple death, he returns Goku's counterattack right back at him. As Goku wonders how he's going to be able to defeat this opponent, Gas spots Monaido using his healing powers to partially restore Granolah. Gas makes a beeline for Monaido, but before he's able to reach him, Goku grabs a hold of him and uses instant transmission to teleport them off of Cereal. After crash landing on another planet and greeting Jaco, Goku confidently states that Gas has an inferior version of teleportation than his own, and baits Gas to teleport to embarrassing positions. Next, Goku and Gas are teleported into the Galactic prison where Gas is mocked by villains from the past. On a volcanic planet, Goku appears nearby Whis and the Oracle Fish, followed shortly by a confused Gas. Goku reveals his ploy. He leaves using instant transmission back to the Galactic patrol ship he just left. From there, he quickly chains together a sequence of instant transmissions before finally landing back on Cereal. Gas realizes that Goku has stranded him and is too far away to directly return to Cereal with instant transmission. Unable to follow Goku back along their route, Gas furiously asks Whis for the direction to Cereal, which he provides. Gas takes off into space at incredible speed. Goku regroups with the others, having bought them some time. Oatmeal is also present, having activated a mobile android mode to help out. In a hover car on the way to Monaido's house, Goku is contacted by Whis, who warns Goku that Gas is approaching him and will return in 20 minutes. At the house, Monaido tells Goku that he has something to show him, Bardock's scouter. Oatmeal begins to play with the scouter's stored audio, and Monaido recognizes Bardock's voice, warning him to escape with Granolah from the battle with Gas 40 years ago. He tells him to stay alive, awakening a deep repressed memory within Goku of Bardock and Jinai telling him the same thing as they sent him away from planet Vegeta before its destruction. As Goku recalls more memories of his parents, Goku comes to a solemn realization. He feels that he finally understands what the pride of the Saiyans is all about, and that he's lost faith in his own strength. When Gas returns to Cereal, the Saiyans emerge and choose to fight together. They transform into their Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego forms and attack Gas. Vegeta launches a sphere of destruction, but Gas begins to push it back. Goku tries to help Vegeta, but realizing the futility of the struggle, Vegeta leaves Goku to barely hold it back himself as Vegeta attacks Gas directly. Goku is able to deflect the blast upwards, saving the city behind him from being destroyed, and attempts to join Vegeta, but he hastily orders him to back off and tells him that his Ultra Instinct is no different than it was before, and that he needs to figure it out quickly. Goku heads to a nearby plateau where he begins to meditate. Dropping back down to his base form, a barrier erects itself around Goku. Meanwhile, Gas defeats Vegeta, but just as he prepares to finish him, Goku saves him using the same barrier. He moves Vegeta to his side, and Goku makes his way down to Gas and begins to power up. Gas wonders if he will use one of the transformations that he has already used or something new. Goku, however, says the answer is neither, and that he has merely figured out the best transformation for pulling out his power. Goku transforms into True Ultra Instinct, confusing Gas, who believed that his silvery hair form was his maximum strength. Goku explains that he requires a tranquil and calm heart for his perfected Ultra Instinct state, but in his Sign state, he can put his current emotions to better use, stating that his heart is no longer calm. Gas flies at Goku in a fit of rage and exchanges blows, with the heater coming off the worst. Goku follows up on his advantage, not letting Gas have a chance to regroup, and following a relentless attack, he finishes with a fiery kick that sends Gas flying. After Elec chastises Gas on his performance, Goku tells Elec that he doesn't have to force Gas to fight, as he's up for a tussle anytime. But Elec tells him that there will not be a next time. A burst of energy erupts from Gas, who gets to his feet, now with a severely aged appearance and yet more powerful than ever. He soon overwhelms Goku with his power, but he is saved by the timely appearance of Granolah. Asking Goku if he's willing to bet everything on his strength, Goku attempts to hold off Gas long enough for Granolah to power up a finishing attack. His attempts do not last long, however, but fortunately, Vegeta too shows up to help. When Granolah finishes powering up his attack, Goku conjures up his giant spectral form and grabs a hold of Gas before tossing him to the edge of the planet's atmosphere. Granolah finally unleashes his attack and with assistance from Oatmeal, hits Gas head on. Gas falls to the ground seemingly defeated but not dead, and Granolah tells his siblings to take him away and never return to Planet Cereal again, before apologizing to Goku and Vegeta for all that he's done. However, after Monito heals Goku, Vegeta, and Granolah to full strength, the Namekian is blasted through the chest by Gas, who refuses to give up. Goku and Vegeta transform and enter the battle yet again. Though the two are easily overpowered, Gas's body begins to decay as he takes damage. Soon afterwards, Frieza arrives and kills Gas and Elec with ease before turning his attention to Goku and Vegeta. The pair demand to know how he was able to defeat Gas despite his status as the strongest in the universe. Frieza remarks that it may be due to him being in another dimension, confusing the Saiyans. Goku and Vegeta are speechless at this news as Frieza transforms into a new form. He deems it Black Frieza and unveils the power by easily defeating his foes in their full-powered forms. Satisfied by their defeated state, he decides to spare them and takes his leave. Whis then appears and restores Monito as a one-time special favor for Goku. Whis asks Goku and Vegeta to leave with him straight away as Beerus is unable to figure out how to make instant yakisoba. Goku asks Granolah if he'd like to join them for training, though he refuses, instead wanting to find the Dragon Balls to fix the damage on Cereal that he had caused. Monito gives Goku his father's scouter just before they take their leave. Goku asks Whis if the strongest being in the universe that the Oracle Fish was talking about was actually Frieza, to which Whis responds that it could have been or it could be someone else who has emerged in the universe instead. Superhero. On Beerus' planet, Goku and Broly engage in a training match. When Broly starts to get carried away, Goku asks him to back down lest he run rampant. Meanwhile, Vegeta is shown meditating and explains to Goku that this is a form of training. Whis proposes a training match between the three Saiyans, but Vegeta refuses if the destructive Broly were to join. While the others eat ice cream, Broly watches Goku and Vegeta spar. Many hours later, the two are exhausted from their fight to the point that they can hardly move. Vegeta throws a weak punch at Goku, who finally topples over, followed by Vegeta. Vegeta happily remarks that he finally won. Dark Empire Saga. In the manga, one of the Dark Dragon Balls travels back to the Battle of Namek and fuses with Frieza. With its power, the now Xeno Frieza is able to easily take down the Super Saiyan Goku. Xeno Goku and Xeno Trunks arrive to correct the timeline and help Goku fight Xeno Frieza. Xeno Frieza goes into his 100% full power state to block two Super Kamehamehas fired by Xeno Goku and Super Saiyan Goku, but the attacks give Xeno Trunks enough time to get behind Xeno Frieza and cleave him in half, in the same manner that Xeno Frieza's Death Saucer did it in the proper time, knocking the Dark Dragon Ball away from Xeno Frieza. The fight then continues as it's meant to, with the injured Frieza begging Goku for mercy, and afterwards the timeline restores to normal. Prison Planet Saga. At some points after the Tournament of Power, Goku and Vegeta are back to training with Whis on Beerus' planet. Future Trunks and Future Mai travel back in time, and Future Trunks trains with Goku and Vegeta. Future Trunks is kidnapped and taken to the prison planet, so Goku, Vegeta, and Future Mai head there to rescue him. On the prison planet, Goku encounters another Goku. Both Gokus see that the other possess a form that the other does not have. Goku with Super Saiyan Blue and Xeno Goku with Super Saiyan 4, and so they wish to see who's stronger. The two of them seem evenly matched, but in the end, Goku defeats Xeno Goku, who notes that Goku is a step above him. Goku questions Xeno Goku but finds out they're on the same side. Fu arrives and explains the situation and how to escape the prison planet by obtaining the 7 special Dragon Balls held by the prisoners. In the anime, shortly afterwards, they're confronted by the evil Saiyan Cumber. After Goku transforms into a Super Saiyan 2 and attacks Cumber, he loses all reason, having come into contact with such an evil ki, and mutates into a Super Saiyan Berserk, where he then begins to attack Vegeta instead. After Future Trunks arrives with Cooler, Cooler transforms to become Golden Cooler, and with his newfound strength defeats Goku with a single punch, causing him to regain his senses. After Mai tosses him and Vegeta a pair of Potara, the two fuse to become Vegito in order to fight against Cumber. After using up all their power in the fusion, they return to their individual selves only to see a golden Great Ape Cumber standing in front of them. Goku attempts to battle it as a Super Saiyan but is quickly beaten and stepped on. In order to escape from being crushed, Goku transforms into Super Saiyan Blue and proceeds to use the Kaioken X20, but the battle is interrupted by Fu, who reviews Cumber to his normal size so he does not destroy the seal surrounding the prison planet. Cumber continues to attack Goku, who now uses the form of Super Saiyan God, but is still beaten and almost killed before being saved by Xeno Goku, now with Xeno Vegeta. Vegeta tries to wake up Goku to get them all out of there when suddenly Goku reawakens into Ultra Instinct. With his counterpart in stunned silence, Goku quickly overwhelms and dominates Cumber. Goku looks at his counterpart before going back in to finish Cumber. Xeno Goku, knowing himself, asks everyone to grab onto him and uses instant transmission to teleport off the planet. Ultra Instinct Goku then defeats Cumber with a Kamehameha. Before he can finish him, Fuse Zamasu arrives and steals Cumber's body away, leaving Goku alone on the blowing up planet. Universal Conflict Saga. Goku is saved by the Grand Minister, who brought Goku to Xeno's planet and gave him new attire that resembled his own. The Grand Minister takes him to Universe 11, where both his allies and his enemies are surprised to see him. In the anime, without saying as much as a word, he enters into his Ultra Instinct Sign state and swats Oren, who is in possession of Vegeta's body, off of Future Trunks to save him. As Zamasu and Hearts make a remark on Goku's godly power, an agitated Oren attempts to attack Goku, but he's easily overpowered and unable to land a single attack. With a single punch, Goku is able to separate Oren from Vegeta and then blasts away an incoming Kamin. He then stares up at Hearts, prepared to face him next. Goku hovers up to Hearts, confirming that he is the person he'd been told of when Kamin and Oren attack him in unison. Goku easily overwhelms them with his strength and reflexes and knocks them down again. After Kamin and Oren merge together to become Kami-Oren, Goku briefly battles the merged warrior until Heart summons Lags, who appears within a large pointed glass shard that Heart sends towards Goku. Goku exerts all of his strength in destroying the shard, and reverts back to his normal state in the process. Lags then uses the broken smaller pieces to attack Goku and severely injure him to the point that he falls down. Trunks saves him just in time from being hit by a vital attack, but then manages to get his own fight up in order to save Trunks, though he receives even more damage. When Heart sends Lags onward to Universe 3, Hearts vows to draw out Goku's true Ultra Instinct power. Goku transforms into a Super Saiyan and charges at Hearts, but is immediately brought down by his gravity burst technique. Just then, Shin teleports into the arena and he and Goku teleport themselves, Trunks, and Vegeta away. They arrive in Universe 7, where Piccolo and Android 17 join up with them in order to battle the core area warriors that appear. Goku transforms into a Super Saiyan and heads directly for Hearts, but is once again repeatedly slammed into the ground via his gravity burst technique. After Hearts powers up, Goku gets to his feet, ready for another round. Goku and Hearts begin fighting, though he is forced backwards by a barrage of punches. With little other choice, Goku powers up further into his Super Saiyan Blue state. Now able to compete with Hearts on equal grounds, he's pushed back as Hearts comments that Goku's desire to fight can only be satisfied by him, which Goku rebuffs. The two acknowledge that neither is still using their full power. When the fight commences again, Goku turns the tides on him and overwhelms Hearts with a Kamehameha. However, Hearts gets back on his feet and taunts Goku before using his gravity powers on him. When Hearts uses his gravity fist technique, Goku is shown to be at a disadvantage as Hearts begins to power up even further. Hearts draws his energy cubes towards him and charges at Goku hard enough to send him to the ground and out of his Super Saiyan Blue form. After Kami-Oren undergoes a transformation after merging with the power of the Universe Seed, Goku intervenes and stops one of Kami-Oren's punches aimed for Vegeta, but is far overpowered and caught in his grip. After struggling to break free, he enters into his Ultra Instinct state once more and instinctively dodges Kami-Oren's punches and energy blasts. Kamioran fires a mouth energy wave at Goku, which he stops in its tracks and sends back at his enemy. As he brings his opponent down to his knees, Kamioran fires another energy wave, but this time around is able to catch him. Goku withstands the energy blast and emerges in his mastered Ultra Instinct state, where he then proceeds to dominate the battle. When the other members of the Dragon team launch an energy barrage at Kamioran, Goku fires off a powerful Kamehameha, which causes the red bio-gem on Kamioran's chest to begin to crack. Goku charges forward and follows up with a strike to the gem, which causes Kamioran to shatter into pieces. Exhausted, Goku reverts to his normal state. When Hearts is merging with the Universe Seed, Fused Zamasu appears to defend him. He takes down the entire Dragon team with a single blow each, but Goku manages to regroup himself and fights on. Unable to transform due to being exhausted of energy from recently using Ultra Instinct. He's at a disadvantage, and Zamasu soon twists his arm around his back. He's saved by the appearance of Jiren and soon after hit. The three attempt to take on Zamasu, but are pushed back by a pulse from the newly completed Universe Seed. Goku and the rest of the group prepare to face Hearts when he uses a collection of green orbs to attack and enclose the group in a tight space. Hearts takes Goku down with a single blow along with the others, but as they get to their feet, Goku is the first to attack, transforming into a Super Saiyan Blue. However, his momentum is halted as Hearts tells him that he can see through his movements and his heart before sending him flying backwards. After suffering through another onslaught, Goku suggests to Vegeta that they should fuse, not knowing when his Ultra Instinct may be available to him again. While his friends buy them time, Goku and Vegeta completely process to fuse into Gogeta. Gogeta eventually defeats Hearts and returns peace to Earth. Jiren asks why they didn't fuse together during the Tournament of Power. Before Gogeta can respond, he defuses back into Goku and Vegeta individually. Vegeta finishes the explanation that it's because he never wants to fuse with Goku. Goku laughs off the comment, saying that next time he will deal with the enemy all by himself. Universe Creation Saga. In the anime, at Capsule Corporation, Goku examines a strange bird he's found named Toki Toki, until it unexpectedly bites him on the nose after saying it has a stupid-looking face. Gohan, Piccolo, Krillin, and Android 17 join Goku's side in figuring out what the bird is when Xenotrunks and Xenopan appear from another dimension in search of Toki Toki, and explain how important he is. Surprised, Goku asks what Beerus is doing, and he explains to Goku his prediction of a strange bird appearing in Universe 7 and destroying all universes. The gods of destruction prepare to destroy everyone when Beerus halts them, wanting to take responsibility for his own universe. Goku and Vegeta head up to face Beerus and transform into Super Saiyan Blue. Goku charges at Beerus and throws a string of attacks at Beerus that are unable to land before being kicked away with ease. The fight is put to a halt with the arrival of Xeno Goku and Xeno Vegeta, who points out the roots belonging to the universe tree. Fu shows up shortly afterwards and explains his plans to create a new universe using the tree, which will come at the cost of other planets and life forms. After disappearing, Beerus unleashes his own power to counter the tree, halting it from being able to absorb energy for the time being. But unable to keep it up for long, Goku, Vegeta, and Xenotrunks head off in order to search for Fu and put a stop to his plans. They're joined by Xenopan and Toki Toki, who manage to track down an area where they believe Fu will appear. Before he does, however, Turles and Bojack, who are sided with Fu, arrive with intentions of revenge from having been defeated years prior. As the two quickly become hostile, Goku transforms into a Super Saiyan Blue to confront Turles and his new evil Saiyan power. As they battle, Fu appears and Goku and Vegeta attempt to face him, but are struck in the back by energy blasts, as Turles and Bojack refuse to let them leave. The two continue the battle until Dogi Dogi, under the command of Fu, flaps his wings to freeze Goku and the others in place, allowing Fu to take the opportunity to capture Toki Toki and escape through a space-time distortion. Shortly afterwards, Goku and the rest of his group unexpectedly fall through a time distortion where they meet up with Xeno Goku and Xeno Vegeta once again, along with a very hostile and empowered Janemba. Believing Janemba to be another one of Fu's companions, Goku and Vegeta transform into Super Saiyan Blue and attack head-on, but find themselves unable to land a blow due to Janemba being given analysis on their alternate counterparts' abilities. Goku continues to battle, now alongside Xeno Goku, and the two finally land a punch just before Salsa and Poutine intervene. Goku and the others are drawn into battle once more with Janemba, and still at a disadvantage and with few options, Goku, Vegeta, Xenotrunks, and Xenopan pool their Saiyan power into Xeno Goku and Xeno Vegeta, allowing them to enter into the super full power Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker state, where they go on to finish off Janemba. Then he and the others are teleported to the location of the Universe Tree thanks to Poutine's magic. Shortly after arriving, Fu appears, followed by Tawa, who teleports everyone away, leaving only Vegeta, Goku, and Fu left at the time rift. When Vegeta attempts to take on Fu, he's overtaken when Fu uses Cumber's energy that he's obtained for his own use to turn Vegeta berserk. Goku transforms into Super Saiyan Blue and tries to aid Vegeta, but he is too taken over. The two enraged Saiyans flail wildly at Fu, who easily fends them off before purifying them of their evil aura. With time running short and the universe tree close to destroying their universe, Goku removes a Potara from his pocket that he retrieved from Salsa and tosses it to Vegeta, where they fuse once more into Vegeto. New Space-Time War Saga. In the anime, after Fu creates his new universe, Goku awakens alone in a strange and eerie alternate version of West City on Earth, wondering what's going on. He's attacked by the Frieza Force, including Frieza and Metacooler, while trying to escape from Fu's universe. He teams up with Hearts to fight the Golden Brothers, using Ultra Instinct Saiyan to fight and quickly overwhelm Frieza before returning to his base form. However, the Galactic Tyrants are given a burst of power when they unexpectedly find themselves merged with a Dark Dragon Ball. The two brothers are able to pressure Goku and Hearts until Broly arrives on the scene and takes down everyone with ease. After, Broly takes off after the warrior in black, and the Crimson Masked Saiyan leaves. An exhausted Goku sits on the ground and Hearts tosses him a Senzu Bean. Goku recovers and thanks Hearts as he brings out the 4-star Dragon Ball and tells Goku that if the Senzu Bean still had the same effect in the space-time, then the same should be true for the Dragon Balls. The two decide to collect all the Dragon Balls and use them to escape. They head to Capsule Corporation where Goku collects the Dragon Radar. Turning it on, he picks up 2 signals, one of which belongs to Hearts and the other up above them. Goku teleports himself and Hearts to planet Vegeta. There, the Crimson Masked Saiyan arrives and informs Goku that he is his opponent before transforming into a Super Saiyan Rose. Goku realizes that this is indeed Goku Black, revived through unknown means. Black proclaims that he will defeat his original counterpart and prove himself to be superior. Goku goes Super Saiyan Blue and the two fight, with Hearts following them after transforming into Super Hearts. However, Goku Black defeats the two, holding the former by the neck and swiftly tossing him aside. However, Goku unexpectedly returns and appears behind the Crimson Masked Saiyan in his Ultra Instinct Saiyan state. The Crimson Masked Saiyan blasts Goku at point-blank range, though it causes no damage to him. Goku proceeds to avoid every one of his opponent's attacks and appears to have the advantage. The Crimson Masked Saiyan takes to the skies and fires off a couple of energy blasts to leave planet Vegeta on the verge of destruction. Goku attempts to use instant transmission to escape, but is unable to as he cannot sense any other key signatures. However, much to everyone's surprise, Cell appears and teleports everyone away just in the nick of time. Goku asks Cell how he was able to come back, though Cell simply says it's the same as how Hearts was able to. Vegeta asks why he's decided to save them, but Cell tells them to be patient and hear what he has to say. 2 other figures then appear behind the group, with Goku and Vegeta surprised at their identity. Goku and the others join Gohan and his group in a nearby cavern, and shortly afterwards, Shroom appears along with Salsa and Poutine and explains that Cell is lending a hand in taking the Crimson Masked Saiyan. With a powerful enemy to face and Goku not having yet mastered Ultra Instinct, Shroom and the other demons open up a doorway to a room similar to that of the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. Goku and Vegeta go inside where they face phantoms in the guise of enemies from the past and seemingly complete their training in time. Shortly afterwards, Goku's Ultra Instinct state runs out. However, the Crimson Masked Saiyan enters into his Super Saiyan Rose full power state, and Goku and Vegeta are left with no choice but to fuse into Gogeta once again. Gogeta successfully defeats the powerful adversary and defuses. The warrior in black reappears, carrying the full set of Dragon Balls, which he uses to send everyone out of the pseudo-universe. Goku finds himself back in the crack of time where he encounters a younger-looking Fu who has absorbed Dogi Dogi. When Vegeta appears, Goku fuses with him again to become Gogeta and fights alongside Xeno Gogeta, but the two are quickly overpowered and defuse. Fu then throws the Vegetas into a dark vortex to prevent further fusion, but the Gokus receive some unexpected backup in the form of Granolah. Granolah heals the pair's injuries and asks that the two power up to their limit. She then performs a technique that allows the two Saiyans to merge their ki together. They attack with a combined Kamehameha, which breaks through all of Fu's barriers, forcing him to block it himself. Despite Fu stating the attack was dangerous, Xeno Goku notes that even with this immense power, he and his alternate self are still unable to defeat the Dark King. Fu begins absorbing power from the universe tree and to an extent all the universe itself. When Fu tries to attack Granolah, Goku grabs one of Fu's tendrils and rips it off. The energy given off by the tendril at first begins to overwhelm him, but Goku manages to harness it for his own by also harnessing the Universe Tree's power to gain Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, Universe Tree power. Goku and Fu engage in an epic battle, climaxing with a powerful beam struggle that ends with Goku managing to finish him with a Kamehameha. Fu finds it impossible that the universe has so much potential, and with those seemingly being his last words, he's defeated with a smile on his face. After the battle, Goku is sent back to where he came from after Toki Toki uses his powers to restore Universe 7. Supreme Kai of Time Saga. Meanwhile, on Earth, Goku enjoys a nap during his farm work. Coming around, he's approached by a mysterious guide. After introducing himself, he tells Goku that he has been invited to the Super Space-Time Tournament, a tournament to determine the strongest fighter from every space-time. Obviously excited by the prospect, Goku quickly accepts and is teleported away to the tournament's location. Once there, Goku reunites with Gohan, Piccolo, Vegeta, Hit, Jiren, and Yamcha. The mysterious guide reappears and explains the rules of the tournament before the participants are teleported to the battlefield. On the battlefield, Goku quickly crosses paths with his timeline counterpart Xeno Goku, who are each elated at the prospect of fighting each other once again. However, Xeno Goku states his intention with the host of the tournament, Ios. Before he can explain his reason as to why, the two Goku are ambushed by another team. They quickly take them down before setting sights on each other, as the prospect of facing another Goku is too exciting to pass up. Goku transforms into Super Saiyan Blue, while Xeno Goku transforms into Super Saiyan 4. They begin their rematch until it's halted due to members of their team finding time fairies, which return them to the main hall, having progressed through the initial round. For the second round, Goku is sent to a stylized version of Planet Vegeta along with Jiren, where they face off against the Super Saiyan 3 Warrior in Black and transforms into Ultra Instinct Saiyan, ready for battle. Goku requests that he be allowed to fight him alone due to his opponent being a fellow Saiyan, and asks his opponent who he is after he appears to know his true Saiyan name, though he does not give a clear answer. The two engage in combat, and Goku is able to prevail after overpowering him in a beam struggle. Goku then heads to the Time Nest, where he sees Granolah having been defeated by Eos in her Time Power Unleashed state. Goku turns to Eos and thanks her for hosting the tournament, but then asks that she not erase any timelines as there are still living beings in them. Eos declines this request and attempts to use her powers to freeze him, but Goku teleports behind her and transforms into his Ultra Instinct Saiyan state. The two battle until Goku uses his instant transmission to appear in front of Eos before letting off a Kamehameha at point blank range. Eos acknowledges the danger that Goku possesses and vows to eliminate him. Before she can attempt to do so, Demigra invades and she forms a temporary alliance with Goku to take on the greater threat. Goku transforms into a Super Saiyan Blue and lets off a Kamehameha against Demigra, who uses his magic to reflect the attack while simultaneously empowering it with darkness. In response, Goku uses Kaioken in an attempt to match it, but is still overpowered. He fights on valiantly as he tries to protect Granolah, but is beaten for his efforts. Thankfully, Vegeta arrives and the two use fusion to form Vegito to confront Demigra. Society Survival Saga. The country-born Goku decides to get a job and becomes a new recruit at the DB Commercial Affairs. Victory Mission. As Beat is training with the other Dragon Ball heroes at the Heroes Laboratory, Tsubasa has Beat go into an extra hard mission against 5 different incarnations of Goku. The 5 versions of Goku are easily defeating Beat until a mysterious voice, that of the real Goku, speaks to him and helps him to regain his ground in the fight, eventually allowing him to win. Afterwards, Beat learns that no one else heard Goku's voice, but Beat thanks Goku for helping him. Demon God Demigra Saga. After Demigra's escape from the crack of time, the future warrior is forced to fight the revived Buu, Cell, and Frieza. Granolah then calls for Goku's help, in which he helps the future warrior defeat Buu, Cell, and Frieza, and the brainwashed Gotenks, Gohan, and Vegeta. After the future warrior returns to the Time Nest, he finds that Demigra had taken over Toki Toki City, and has brainwashed Trunks into doing his dirty work. Once Trunks was reverted to normal, Goku finds his way to the Time Nest. Due to his earlier transformation into a Super Saiyan God, he was immune to Demigra's magic. After Demigra's defeat, he escapes to the Time Vault, and Goku uses instant transmission and brings everyone back to his location, the Time Vault. Demigra is angered and tries to destroy it, despite Granollah's warning. The Future Warrior and Super Saiyan 3 Goku charge at him, but Demigra fires spears at them both. One impales and kills the Future Warrior, while 4 of them trap Goku in an electrified force field. Then the Future Warrior, apparently from a different timeline, appears and destroys Goku's electrified gate. After the Future Warrior enters the portal that Demigra escaped to, Goku struggles to stop the gigantic energy ball from destroying Toki Toki. Goku stops the giant ball from destroying Toki Toki and uses instant transmission to catch up to Demigra and the Future Warrior in the crack of time. They fight Demigra in his final form and finish him off with a combined Kamehameha. Once Demigra is defeated, Goku and the Future Warrior return to the Time Nest, where Trunks and Granolah are relieved to see them. Goku then challenges the Future Warrior to a fight, where they gladly accept. The Supreme Kai then stops them and tells them that fighting there would cause a disaster. In the aftermath, Granolah thanks Goku for everything. Goku then replies that he should be thanking her instead for giving him something to be excited for. Goku then leaves, but not before being welcomed to return in the future. Peaceful World Saga. 10 years after the defeat of the evil, pure Majin Buu, Goku kept training despite the fact that Earth was at peace. He's training with his youngest son, Goten. When the tournament comes around, Goku forces Goten to cancel his date to enter, and Goten shows disdain towards Goku's ruling. During the 28th World Martial Arts Tournament, Goku battles Majin Buu's reincarnation, Oob, who was born after King Yama heard his request made 10 years ago. However, Oob was experiencing an extreme bout of stage fright, so Goku was forced to make several insults towards his family and obscene gestures to try and get him angry enough to fight and overcome his fear. After a short yet intense battle, Goku apologizes and explains to Oob that his insults were simply meant to coax him into using his true power. Goku then takes Oob to train him to one day help in being the protector of the planet, although he later tells Oob that after the training he desires to fight him again, not only to discover the strongest out of the two, but the strongest in the entire universe. They then fly off in the distance. Black Star Dragon Ball Saga. 5 years after leaving the 28th World Martial Arts Tournament with Majin Buu's reincarnation Oob, Goku finishes training Oob, and they've just finished testing their abilities against one another in the hyperbolic time chamber. Soon after Oob leaves for the lookout and Goku finds out what's going on, an accidental wish by Emperor Pilaf transforms Goku back into a child. This wish was made on the Black Star Dragon Balls. As a result, Goku must travel the galaxy and return them to Earth to prevent the planet from exploding from the negative energy created by the wish. After leaving Earth in the spaceship designed by Bulma, a piece of the ship falls off and Goku, Trunks, and Pan are forced to crash land on the planet Emeka to get the parts needed to repair the ship. Groups of merchants swarm Goku and the others, and they realize they have to get to the Gold Star Hotel to hide from the swarms of sellers. They then realize that they're being charged every second for everything in the hotel, including the lights. They escape without paying and stumble upon the house of an old couple and their children. They talk about Don Ki, the ruler of the planet, and how he mistreats his people. Just then, Don Ki's men come and repossess the old couple's house, saying that they're behind on payment. Goku suggests that they go and fight Don Ki, but the couple says that it's impossible because of his grand army. On their way back to the ship, Trunks drops the dragon radar and it's swallowed by a small robot named T-2006, nicknamed Giru, who says he cannot give the radar back to them because it's already integrated into his system. Meanwhile, Goku notices the ship being dragged away by Don Ki's men. He tries to use instant transmission to teleport them to the ship, but after 2 failed attempts, he realizes that he cannot use it with his small body. They're forced to travel to Don Ki's palace on foot to recover their ship. Pan decides that they'll use a stealth operation to recover the ship and would only result to fighting as a last resort. After briefly sneaking around, a large rock falls on Trunks' head and Giru starts making noises that alarm the guards. The guards open fire on Goku and the others, and Pan says they must go fight now, so Goku agrees. Pan jumps into the carrying car while Goku moves the ship onto the car, and Pan drives the ship out of the palace with Goku and Trunks. While escaping, Don Ki's henchmen, Gale and Sheila, fire a combined energy wave at Goku, but Goku deflects it back with ease towards Legic, Don Ki's right-hand man, who recognizes them as Saiyans. Goku and the others escape, but Trunks says that they have to go back into town now for more parts due to Pan's reckless driving. Once they reach the town, everyone hides, and Trunks finds 3 of them on Emeka's most wanted list. While running from Don Ki's soldiers, they fall into the house of a nice old couple who offer them food after realizing Goku and company mean no harm. They say that Don Ki made it a law that no one is allowed to own a ship so that no one could escape the planet, including the old couple. Pan gets fed up and convinces Goku and Trunks to go face Don Ki head on. They turn themselves into the police and get brought to the palace. Once there, Goku, Trunks, and Pan incapacitate Gale, Sheila, and all of Don Ki's guards. Then Goku blasts his way into Don Ki's throne room. Don Ki sicks Legic on the fighters after capturing Pan in an energy chamber. Legic says that he'll fight Goku, but for his own satisfaction. After a short fight, Goku defeats Legic as a Super Saiyan, and they take down Don Ki and make him give everyone free rent and give them back their ships free of charge. Plus, Don Ki gives them the parts they need for free when they leave Emeka. They then land on an unnamed planet where everything is larger than life. Goku finds the 4-star Dragon Ball in the tooth of a giant, and they go on to the next planet. On planet Gelbo, they find the 6-star Dragon Ball in the hair of the princess of the village, Lina. Trunks asks for the ball, but her fiance Doma says that they were in a large problem already. The amphibian creature Zunama was threatening the village with his power to create earthquakes and volcano eruptions by shaking his whiskers if they did not give him a wife. Goku decides that he would help them out in exchange for the Dragon Ball, and so they agree. Pan comes up with the idea to disguise Goku as Lina, but it does not work out, so Trunks poses as her instead. Zunama comes and starts getting impatient waiting for Lina and threatens to shake his whiskers. Then Trunks arrives, dressed as Lina, and Zunama takes him to his lair. Trunks gets Zunama tipsy, and Goku arrives with Pan and Doma. Doma slices off Zunama's left whisker with a pair of huge scissors, and as he cuts off the left one, Zunama awakens in a drunken rage. He begins to wiggle his whiskers, and an earthquake begins to come, but stops soon after while Zunama Bulma continues to wiggle his whisker. Pan realizes that he cannot cause earthquakes, he can only predict them, but now he's so tipsy that he did not realize that the quake was over. Suddenly, a really big earthquake erupts and Goku and the others leave the cavern with Zunama. Goku then stops the huge volcano with a Kamehameha, saving the city and winning the Dragon Ball. Just as they're leaving the planet, Bon Para, one of the mysterious Para brothers, arrives and takes the ball from Pan's hands using his telekinesis. In shock, the three Z-Fighters just watch as he leaves. Goku then jumps into the ship with Pan and Trunks and they chase after the brothers' spaceship. The brothers trick them onto the asteroid Bihei, inhabited by huge bloodthirsty worm-like creatures called Muma. The Para brothers escape and fly to the planet Lude. They go to Cardinal Machi Machi, who tells them that they have failed and that Goku has another Dragon Ball in his ship that they failed to get and they must go retrieve it. They travel back to find Goku and the others and they get hypnotized by the Para Para Boogie until they're saved by the hungry Muma after they wake up. Pan goes aboard the Para brothers' ship to find the Dragon Ball that they stole. She accidentally activates the autopilot and is brought to Lude. There she's captured and turned into a doll for the evil Lord Daltaki. Goku shows up with Trunks and kills Cardinal Machi Machi, who reveals that he's actually two parts, the body and the whip. The Daltaki turns everyone except for Goku, himself, Trunks, and Pan into dolls and feeds them to the machine deity, Lude. Daltaki then awakens Lude, who takes him and Pan inside of his body to gain their energy. While Lude fights Goku and Trunks, Pan forces Daltaki to tell her the weakness of the seemingly invincible Lude. Daltaki reveals that Goku must strike the outside of Lude's mechanical heart, while Pan strikes the inside at the exact same time. After multiple tries, Goku finally succeeds and destroys Lude, freeing all the people, including Pan, who is turned back to normal. Goku then takes back his Dragon Ball and they leave the planet. Baby Saga. As our heroes arrive on the supposedly deserted planet M2, they continue on their quest for the Black Star Dragon Balls. They find themselves caught in a trap by the planet's inhabitants, mutant robots, and that Giru was deceiving them all along. Pan manages to escape and later rescues Goku, who does battle with the robotic group of commandos known as the Sigma Force, and their leader, General Rildo. However, both he and Pan are captured again and taken to Dr. Mew for studying. Giru has a change of heart though and manages to rescue the trio thanks to a clever plan by Trunks. It's then that we see Mew's true creation, Baby, who breaks free from his containment after being revived, but stopped by Goku and the others. However, as a defeated and injured Dr. Mew escapes, a piece of Baby's scattered remains jumps onto his skin, later bursting out of Dr. Mew and reforming into his original state. Baby is in fact the last surviving Tuffle, the original inhabitants of planet Vegeta, or planet Plant. Baby is a machine mutant who was created by Dr. Mew. However, Baby states that he is Dr. Mew's master and that Dr. Mew was designed to revive him. Goku, Trunks, and Pan arrive on Earth to return the Black Star Dragon Balls, but soon discover that Baby has infected the population with mind-controlling eggs and chosen Vegeta as his new host. After a short fight with Baby, Goku discovers that he cannot sustain Super Saiyan 3 while still being a child. After being pummeled by Baby Vegeta, Goku is weak and defenseless. During this fight, however, Goku learns of Baby's one weakness. He is sensitive to taunts and easily angered. Meanwhile, Baby uses the Revenge Death Ball to finish off Goku, but Kibito Kai arrives just as the bomb strikes to save Goku and bring him to the sacred world of the Kais. There, Old Kai hatches a plan to solve Goku's energy problem by regrowing Goku's tail. Progress is slow at first, but Goku has an idea on how to accelerate the process. After a very painful procedure where the tail is pulled out by a pair of pliers, Goku returns to the Tuffle planet, where most of Earth's residents had migrated to confront Baby. During the long and difficult battle with Baby Vegeta, Goku is able to sustain his Super Saiyan 3 form, but is still unable to win. As he lies on the ground, defenseless, he gazes at Earth and realizes he's failed it. But instead of dying, looking at the Earth causes Goku to transform into the form of a golden great ape. With Pan's help, Goku regains control of himself and becomes Super Saiyan 4. Baby Vegeta is no match against a Super Saiyan 4. In desperation, Bulma, who's under Baby's control, uses a Blood Wave generator and causes Baby Vegeta to transform into a golden great ape. Although Goku outclasses Baby in terms of speed, he is slowly worn down by Baby's power. Just as Old Kai loses all hopes of Goku succeeding, Kibito Kai removes Gohan, Goten, and Trunks from Baby's control using the sacred water from Kami's lookout. After realizing that they cannot help by fighting the ape, they channel some of their energy to Goku. Goku eventually succeeds in defeating Baby Vegeta and leaves him defenseless. In desperation, Baby leaves Vegeta's body and tries to escape from planet Tuffle, but Goku uses his Kamehameha attack to destroy Baby and blasts his remains into the sun. Super 17 Saga. A year after the defeat of Baby, Goku fights in the 31st World Martial Arts Tournament, having to fight in the junior division with Mr. Satan saying that there's a height requirement. In the finals, his opponent wins by tickling Goku while he's talking to Vegeta, resulting in Goku falling out of the ring. Sometime afterwards, Goku and his family and friends were at home eating until a badly beaten up Trunks arrives, saying that he encountered Android 17, who told him to tell Goku to go to hell to set things straight. Goku leaves for Hell, where he meets Dr. Mew and Dr. Gero, who leave, making Goku very frustrated with no way out, until two of his most fierce enemies from the past drop by, Cell and Frieza. Goku manages to deal with both of them in his normal state. Realizing Goku's power, Cell forces out his tail and absorbs Goku. This only lasts for about 10 seconds since Goku finds a way out of Cell's body. After a fight between Goku, Cell, and Frieza, they show Goku a new technique that they learned in Hell, the Hell's Buster. They create a tornado-type spin that throws Goku down to the deepest part of Hell. While there, a strange old lady demonstrates various tortures, which evidently ends by freezing Goku in a block of ice. Meanwhile, Cell and Frieza wait to use a finishing move on Goku. Goku's end seems to have arrived until everyone realizes that the finishing move does not work on the living. Despite being frozen, Goku manages to hear their conversation. In retaliation, he breaks free, attempts the freezing technique on Cell and Frieza, and successfully freezes them, but accidentally shatters them. Still trapped in Hell, Goku tries to find a way out. He asks King Yemma to aid him, with King Yemma responding that he does not know how to get Goku out. Piccolo contacts King Yemma and asks him to transport him to Goku. Believing the plan is ludicrous, King Yemma refuses, leaving Piccolo to destroy significant portions of heaven as a means to convince him. King Yemma eventually follows through with Piccolo's idea and transports him directly to Goku, where he, with Dende's help, opens a gate between Hell and Earth to allow Goku to escape. Successfully escaping, Goku immediately leaves for the battlefield. Goku fights the newly fused Super 17 after reaching the battlefield. He eventually transforms into a Super Saiyan 4, but Super 17's ability to absorb his energy and grow stronger causes difficulties for Goku. With the help of Android 18, vengeful towards Android 17 for Krillin's death, Goku defeats Super 17 with the use of the Super Dragon Fist through the android's stomach and chest. This attack presumably destroys Android 17's energy absorption devices. Goku then finishes off the android with a Kamehameha, though he wounded Super 17's stomach, causing him to explode. Shadow Dragon Saga. When the dragon, Shenron, is summoned to revive those killed by Super 17, the Dragon Balls crack and a different cigar-smoking dragon appears in his place. This black smoke Shenron promptly splits into 7 shadow dragons, each with a cracked Dragon Ball in its body. Goku and his companions fight valiantly to defeat these new dragons. However, after 6 of the 7 are defeated, Naturon, Rage, Haze, Oceanus, Ice, and Nuova, in a series of many struggles, the 1-star dragon Sin Shenron appears. Proving to be more than a match for the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Goku is severely beaten by the most powerful of all the shadow dragons, losing his Super Saiyan 4 transformation and falling unconscious. Goku's friends provide him with their own power, which makes Goku transform to Super Full Power Saiyan 4, and finally become superior to Sin. Unfortunately, the evil dragon absorbs the other Dragon Balls into himself, becoming Omega Shenron. Even as an Ultra Full Power Saiyan 4, Goku can't defeat the powered up dragon. He even combines 2 of his strongest attacks in the form of Dragon Hammer, but Omega still survives this. After Vegeta, now a Super Saiyan 4, joins the fight, they still can't beat him, so Vegeta suggests they fuse, to which Goku agrees, even mentioning that this will be special. Due to fusing Super Saiyan 4, Gogeta is born. However, the fused warrior does not finish off the evil shadow dragon before the fusion wears off due to wasting too much time. Later, Goku's power runs out and he reverts to his base child form. After being presumably killed by Omega's negative karma ball, Goku asks the people of planet Earth to send him their energy. The collected energy is not enough to defeat Omega Shenron, so Goku asks King Kai to help him by gathering energy from all over the universe, creating the Super Ultra Spirit Bomb. The Spirit Bomb is successful in destroying Omega Shenron. The people of Earth witness this and finally realize Goku's a hero. Afterwards, the real Shenron appears once again, saying that no more wishes will be granted for a long time. After convincing Shenron to grant one last wish and asking that all the people who were killed by Super 17 and the Shadow Dragons to be revived, Goku decides to accompany the dragon. Before leaving, Goku tells Vegeta that the lives of everyone are now in his hands, passing the role of protector of the Earth and anyone in need of help to Vegeta. Goku also visits Krillin, who has recently been revived by the last wish, and the two of them have one last fight before Goku flies off with Shenron. He then visits Hell to apologize to Piccolo for putting him through nothing but trouble, vowing to remember him for as long as he lives. With all loose ends tied up, Goku disappears along with Shenron. A century later, as an aged Pan watches the World Martial Arts Tournament, she catches a glimpse of a familiar face in the stands. Her grandfather, Goku, now grown up once again and without his tail. When she tries to follow him, however, he disappears. Goku leaves since the Earth is at peace, but the narrator says he will always return when the Earth is in danger. Goku is then seen flying into the air, grabbing onto his power pole, calling for the flying Nimbus, and finally flies off into the distance, while yelling, "Till we meet again, guys." A Hero's Legacy. Nearly a century after Goku leaves with Shenron, Goku's descendant, Goku Jr., wants to cure his great-great-grandmother Pan with the 4-star Dragon Ball. When he finds the Dragon Ball, nothing happens, and he gets angry and upset. Goku appears and explains how to use the Dragon Balls, that all 7 are needed to grant a wish. Then a helicopter with Pan and Puck appears and Goku disappears. When Goku disappears, he tells Goku Jr. that it was his courage and bravery that caused his grandmother Pan and his friend Puck to be alive and safe. After that, Goku tells Goku Jr. to keep and treasure the 4-star Dragon Ball as a memory of him, and tells him that he's proud of him and wishes him good luck for his future and a farewell to his descendant. Did you enjoy our video? Be sure to check out these other great videos from the Amagi, and make sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.